In the land of Long Kingdom, countless monsters from another realm have invaded the current world, putting humanity in enormous danger. Fortunately, at this moment, an emblem suddenly appeared on the hands of all humanity, awakening special profession through this mysterious mark. From then on, humanity entered an era of universal profession. 100 years ago in Long Kingdom, there was a mythical level profession. Greatest warrior, Tula. In just 10 years, he set the highest record in Huaxia, becoming the first person to pass through to the 7th world. But when the strongest level 9 beasts invaded, Tula, as a profession, transferred his abilities 8, holding the rift alone and sacrificing himself to protect Long Kingdom. Perhaps it is because of his immeasurable merit that exactly 100 years after Tula's death, Tula was given the chance to reincarnate as a young man named Trang V, who had committed suicide due to the harshness of life. After receiving the memories of the original host, Trang V had also understood the current situation. Unexpected, 100 years later, he reincarnated as someone with the same name and surname, a Beastmaster. No wonder this Beastmaster profession mainly relies on pets for combat. Aside from upgrading himself, he must also not forget the growth attributes of his pet. Some have calculated that to cultivate a powerful Beastmaster, one must at least reach a level of wealth that can crack walls. For an ordinary person, being a pure beast tamer is really not good news. The useless teen, Truong V, with a failed life, committed suicide. While I was once the strongest profession in Long Kingdom, if I have taken over your body and wake again, then I will take on your responsibilities and regrets to conquer this other world. The big fish eating the small. As a thank you to you, Truong Viet stood in front of the mirror and said, then without delay, step through the space door into the other world. Immediately, a series of notifications erupted. Honorable demon profession, greetings to you. The system check shows you have been offline 36,552 days. The last progress report shows the demon profession escaped from the other world, the 17th world. The reward for being offline is 70 points per second. Total reward is 221,496,000 points of supernatural energy. Congratulations, you have defeated the level 9 beast, made the first attack, completed the unparalleled mythical achievement, received the reward of the mythical art of the Divine Mind's Call. The Divine Mind's Call has been automatically used. Congratulations, you have obtained the Eternal Bud. The energy collected while online and offline increases 10,000 times. Therefore, you will receive 9,999 times the remaining offline points. 2,210,443, 893.5 million, 4,000 points of supernatural energy. The terrifying number made Truong Viet excitedly exclaim, 100 trillion points of anomalous energy. The Beast Army is the highest level attack from the other world. The reward for passing the first level quite substantial. This moment, the system continues to note. You can reset your class. Please choose one of the 7 core mythical classes below: Spirit Knight, Dark Swordsman, Phantom Hunter, Soul Reaper, Cleric, Holy Mage, Infernal Archer, Pure Beastmaster, Necromancer. Truong Viet began to calculate. 100 years ago, he awakened as a level 1 warrior. The strongest core class in the other world is actually the Beastmaster. The energy consumption for oneself and the pets is just too great, leading to develop. However, since he has been reborn and has the benefits of 100 years of idle time, his top choice is core. To immediately select Necromancer. Congratulations, you have become the 4th mythical core class of the other world. Necromancer, an upgraded class of Beastmaster. Necromancer, a mythical or magic profession. Skills to harvest soul. When the Necromancer defeats monsters in the other world, have a 1% chance to obtain the opponent's soul, turning them into their pets. Pets obtained this way cannot be traded. They can only be used personally or as materials for upgrading other pets. Spirit evolution. All the pets of the Necromancer can evolve through devouring pets of the same level, the highest being able to evolve to mythical level, and the loyalty of the pets is limited. The death penalty is reduced, and the experience required for all pets of the Necromancer to level up is reduced %. Feeling the surge of power in his veins, Zhang Viet secretly marveled at the initial stage of 100-star growth. This strength truly lives up to the myth. The intelligence of a normal Beastmaster can be achieved through rare mission reward, but their quality cannot be improved. Unexpected. The Necromancer can not only evolve pets but also harvest monsters as their own, truly worthy of the myth. In my past life, I relied on the Executioner class, and in just 10 short years, I surpassed 70 worlds, becoming the best in the Dragon Kingdom. In this life, I start with the mythical class. I must perfectly surpass to the final world, not just the Dragon Kingdom, but I must become the strongest expert in the world. With ambition in tow, Zhang Viet began to enter the first world of the other world, the source of nightmares. Based on your login location, the safe zone arranged for you is the Apocalypse Town. Friendly reminder, fighting is prohibited in the safe zone. Would you like to continue using the Tula id? If you do not wish to continue using it, please enter a new id. This life has been predetermined to overcome the existence of Tila, and the only thing that surpasses everything is 0. I silently think Truong Viet's order to not use the new id is spirit, representing the meaning of 0. Around Truong Viet, there are quite a few new players, and their first time here makes them feel bewildered. Is this really a different world? Feels so similar to the real world. It is incredible. Aren't there supposed to be monsters everywhere in a different world? Where are the monsters? This is a safe zone. Big guy. The monsters are outside. Just then, the system announced the mission of the first world, which can be viewed on the mission. Upon reading this line, everyone started bustling about looking to form teams together. As for Truong Viet, he just stood still reading the mission information. The source of night. In the first world, when darkness descends upon the land, the monsters sleeping underground awake, and the world is finally facing a crisis. As a survivor, you must break the apocalyptic situation and shatter the dark. Mission for the first world. Accumulate the destruction of 1,000 monsters in the first world. Mission for the second world. Accumulate 10 silver coins by defeating monsters or task enforcers in the first world. After completing the mission, the world above can activate the teleportation pass for the boss instance of the first world, and defeating the boss will allow entry into the second world. Seeing that the normal setup for the game had not changed, Truong Viet went to buy some equipment before starting his mission. Looking around at the newbie gear in the shop, Truong Viet felt a bit disappointed. The shop's equipment was the same as before, only able to provide some basic items, the best gear only having 1 star. Sensing a potential customer, the shopkeeper immediately made a suggestion to Truong Viet. Hey buddy, if you are not satisfied, the shop can offer better gear. Just need a bit more money. Truong Viet did not say much, and directly placed a bag of coins on the table. Here's 100 coins for a 1-star staff. The shopkeeper happily handed the staff to Truong Viet, much to the astonishment of the nearby newbies. One of them could not help but say to Truong Viet, "Bro, our newbie reward is 100, and you spent it all." Another person chimed in, Yeah, a 1-star staff does not add much damage. Buying a 1-star weapon is not worth it compared to a full set of basic gear. Thanks for the reminder. Truong Viet politely replied and quickly left. The crowd continued to discuss passionate. But can only 1-star weapons be refined? Isn't that going to increase the damage output? Girl asked curiously. The young man explained. Refined equipment needs special energy. This can only be obtained in small amounts. Watch Quay. Something valuable like even a promotion is not enough. Who would use it to refine a 1-star staff? I definitely think there is something wrong with their brain. They have spent all their money without even a bit of I see this kid is definitely going to run into trouble later on. I do not even know which rural brat this completely clueless. Whether here or outside, it is hard to take a step without money. When Zhang Yi heard this, he muttered that for a regular job, it is just not worth spending all that money on a 1-star equipment. Regular jobs earn limited special energy from monster hunting, and they can't bear to use it to refine a 1-star. Unfortunately, what I lack the least right now is special energy. Zhang Yi used the special energy to refine the staff. After 132 a total of 985 points of special energy were consumed, and the staff was refined to the highest Fireflame staff, the Pioneer. Fireflame staff, Pioneer, Mage Beastmaster, magic damage plus 26, additional intelligence plus 2, ignite. Each attack inflicts a burning status on the enemy 3 seconds, causing them to lose 20 health points. The staff generated from the blazing fire will burn all enemies to ashes. At this moment, Truong Viet was secretly satisfied, thinking that the preparations complete, now just waiting to watch the show. A moment later, outside the safe zone, a team was struggling to fight against mutated giant rats. After slashing the monster with his sword and confirming it was still alive with its nearly full, the young professional swordsman could not help feel scared. This is supposed to be the lowest level monster. With that much health, it is basically unbeatable, but if it hits a professional like it is game over. Just then, fireball flew in from somewhere and instantly finished off the monster. Activated the burning of flame staff. You have defeated the mutated giant rat, gaining 2 experience points and an additional 10,000 energy, boosting your energy points by 10,000 times. Truong Viet could not help feel proud, thinking about how his base attributes were maxed out as a myth-class professional, along with fully upgraded equipment. Mutated giant rats normally require a team to defeat, but now I can take one down with a single strike. The team that Truong Viet casually helped earlier was now evaluating him with scrutinizing eyes. What kind of ridiculous damage is that? All the gear is gold colored. Could he be an old professional? No way. At the beginning, who has so much energy to level up a beginner staff like that? But no matter what, it is definitely a big shot. The experience from level 1 monsters is too little to ensure the greatest benefit. I can only take on monsters at a higher level. In the first world, the source of low-level mutated rat monsters also includes level 3 to 4 poisonous, level 5 to 7 armored scorpion, and level 8 to 9 berserk wild boar, and the final boss of the first world, the level 10 berserk boar king. For now, monsters level 3 and above in the abandoned fact are my best choice. Thinking this, Zhang Viet was about to leave when he was blocked by that newbie team. Let us form a team. We have buff, utility, and off. As the young swordsman spoke, the 2 girls on his team also cooperated very well using their charm just to get a nod from Zhang Viet. Unexpected, Zhang Viet flatly refused and went alone to the abandoned factory as planned. Thanks to defeating monsters, Zhang Viet smoothly leveled up to level 3, and his experience points increased significantly, while also unlocking his first skill, obtaining the initial skill from the small fireball system reward. I did not expect that the mythical class profession had a higher level up reward than the ordinary class profession by 6 times, leveling up 3 times in a row. The free attribute points I could use had already reached 18 points. Pure Beast Master class has an early development path similar to that of a wizard, so it must ensure the casting is fast, performed steadily, and then enhance the speed and agility. As for the initial skill, power is not great. For a regular job with limited energy ability, it is usually not worth, but unfortunately, in this life, what I have the most of is energy. Zhang Viet continuously operated within the system, using energy points to upgrade the small fireball skill until it broke through to the max level of the super fireball spell A. Not bad. The initial skill can achieve 140% damage. This rate, finishing 2 world missions first. I can reach level 8 regardless of the out. By then, I will challenge the final boss and complete the first gate of the first world, and that will be enough. Zhang Viet glanced at the abandoned workshop in front of him and pushed the door to step inside. Except that if players die, they will actually die. This world is not much different from an ordinary game, quest, dungeon, and even Zhang Viet looked past. The injured MP sat in a corner. As soon as he saw Zhang Viet, he asked for help. My wife and child have been eaten by monsters. Adventurer, can you help me take out that damn scorpion? Immediately, the system displayed the plot activation. Do you accept the mission to eliminate the scorpion? The NPC's mission is to obtain it that is mostly better than what monsters drop. At that moment, Truong Viet only had a staff in hand, so he did not hesitate to accept this mission. While he was reading the mission detail, he heard a strange noise, but when he turned around, there was no one in sight. It seems that there are not only monsters. The mission is the most important thing for me right now. Truong Viet smirked and looked at the 3 pairs of glowing red eyes lurking in the dark. The last monster of the first world, the iron-shelled scorpion, which he had not seen in a long time. 3 iron-shelled scorpions gradually crawled into the light and rushed toward Truong Viet like arrows. Truong Viet took out his fire staff, used the super fireball skill, and aimed at the first iron-shelled scorpion charging it. The iron-shelled scorpion swatted the fireball away and activated its collision skill, increasing its speed toward Truong Viet. Truong Viet jumped high to avoid the collision and once again used the super fireball technique. The fireball hit the iron-shelled scorpion, creating a large explosion that drained all of its health. System notification. You have killed an iron-shelled scorpion level 5, gaining 15 experience points, 1000 energy. Although the super fireball skill is extremely powerful, consumes mana very. Truong Viet continued to eliminate the other iron-shelled scorpions without stopping. According to you, when the number of armored scorpions, a certain range will activate the appearance of the scorpion. Just as predicted, Truong Viet sensed there was a strange aura approaching from underground. When it arrived, he silently called out and immediately jumped back. In an instant, the ground where he used to be was shattered as a creature much larger than the other armored scorpions lunged out. I have to take down this big guy before my magic runs out. With a plan in mind, Truong Viet aimed at the armored scorpion king and used his super fireball skill. The armored scorpion king blocked one leg, and seeing the insignificant black mark on its leg, Truong Viet clicked his tongue softly and said, "Still as tough and skinned as ever." At that moment, the armored scorpion king struck at Truong Viet with its tail. Truong Viet immediately bent down to dodge. Then he hard, propelling himself like an arrow towards the back armored scorpion. How about here? While laughing, Truong Viet aimed at the back of the armored scorpion king and used the super fireball skill. This time, the effect was very pronounced. The monster hit by the spell immediately let out a horrific scream, collapsed right on the spot. Truong Viet landed and commented, calling it luck, having exhausted his magic power, barely keeping it from moving. Now I just need to give this scorpion king a final blow, and the mission will complete. As soon as Truong Viet finished speaking, someone wielding a sword suddenly appeared behind him, preparing to launch a sneak attack. At the scorpion king's location, another person raised a sword high, ready to stab down at the monster. Moreover, he was audaciously laughing loudly. Ha, we are the ones who completed the mission. The scorpion king will be harvested by. Upon the appearance of these two, Truong Viet seemed to have known in advance. His face expression slightly leaning to avoid the sneak attack from behind. He smiled and said, finally out. The attacker was startled and questioned. So you finally noticed us early on. Some people honestly level up, while others specialize in sneaky theft. Unfortunate, the wrong target. My enemies have been 100,000 times stronger than you. After saying that, Truong Viet confidently used a super fireball technique aimed at the attacker. The other guy stood there, mouth agape, watching his partner die in one move from Truong Viet. Fear began to spread in his heart. At this moment, he realized that he and his buddy had chosen the wrong target. The person in front of him was not a newbie as he thought. Therefore, this guy looked cautious and asked, aren't you out of mana? How can you still use skill? Truong Viet replied, if I were out, how would you show up? System notification. Congratulations. During the process of defeating the armored scorpion king, you activated the necromancer's soul harvesting. Can the armored scorpion king be tamed as a pet? Truong Viet laughed out loud when he saw the notification. Looks like my luck is not bad. It activated the absorption effect so across from him. Din was shocked to see a lot of dark purple energy pouring out from Truong Viet, quickly gathering into the shape of an armored scorpion. The system informs you that you have acquired a normal grade armored scorpion pet. Armored scorpion. Defense type. Normal grade. Owner binding experience 0 per 100. Physical attack 2. Physical defense 4. Magical defense 3. Life value 80. Magical value 9. Strength 5-star growth. Stamina 8. Growth 10-star spirit. 3-star growth. Loyalty 100. Each time the pet dies, loyalty decreases by 10. Loyalty cannot be restored when returning without a pet, and it will betray you. Iron armor skill. Passive level D. Reduces damage the armored scorpion receives by 5%. The armored scorpion specializes in D and can protect the beastmaster standing and taking hits for the owner. The effect of the necromancer profession has taken effect, increasing the loyalty of your armored scorpion pet to unlimited. The effect of the necromancer profession has taken effect. Your armored scorpion pet can level up to elite by devouring 10 normal grade pet, and at most can be upgraded to mythic level. The effect of the necromancer profession has taken effect. The experience required for your armored scorpion pet to level up has been reduced by %. Truong Viet raised his chin thought. The reason beastmasters find it hard to develop is that pets need to rely on the beastmaster's experience to level up. In the early stages, you have to use double the experience to level up. In the later stages, many pets, the demand increases several times, and an ordinary person simply can't handle it. Unfortunate. Right now, what I lack the most is experience value. Truong Viet immediately ordered a system upgrade notification. The armored scorpion king's D-level skill had leveled up to an 11 body, reducing the damage the armored scorpion could withstand by 30%. This moment, the thug's face was filled with fear as he shouted, who the hell are you? A normal beast tamer should not have such strong power. Truong Viet reached out to touch the armored scorpion king's head and said, ever since I started taking on missions, I felt someone watching me in the shadows. I guess you guys are assassins who specialize in hiding and pull out alone, right? Moreover, coincidentally took on the same mission, which is why you plan to ambush me at the last moment and take the armored scorpion. The thug trembled and quietly cried, damn it, I have run into a tough opponent this. I have to run fast. It seemed like he guessed the intention of the other guy to escape, and Truong Viet smirked, ordering the armored scorpion, buddy, let us see your real strength. Suddenly, the entire body of the armored scorpion king turned into a shadow and, in the blink of an eye, appeared next to the thug, piercing his stomach with one leg. The guy on the ground writhed in pain, begging for mercy. Please, do not kill me. In this world where big fish eat small, if you want to swallow other, you must be ready to be swallowed in return. After saying that, Truong Viet coldly ordered the scorpion king to deal with the guy on the ground. Not long after, Truong Viet went to his brother to report the mission. His brother smiled and gave a thumbs up to Truong Viet, saying, thank you for avenging me. From today on, you are my good brother. The system announced, congratulations, you have completed the mission to eliminate Scorpion. Experience points plus 500, adventure coins plus energy points plus 3 million. You have received a magical neck. Congratulations. You received armored leg gear. Congratulations. You have leveled up. Life value plus 30, magic power plus 12, free attribute points plus 6. You are now level 4, and you need 2,000 experience points to level up next. Let us see what the equipment is like. Just said. Truong Viet is checking each piece. A 1-star magic amulet, usable by all classes. Magic power value plus 5, can be refined at level 4. An amulet forged by magic and legend. Wearing it can grant powerful spell. A 1-star white leg armor, usable by all classes. Physical defense plus 7, magic defense plus 6, can be refined at level 5. Sturdy leg armor, provides certain protection for the class user. Truong Viet exclaimed, just when I needed mana, I got a piece of equipment that adds mana. Refining it to the max. System notification. Refining times 125. Total consumed 2499 energy point. Congratulations. You have achieved the golden attribute Holy Realm of Magic Origin. Refining times 108. Total consumed 2985 energy. Congratulations. You have achieved the golden attribute of Iron Armor Protecting Heroes. Immediately put on the 2 new pieces of equipment. Truong Viet happily said, with these 2 pieces of equipment, I and the Iron Scorpion King can level up to level 5. Just then, a large announcement board suddenly appeared in the sky, announcing the area. All class users in the Apocalypse Town. Please note, a hidden mysterious realm has appeared near the Apocalypse Town, accessible at level 5. The time for this secret realm is 1 hour. Everyone is invited to enter the secret realm to challenge. First person to clear the secret realm will receive a tangible reward. Truong Viet clenched his fist, confidently smiling as he said, it is not too far. With my current strength, I must get that top reward. A large crowd had gathered at the entrance to the secret realm. A person wearing a red cloak suddenly shouted, anyone want to join me? Seeing the generous reward for the first clear, it could be quite a win. Another person spoke up, with our level, entering a level 5 secret realm is just self-destruction. At that, it is about earning money while staying alive. The young man man in the red cloak replied, that is why I am saying we should team up. At this moment, Zhang Viet also arrived, and just as he was about to step forward, someone reached out to block him. Then, this person flatteringly said to a young man in shining golden armor, leader. Everyone's attention turned to the young man in the sparkling gold, who clearly had significant value. Is he showing off? Don't you know? That is Liu Ju, the son of the richest man in Lam, Liu Yao. The 3 largest pharmacies in Lam Hai all belong to the Liu family, worth billions on their own. That is right. Our young master Liu is indeed showing off like looking at his subordinate, each with gear costing at least tens of thousands. Liu Diu wore a smug expression, clearly enjoying the compliments from those around her. Suddenly, the girl next to Liu Diu noticed Truong Viet in the crowd and exclaimed, Truong Viet, what are you doing? Truong Viet looked toward, rifling through his memory, finally recognized that this girl was the former girlfriend of the original owner, named Lam Ngai. Lam Ngai at Nai saw Truong Viet silent and took the initiative to mock, a mediocre beast tamer like can't even pay your rent. Do you really think you can tackle a level 5 secret realm? Truong Viet's face hardened as he furrowed his brow and asked Lam Ngai at Nai, do you have a problem? Lam Ngai was taken aback by Truong Viet's gaze, stepping back a few paces, her heart racing as she thought, what is wrong with, wasn't he supposed to be begging me for another chance like a dog? Quick, Lam Ngai turned and leaned against Liu Diu's chest, putting on a bright smile as she looked at Truong Viet and said, in a special secret realm like only a powerhouse like our Liu Diu has the right to enter, so do not get your hopes up. Liu Diu proudly embraced Lam Ngai and said to Truong Viet, buddy, it must feel pretty bad to be rejected. From what I see, person should know their place. It won't matter if you live or die. Truong Viet turned his head away, indifferent as he replied, it is just an old shoe I used to wear. If you want to take, go ahead. As for the special secret realm, I think it is a pipe dream for someone like you. Hearing that, Laman Ngai was like a cat whose tail had been stepped on, face furious as she pointed at Trang Veit and shouted, Trejong V, what are you talking about? Didu, look at that guy's arrogant demeanor. Hurry and help teach him a lesson. Trang Veit smiled coldly and said, I advise you to value your life. Laman Ngai scoffed, futuring thing, I know exactly how much he weighs, just a useless piece of trash. Before she could continue, Lu Duodo raised his hand to stop. He felt something strange about Trajong V, could not clearly see his level or profession, as if he was intentionally hiding it. Besides, he only had an hour for the secret realm, so he did not want to waste time on anything else. So Lu Dedu smiled and said, forget it, I need to hurry into the secret realm. I do not have time to waste here. I will let you keep your life for now. He then walked toward the gate of the secret realm, raising his hand and calling out loud, brother, did you bring the 10 resurrection scroll? Follow me into the secret realm. The scroll. Lu Diu's subordinates all responded in unison, their spirits high as they followed. Logu Daidu and his group entered the secret realm. The others began to chatter again. Have you guys heard? The resurrection scrolls are 3,000 yuan each at the trading, and they each have one. No wonder they are rich second-generation kids. I have heard that this scroll can be used twice in 7 days, equivalent to 3 lives. It seems that this time, the lead opportunity definitely belongs to the Supreme Guild. At that moment, someone approached and patted Truong Viet on the shoulder, showing sympathy and offering advice. Bro, just accept it. Us poor folks can't compare to these rich second-generation. Truong Viet glanced at him and said, if you feel like a poor devil who can't measure up to others, then you should find a way to get strong inside. Thought the original Truong Viet really was poor, but what does that have to do with Tula? The young man, too proud, got angry and said, you sure know how to play dumb. Truong Viet did not pay him any more attention. He turned to leave and began to think. There were usually Lord monsters guarding hidden areas. With his current strength, he could easily handle normal small monsters, but he doubted he could defeat the final Lord monster, unless both he and the Iron Scorpion King leveled up to level 5 and coordinated with new skills and equipment could ensure a flawless one-on-one fight. At the same time, when Liu Ju's group appeared inside the hidden area, Lam Ngai potted and complained, brother Ju, he has bullied us like this. Why did not you take revenge for us? Liu Ju explained, there were too many people earlier. What if someone accused Liu Ju of excessive force, trying to tarnish the Liu family's reputation and the guild? It would not be worth the risk. Don't worry, a useless beast tamer will sooner or later beg on their knees to apologize to you. Hearing this, Lam Ngai calmed down and responded, looking touched. Thank brother Ju, I know you care for me the most. Outside the hidden area, Truong Viet had found a monster spawn point and began to massacre. Critical hit 269, 20 burn damage, 32 burn. Congratulations on leveling up to level 5. Congratulations, pet armored scorpion has leveled up to level 5. Looking at the notification, Truong Viet thought to himself that a tamer's pet usually requires the same amount of experience as the owner. Luck, the necromancer requires half the amount, and in the early stage, just having the armored scorpion defeat a few normal monsters, level it up. Truong Viet and the armored scorpion training together attracted a lot of attention, including from the guy who had previously patted Truong Viet on the shoulder and mocked. He and 2 friends were hiding behind a large rock, mouths agape, quietly exchanging words. Oh my god, is not that Dunihio who was just arguing and being so dramatic? Turns out he is that strong. A level 5 scorpion was handled in an instant. Ooh, I misjudged. I should not have mocked him earlier. There was also a bold female team approaching Truong Viet, wanting to get to know him. Can I join you in fighting Mon? Let us be friends. Can I be your girlfriend? I swear, no matter what happens, I will never betray. Truong Viet did not directly look at the female team that passed by and replied that it was not possible. At this moment, the announcement board in the sky updated. The jobless in the Apocalypse town should note that the level 5 Apocalypse stronghold will close in 10 minutes. The blackment of the level 5 armored scorpion increases D. He is in front acting as a shield while I am in the back focusing on the attack. I thought to myself, Truong Viet opened the information check for the armored scorpion king. The armored scorpion king has normal level physical attributes. The master binds the defensive type with infinite loyalty level 5, 3000 physical attack 2, physical defense 39, magical D 35 life value 100, and 80 mana value 9 skill. Steel body passive level reduces 30% damage. Armored scorpion endures description of the armored scorpion king, specializing in defense, protect, beast master standing and block hits for the master. Additionally, restore mana for fireball. Can also perform combos to enhance monster killing efficiency. 10 minutes is enough. Calculating in his mind, Truong Viet stepped through the gate leading into the secret realm. At this moment, inside the secret realm, Lu Diu, covered in wounds, sat on the ground gasping and cursed loud. Damn it, I was so close to defeating that Lord Scorp. The surviving team member spoke. That level 7 Lord monster. A bunch of level 2 professionals like us are just going to sacrifice ourselves to it. Lemon guy, hoarding Lu Diu, advised, brother Diu, the monsters in this secret realm are too strong. It is better for us to save our lives. The team team member nodded and said, "That is right. While that monster has not chased us here yet, we should use a few resurrection scrolls to get out of it, or we will really be done." At that moment, Lu Diu suddenly looked in one direction and shouted, "Someone's coming." When he saw that it was Truong Viet, Lu Diu gritted his teeth and exclaimed, "Why is it you? You are alone fighting level 5 mon, not afraid of dying." Truong Viet did not respond. He just smiled arrogant, looking down at Loku Daidu and the others from above. Seeing that, Lu Diu went crazy and shouted, "What are you laughing at? This young master will definitely teach you a lesson today." Lemon Gaitan Hai and the teammate quickly pulled Lu Didu back to advise Didu, "Do not be angry. This poor kid can't possibly afford to buy a dozen resurrection scrolls. He is just looking for a way to die. President, that monster is about to chase over. We need to get out of here fast." Lu Do calmed down a bit, realizing the two were right, so he decided to take them and leave the secret realm. Before disappearing, he did not forget to threaten Trong V. "That idiot does not know his own limit. It would be best if you just die in the secret realm, so I won't have to bother taking care of you myself." Trundring Vite watched where Uldudu and the others vanished, softly saying, "Good, they are gone. No need to pay attention to those loudmouths anymore." System notification. Welcome to the level 5 Apocalypse Secret Realm. The Secret Realm mission has announced to eliminate the Guardian of the Secret Realm, the level 7 Iron-Shelled Scorpion Lord, physical type monster. Very quick, Trying Vite whispered it out. He saw a giant scorpion crawling out not far in front of, kicking up dust high into the air. Trong Viet examined its attribute panel. The level 7 Iron Armored Scorpion King has physical attack 80, physical defense 5, magical defense, life value 1240. The Iron Armor skill is indeed that of a Scorpion King. Definitely not like those minions. Its health is several times thicker than theirs. Zhang Wei summoned the Iron Armored Scorpion King and commanded it. The Iron Armored Scorpion King received the order and quickly charged at the Iron Armored Scorpion leader. A red number 22 appeared above the Iron Armored Scorpion. Very good. With the additional skills of the Iron Armored Scorpion King, even the level 7 Overlord can be defeated. Whispering to himself, Zhang Wei confidently took out his weapon and launched a super fireball toward the Iron Armored Scorpion leader, causing its health to rapidly decline. The Iron Armored Scorpion leader was in pain, its red eyes glaring at Zhang Wei, intending to attack. However, the Iron Armored Scorpion King used its front claw to tightly clamp the legs of the Iron Armored Scorpion leader, preventing it from executing its plan to attack Zhang Wei. Now it was time for the main event. Zhang Wei gathered his energy and created 6 fireballs, then fired them all at once toward the Iron Armored Scorpion leader. The Iron Armored Scorpion leader howled in pain, desperately trying to escape the control of the Iron Armored Scorpion King, using its legs to frantically strike at Zhang Wei. Zhang Wei jumped really high to evade the attack of the Iron Armored Scorpion leader. The Iron Armored Scorpion leader, unwilling, weakly raised its head and cried out before collapsing in a pool of blood. Zhang Wei gently landed on the head of the Iron Armored Scorpion leader and spoke. "It is just that the announcement system congratulates the career player Lun, first one to pass the level 5 Secret Realm gate, receiving a reward of several black grade Secret Realm books. The notice board is public, so everyone can see it, which immediately leads to a lively discussion. So who is this line that got through? How could someone like Cho pass the level 5 Secret Realm?" Lemon Guite and I also saw the announcement. She was confused and anxiously turned to Leldu Day to ask, "Isn't it just a new player from level 1 to level 3? The guardian of the level 5 Secret Realm has to be at least a level 6 or 7 lord. What kind of fight is this?" Lu Daido was also speechless, staring at the announcement board. Then he looked at Lemon Guite and I with a doubtful tone and said, "Could it be that ex-boyfriend of yours? He just entered a few minutes ago and the announcement appeared right away." Lemon Guite Hai was stunned, firmly denying it, saying there is no way. At that time, I also saw that his id was hidden and he did not even have a pet. How could he defeat a level 7 monster alone? That is true. It must be someone else who did it. To take down the Scorpion leader. This person is definitely not ordinary. Saying that, Lu Daidu forcefully stabbed his weapon into the ground and loudly commanded, "I need you all to immediately find the person with the id line. Spare no expense. Bring him to my prestigious guild to work for me." The members immediately received the order and shouted in response, "Yes, yes." Inside the secret realm, Truong Viet is harvesting the spoils after defeating the Iron Shell Scorpion leader. The explosive rate of the Lord monsters is indeed much higher than regular monsters, including currents, loop, and the most important thing is this scroll. While speaking, Truong Viet looked at the scroll in his hand. A level 5 secret realm scroll, made of black iron, can consume 1000 energy points to upgrade to copper level 1, so guarantees a currency bonus of 5. A black iron level mission reward. Scrolls from the secret realm can be upgraded are worth several thousand currency. After finishing his work, Truong Viet immediately gave the command to upgrade with a key press, consuming 1000 energy points. Congratulations, your secret realm scroll has upgraded from black iron level to copper level, consuming 2000 energy. Congratulations, your secret realm scroll has upgraded from copper level to silver level. Continuous notifications appeared until the secret realm scroll was upgraded to the highest level. Holding the new secret realm scroll tightly in his hand, Truong Viet happily spoke. "The first world has never seen a secret realm scroll of royal level. If sold in the market, it would definitely exceed several 100,000. For an ordinary work, this is definitely a large sum of money. But my goal is to go through the other world." Without hesitation, Truong Viet immediately used the scroll. The system announced, "You are using the royal level 5 secret scroll, worth 1 gold. Congratulations on earning a reward for the mission to rescue the survivor. The royal level. Complete the mission within the time limit, and you will receive a great reward. Rescue the survivor. Royal level mission reward. Difficulty rating 100. Description: darkness covers the ground. Monsters resurrect. Humanity faces disaster. In the first world, find the survivor and bring her to the safe area of the town of Mat Nat. Secret reward: time remaining 12 hours. The mission is not completed in that time. It will be considered a failure and will disappear permanently." Truong Viet read the entire mission, then opened the map, falling into deep thought. Difficulty rating 100. Unclear reward. Roll level mission only escorts and a pest. Level 10 map. And I am only level 5 now. Moreover, crazed boars on the other side usually formed, so dealing with them might be a bit. Forget it. I will find Lamb first and think about the rest later. A moment later, in a fort, Lamb was running while crying out, "Don't chase!" Behind her, crazed wild boar was in hot pursuit. Crazed wild boar. Normal monster type. Level 10. Physical attack power 100. Physical defense 68. Magic defense 65. Life value 720. Skill: berserk escape. Describing the wild boar in a berserk state is not easy to deal with. Before approaching it, please consider if you can withstand the impact of 500 killers. Suddenly, fireball flew in, hitting the enraged wild boar and preventing it continuing the chase. Truong Viet appeared next to Ngai Lam, one arm wrapped around her. Ngai Lam looked up at Truong Viet, her eyes glistening, and asked, "Big brother, did you save me?" Truong Viet replied, "Yeah." At the same time you received the notification, the survivor Ngai Lam was found. Time remaining for the mission, 10 hours. At this moment, the enraged wild boar that had been chasing Ngai Lam suddenly threw it back and let out a long then began to move at high speed, causing Truong Viet to furrow his brow and quietly wonder if it was related to the mission. "I just found Ngai Lam. The wild boars in the forest are starting to get anxious. To avoid making more noise, Truong Viet continuously shot several fireballs at the enraged wild boar. However, with its fast move, the enraged wild boar dodged most of the fireballs. Even if it eventually got hit by a fire, due to the high level diff in its thick, fatty skin, it could still survive. Very quickly, more enraged wild boars came running from all directions, forming a circle around Truong Viet and Ngai Lam. Truong Viet's expression turned serious as he quietly said, "Tasty meat. The mythical grade job is equipped with a golden staff, plus the level of fireball spell. I can't defeat it. If we let Lam die here, the mission will fail." Truong Viet immediately summoned the iron-armored Scorpion King and ordered it to move forward to block the rampaging wild boars. As for himself, focused on condensing many super fireballs to simultaneously attack a rampaging wild boar. Thanks to the iron-armored Scorpion King attracting attention, this attack from Truong Viet hit 100%, causing the targeted rampaging wild boar to die in system notification. Rampaging wild boar level 10 has been killed. Gained 40 experience and 100,000 energy. Truong Viet happily shouted, "The iron-armored Scorpion King is effective. Keep going. If we take down a few more, we can level up." Then he repeated the old spell, and under the combination of Truong Viet and the iron-armored Scorpion, each rampaging wild boar was eliminated. However, Truong Viet quickly felt something was wrong. The number of rampaging wild boars rushing out from the forest far exceeded the number he had killed. Additionally, using the super fireball spell at such a high frequency quickly drained his energy. Seeing Truong Viet's serious expression, Lam worriedly asked, "Big brother, are you okay?" Truong Viet smiled and replied, "Don't worry, I will definitely get you back." Suddenly, a super rampaging boar appeared out of nowhere and knocked Truong Viet away. Truong Viet reacted, not waiting for his body to stop before using a super fireball skill to strike the raging wild boar, temporarily preventing it from pursuing further. The armored Scorpion King saw its master in danger, quickly rushed to protect Truong Viet. Fortunately, my health was still relatively high. Otherwise, if I had been hit by the wild boar, I would not have been able to take it. The armored Scorpion could not hold out much longer. Unexpected, this bounty mission was turning out to be harder than imagined. Just when Truong Viet was unsure how to handle the current situation, previously enraged wild boar, which had taken damage, collapsed and died. System notification: congratulations, you have reached level 7. Life value plus 15. Mana value plus 6. Free attribute points plus 3. Truong Viet exclaimed in joy. That is great. Finally, a straight upgrade of 2 level. Emergency situation. First, increase offensive power. Moreover, having just fought the armored Scorpion leader who was equipped, Truong Viet took out a ring and put it on his finger. Glory. Level 7 Battle Lord with 1-star quality. Attribute metal color. Attack power plus 35. Strength plus 3. Profession has no claws to bypass 20 points of enemy. Description of the ring. Forged from the fangs of the armored Scorpion leader. It has excellent destructive capability. In the blink of an eye, Truong Viet immediately used his super fireball skill to shoot at the raging wild boar. The wild boar barely had time to let out a scream before it became experience point. Truong Viet. System notification: you have defeated a level 10 raging wild boar, gaining 40 experience points and 100,000 ability. That is great, compared to before when it took 7 or 8 to get resolved. Now, basically 2 fireballs can take down 1 wild boar. The system notifications kept ringing out. After a while, Truong Viet leaned on his knee, panting, and said soft, finally free from the wild boars. Next, he just needed to take Ngai Lam back to the small town, and the mission would be complete. Just then, a voice that was quite annoying suddenly rang out. You did not die in the secret realm. Truong Viet was a bit startled and looked up to see that it was Lu Dai and Lam Gaiet who had come. His face immediately turned cold as he spoke. I do not want to waste time with scum like you. Get lost. Lam Gaiet provocatively said to Lu Dai. "Du bro, you are a level 5 elite, fully equipped in gold gear. There are not many in the newbie area who can match. Hurry and teach him a lesson for me." Lu Dai smiled and drew his sword, saying, "Last time you were just lucky to keep your dog light. Now this young master will finish you off." Seeing his move, Truong Viet's expression darkened. "You want to hit me? Here's your chance." Lu Dina was furious, raising his sword high and charging at Truong Viet. "On the contrary, I want to see if your mouth is tougher or my sword is." Yelling loudly, Lu Daidu swung down fiercely at Truong Viet's neck. However, the outcome was completely different from what Lu Daibu imagined. His attack caused no damage whatsoever to Truong Viet. Lu Dai, with an incredulous expression, shouted, "How is this possible?" Lumen Guanai also gasped in disbelief. "Think this guy is just a mere beast tamer with no weapon, and Daiko could not even defeat him." At this moment, Truong Viet smiled and spoke. "Is your performance over? Now it is my turn." Lu Du looked at Trajan Avite across from him, who was creating an enormous fireball with his weapon, quickly threatening, "Wait, I am the president of the Supreme Society, the young master of the Leltu family. From Lumha, you dare to touch me?" Truong Viet paid no attention, not waiting for him to finish speaking before launching the fireball at Lavu Daidu. How annoying. And just like that, in one blow, these were Olgu Daiva's last words before disappearing, leaving a pile of them on the ground. System notification: the fake supreme profession Eldu Dio maliciously. The opponent's name has turned gray. Within 10 kills, the gray-named fake profession will not receive crime value. A Truong Viet cursed under his breath. "You idiot. In this other world, the names of fake professions are usually white, but when the job seeker is maliciously attacked by another job seeker, in a short time, the attacker will turn into a gray name. During this time, the victim resists. It is considered reasonable self-defense and will not accumulate criminal value. The victim's resistance fails. The attacker will turn into a red name, receiving 100 points of criminal value. Under the intervention of the cross-world rule, entering the safe zone is prohibited, and escape from the cross-world is impossible, unless enough monsters are killed to eliminate criminal value or wait for death to strike." Zhang Viet walked over, picked up the pile of shiny gold equipment on the ground, and muttered, "Job seekers not only lose levels and experience, also leave behind a large amount of equipment." Not far away, Lin Gaiet's face showed fear as she sat on the ground, filled with confusion, wondering how he became so powerful. Then Lin Gaiet saw Zhang Viet approaching her and gasped, shouting, "What do you want to do?" She was extremely worried buried inside. What now? The revival scroll can only be used twice within the last 5 days. I had already used one to escape from the secret realm. If I use it again now, there won't be another chance later. The distance between the two of them grew closer, and Lingayat Nai became increasingly panicked. Finally, she suddenly knelt down, forcing a smile that was harder than crying. My dear, do you know, since we broke up, I still can't forget you. On the other side, Truong Viet took Ngai Lam's hand and walked straight past, treating Lam Ngayat Ni like she was invisible. This left her frozen in place. Before leaving, Truong Viet shot a sharp glance at Lam Ngayat Ni, silently thinking, can he take action against Lam Ngayat Ni just now? If I go after that white guy, the mission will be effective. Can't waste time on unimportant people. Lam Ngayat Ni sat on the ground, blankly watching the two of them walk away. Once they disappeared from sight, she lowered her head, gritting her teeth, and muttered, how dare they look down on me? Truong Viet, just wait for me. This time there were no more unexpected incidents. Truong Viet smoothly brought Ngai Lam back to the small town. Standing in the town, Ngai Lam bowed her head and thanked Truong Viet. Thank you. I have to go home now. The system announces congratulations. You have completed the mission. Reward. Royal level for saving a lucky survivor. Received valuable reward. Experience plus 10,000 silver plus 20 energy plus 50 million and a multiplier for points. Received equip. Gained the skill for small ice magic and received a regular level pet egg. Congratulations. You have leveled up. Life value plus 30. Magic value plus 12. Free attribute points plus 6. Current. You are at level 8. The next level up requires 9,500 experience. Truong Viet raised his hand and a brand new staff appeared in his hand. Ice staff level 8. 2-star quality. White attribute. No profession. Magical attack power plus 25. The staff description mentions it has immense ice power. When its attribute breaks through to blue or higher, it will deal powerful ice damage. Looking at the last line of the description, Truong Viet smirked and commanded the system to refine the staff. The system notified that it was refining. Number of refinement 144 times. Total consumption 22,386 energy. Congratulations. You have achieved the attribute of a golden striped annihilation staff of bone eye. Truong Viet smiled and said, the higher the quality, the more energy points consumed for refinement. Fortunately, no matter how many, it is not a problem. That is right. Among the rewards earlier, there was also a pet egg. After saying that, Truong Viet took out the pet egg to check but was disappointed to find it was just a regular pet egg. Then Truong Viet remembered the pile of regular pet egg he had received during the monster cleanup earlier. After a moment of thought, he decided to use them as nourishment for the iron-armored scorpion king. The system announced pet. The iron-armored scorpion is at a regular level, devouring the regular enhanced wild boar pet. Evolution value plus 1. Evolution value for 10. Notifications coming until the armored scorpion king absorbed all the evidence. System notification. Congratulations. Your pet armored scorpion king of common level has evolved into the silver armored scorpion. Elite silver armored scorpion king of physical type. Master bound species. Defense level. Loyalty 100. Each time the pet dies, loyalty decreases by 10. Loyalty cannot be restored to 0. Pet will betray you. Stealth level experience 0 per 100. Strength of 5 physical attack. 2 grown 6 star. In addition to basic stats like endurance, physical magic and significantly increased stamina. The silver armored scorpion king also has additional skills. Passive skill silver armor level is 0 per 10. Silver armor defense reduces 5% damage taken by the silver armored scorpion. Increases its defense by 10%. Unique counter armor effect of the elite pet reflects a level critical damage. When the silver armored scorpion king is injured, it reflects 30% of damage back to the attacker. Description. The silver armored scorpion king specializes in able to protect the pure beast master, standing in front to take hits for its master. Truong Viet was satisfied, holding a staff in one hand, rubbing the head of the silver armored scorpion king with the other. King up. Not bad. A 2-star staff and a silver armored scorpion. Previous contribution and the golden from Lu Di. We might be able to tackle the final boss of the first world now. I need to gather a few supplies. With that, Truong Viet decided to leave that world. When Trinjong Viet returned to the present world, it was already eve moment. Phone on the table coincidentally rang. When Trungong Viet answered, he heard a voice urging him from the other end. Brother Trungvo Viet reminded him one last time, if you do not pay the 390,000 hospital fees that your younger brother Trinchong Chichu still owe, the hospital will stop all treatment for him. A Trong Viet replied, send me the hospital's payment account number and I will transfer the money in 10 minutes. After hanging up, Tronong Viet opened the system and began to operate it. With a confident smile on his, he sold a few pieces of gold, adding a few $100,000 to his account, helping the original owner save his younger brother, which also counts as a repayment to this body. The system warned that this equipment was in a bound state and could not be traded or dropped. Tronong Viet awkwardly said, it seems this is the negative of adding point. The settings of that world are indeed tightly sealed, preventing trading. Now even selling all the silver coins would only get me over 10,000. I need to find a way to earn some money. Trendring Viet took out his phone to access the bounty board of the other world, selling 1 gold coin from the 8th world 1,000 yuan. Wanting to buy quickly, the first world preschool requests to train for 2,000 hours, plus an increase of 100 each time you level up with any brother who is a professional type 2 to train with, offering a high price to buy level 5 to 60 assassin weapon. Need high attribute enhanced, normally charged by the hour. Earning money is just too slow now. Muttering to himself, Truong Viet continued to search. Wait a minute. Suddenly Truong Viet's eyes lit up when he saw a bounty message for a career in the first world of Lam Hai City. 300,000 plus enhanced. Next on the comments section of the post. Count A. How could there be such unreasonable enhancement? It is definitely a scam. Account B. How is that possible? Scams can't through the official verification of the bounty posted by the forum. Do not you know? Account C has set the bounty too high. It can't be. Account D. has appeared with another bounty on light. Account C. What is going on? The person upstairs. Explain it clearly. Account D. Every year, when a new career awakens, there is this card. I have heard that anyone who accepts bounty will die. No exception. Account A. Is it really that scary? There is a network to earn, but no network to spend. Account E. That is just too scary. A bounty on life is somewhat interesting. Closing the forum, Truong Viet called the number attached to the post. Cold, smiling face said soft. The bounty for killing is a bit interesting. Soon, someone on the other end picked call. Hello. The bounty along with a training of 300,000 on the forum. What are the specific requirements? The woman on the other end replied, stating that the first requirement must be for the new profession this time. The second requirement is to bring the designated person to the first world. Alright, whether it is the first world or the second, it does not matter, but I want 390,000. The girl on the other end not only did not haggle, but generously said, after the mission is completed, I can give you 400,000. 10,000. In 10 minutes, she will be waiting for you at the Resurrection Spring in the Apocalypse Town. After the agreement was made, Truong Viet went to the agreed location and saw a girl in a cloak covering her face waiting. Are you the one looking for a training part? Tan Han nodded like this moment. A young man passing by saw Tan Nan and exclaimed in surprise, isn't she that disaster mate? Others also started talking about Tan Nan. It is. Every time she dresses like this, you recognize her right away. Clumsy beast tamer next to her has not in that mission as he. Well, people nowadays really do it for money without caring about their lives. Truong Viet quickly noticed Tan Nan was confused, so he quickly teamed up with her and left the revival spring to head to the mission location. On the way, Truong Viet initiated a conversation, saying they needed to complete 2 prerequisite missions past the first world. 1,000 monsters and do you know? Tan Nan replied softly. In the alternate dimension, class character cannot deal critical damage to monsters that are 5 levels higher than them. Even if I bring a monster down to 1 point, you can't finish it off. It is still useless. So completing the prerequisite missions first will also help you level up. Truong Viet proposed a strategy and activated a super control spell to restrain a scorpion charging toward you. Got this spell from the skill book, received as a reward from a previous mission. Although it does not have as much power as the fireball spell, it is a crowd control skill that is more supportive, so it is quite suitable in this situation. What are you standing there for? Keep attack, Truong Viet urged. At that moment, Tan Han snapped back to reality and began using magic to defeat the monsters. After a while, Tan Han successfully leveled up to level 3. Just as she was caught off guard, a scorpion charged at her from behind. Truong Viet saw this and rushed to save Tan Nan before she got her head bitten off by the monster, then used a super fireball technique to take it down. The image of Truong Viet was so outstanding that Tan Nan was once again mesmerized. Quickly get up to the next leveling point. It was still necessary for Truong Viet to remind her before Tan Nan snapped back to reality. Followed him the mission. On the way, Truong Viet, feeling bored, up again. 40,000. How old are you? Tan Han silently raised her finger to signal 21. 21, 21. Everyone can awaken their profession at 18 years old. You must have entered the other world 3 years ago. Why is your level still so low? Truong Viet's question made Tan Nan stop in her tracks. While Truong Viet felt confused by her act, Tan Han took off her hood to reveal her charming face and sincerely said to Truong Viet, thank you for taking me to level up. You go ahead, and to make up for it, I will give you a penalty. Don't tell my sister. I thought you did not know how to talk. Don't worry. If I have agreed with your sister, I will definitely help you get through the first world. Tan Han worriedly advised. Didn't you hear what those people said just now? You are a disaster bot. Comment. Being together will bring calamity to you. After some hesitation, Truong Viet could not help but ask out of curiosity. Actually, I was a bit curious earlier. What does disaster body mean? Just as Tan Han was about to explain, someone interrupted. The disaster wizard is out to harm people again. The forum says that if you take her mission, you will definitely die, but whoever can defeat her will gain a lot of experience and special energy. Saying this, the young man loudly rallied his friends. Brother, today we will act on behalf of justice. Tan Han, seeing this, fearfully said to Truong Viet, these people are all level 5 to level 6 high. We can't compete with. They are targeting you. You should leave quick. Do you really want to mess with 400,000 without my consent? Truong Viet scoffed, then gathered his weapon, preparing to fight those when suddenly another group appeared. Recognizing who the newcomers were, the long-haired young man's teammates cautiously whispered, boss, is not that the young master Liu Dai, son of the billionaire Lam Hai? Are they here to rob us? Then we are no match for them. You need to be more cautious. Nothing without money, the long-haired guy retorted, then hurriedly ran over to flatter Liu Dai. Brother Liu, young master, we did not mean to offend you. Do you want to protect the people? Please quiet. Liu Dai shouted, and then walked past the long-haired guy to approach Truong Viet. We are not too fated, are we? Truong Viet scoffed and replied, what brings you here to give me gear? If I remember correct, within 7 days you won't be able to use a dozen revival scrolls either, right? Liu Diu waved his hand. Brother, take out your weapon. Seeing the murderous intent in Truong Viet's eye, Liu Diu turned back fusion and found his underlings pulling out weapons as if preparing to fight, which made him angrily rush over and give each of them a smack on the head. Do you guys even understand what I mean when I said to pull out the weapon? I meant this weapon. Ah yeah, right, got it. Liu Diu's underlings responded, each holding a gift box surrounding Truong Viet, shouting, please accept this. Lemon guy, witnessing this scene, jumped up to question them. Brother Diu, what do you mean by shut up? Liu Dinu coldly then hid behind his gang, smiling at Chaudring Vite. I know you are not afraid of force, and I do not want to use force either. This is a special selection for you of rare treasure. As long as you agree to join my guild, everything here will be yours. Not only that, I can pay you 50,000 a month. 50,000 is a lot. Tenanan exclaimed in surprise. Liu Dudai's gang looked and said, I want it too. Trejong V, poor guy like you, would not even reach the conditions Dio set in 10 years of hard work. In my opinion, you should just obediently join Dai's guild. Lemon said arrogant, secretly thinking that if she pull him to help Daidu, he would definitely be happy, and once he joined the guild, she would have the opportunity to teach Trongkong Vite a lesson. He killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Trajong Vid only smirked and replied, in my life, I only admire those who are stronger than me. Or do you want to try using force? Maybe I will think about it. Are you out of your mind? Tronang Vite could not possibly earn that much in a year. What right does a poor guy like you have to refuse Dio? In response to Lam Titan's insult, Trondring Vit calmly replied, birds of a feather flock together. Do you think everyone is like you, not wanting to be human and instead acting like trash? Lam Titan High was so furious she was shaking, momentarily unsure how to respond. Are you still going to hit? If you are not going to hit, then get out of the way. Do not block the path. Trondring Vite said impatiently, let go. You really do not care about him at all. Lu Do frowned at Lam and Nai. Are you diff? This young master says to let him go. Lam Nguai, understanding the situation, immediately shut her mouth and watched Trondring Vite and Nan walk away. Lu Dinu advised, boss, this kid has made you look bad before. You have been generous and let it go, but now he is being unreasonable, like, just deal with him direct. No sooner had he finished speaking than he received a punch from Lo Du Daibu. What do you know? What is unattainable is the best. If you get something too easily, you won't appreciate it anymore. At this moment, Lam Nguai and I pretended to get closer to Logu Didu. Sweet talk Didu. Were not you desperately trying to get rid of Trondong Vite before? Why have you changed your mind and not told anyone? Lu Diamond lifted Lam on I's chin, coldly laughed. Well, I guess after he eliminated, you keep going on about how poor he is, how he can't even afford golden gear. But how can an ordinary beast master deal that much damage? This person is definitely not simple. I have to bribe him to work for my esteemed guild. Lam Nguai quietly bowed her head to the ground, thinking to herself, not simple at all. No one understands him better than than I do. Just a useless poor jerk. Zhang Wei. Just wait for me. I will definitely make you kneel before me again. In another turn of event, Tan gratefully said, thank you for protecting me earlier. No need to thank me. If you were asleep, where would I go to collect 400,000? Otherwise, it is still a loss. You won't complete this mission. Zhang Wei stopped, turned around to look at Tan and asked, if you have no faith, then why issue a bounty on the forum? Furthermore, you could cancel the appointment. Why bother stepping into the borderland? You do not understand. I have actually given up long ago. But as for my sister, I have told you, I am a disaster in the flesh. Just let it go. You see for yourself. Saying this, Tan pulled out her personal information sheet for Zhang Wei to read. Disaster mate. Special occupation. Disaster body. You have a disaster body. Cannot defeat monsters alone, and can only team up with one person. Sharing the disaster body with teammate. Under this data, you and your teammate share life and death. If anyone sacrifices, both will sacrifice, and the level will drop directly to 0. If you release your teammate midway, your level will drop to 0, and your teammate will not be punished. Note, the disaster body will be unraveled when the disaster mage surpasses first world and another occupation kills you. Those with a disaster body will gain a large amount of experience. Truong Viet read Tan Nan's information and was astonished. In the other world, besides the core profession and life profession, there are also special professions. As long as you can break profession limit, the chance of generating a high-level profession is extremely high, and you might even generate a legendary mythic profession. Unfortunately, ordinary people basically cannot break the limit and can only become normal, disappearing from everyone's sight. At this moment, Tunanhan sat on the ground, her voice sad as she recounted that since awakening her special profession 3 years ago, she had tried over 100 times but had not succeeded. In addition to the setup of the otherworld team, you cannot team up with someone who is more than 10 level higher than yourself, with the two highest being level 10. How could they defeat the first world boss? So you go ahead. Looking at Tan Nan's tears, Truong Viet replied, what if I said I could do it? I can take you past the first world. Really? Are you serious? Tunhan ran over, grabbing Truong Viet's shirt anxiously as she asked, her heart filled with hope. 3 years have passed, and even in her dream, she wanted to break this annoying profession rule and become a respect professional. Is it really possible now? Truong Viet smiled confidently and replied, stop talking. Let us take her to do the world mission. A few hours later, thanks to Truong Viet's support, Tan Nan was able to successfully complete 2 missions, which required defeating 1,000 monsters and collecting 10 silver coins to qualify for the first world boss challenge. Just as Tan Han was still in shock from Truong Viet's terrifying power, he turned back and asked, prerequisite mission is complete, so now we can challenge the boss, right? Tan Nan finally snapped back to reality and replied, that is fine. Seeing Tan Nan's strange expression, Truong Viet asked, what is wrong with it? It is nothing. I am just a bit confused. Normally, anyone as powerful as you would not take on this kind of mission, because I am not normal. Truong Viet replied with a smile, secretly looking down on himself. It is not like I can say I am really low on money right now. At that moment, a notification board appeared. First world mission of collecting 10 silver coins has been completed. Defeating 1,000 monsters completed. Prerequisite conditions met. Click to challenge the world boss. Just as Truong Viet select challenge. Portal to the first world boss domain. The source of night opened up. Truong Viet and Tan Nan stepped directly inside. Q Chen Chu. You have entered the first world boss domain. The source of night. The abyss of evil. The time to challenge the boss this time is 1 hour. Please defeat the raging boar king within an hour. Note, you cannot boar king within the time limit or are wiped out by the raging boar king. It will be considered a failed challenge. You must accept the world mission again from the beginning to activate the challenge once more. Zhang Wei said as he threw some items to Qin Yan. A bunch of revival scrolls and potions. These are all high value consumables. Although I can easily clear the first world alone, in the unpredictable life and death situation of another world, it is never too much to be better prepared. Zhang Wei explained while equipping the silver armored scorpion, the defense gear that dropped earlier along with the guardian armor of Liu Ju. As the preparations were completed, the raging boar king appeared. Qin Yan, looking like a dried fish, told herself, Qin Yan, do not be scared. This time it will definitely be fine. But the dozens of people in the previous team could not defeat it, and now there are only 2 of us. It seems that after so many failures before, the 400,000 developed a psychological obsession. The raging boar. Thinking this, Zhang Wei reassured, just hide to the side for a bit. Focus on healing the silver armored scorpion. What about Gord? I am responsible for taking down this little pig. After saying that, Zhang Wei used a super fireball spell and shot it straight at the charging boss, but it only scratched the boss, even making it angry, letting out a furious roar and charging towards Zhang Wei. But immediately it was blocked by the silver armored scorpion. Taking advantage of that, Truong Viet used a fireball combo to attack again. Very good. Even though it has a lot of meat, as long as the silver armored scorpion can withstand its attack, I will be able to. Before Truong Viet could finish his sentence, the boss used a brutal collision skill to slam the silver armored scorpion down hard. Indeed, it is not that easy. Truong Viet pouted, watching as the wild boar king charged at them furiously. Truong Viet, get out of the way. Tan Han shouted in panic, but Truong Viet remained calm and stood still. Only when the wild boar king was just inches away did Truong Viet swing his staff and activate the super ice spell, freeze the wild boar king. Seeing this, Tan Nan became even more worried. The boss has a % natural resist being controlled, so the freezing effect won't last long. Sure enough, just a few seconds later, the wild boar king was able to break free from the ice control. Once again it roared. Its aura was enough to make the newbies feel breath. It has gone crazy. They say that the wild boar king will trigger a death stomp when in a berserk state. 400,000 additional health for the silver armored scorpion. Truong Viet just direct while simultaneously activating the ice skill. Tan Nan immediately followed Truong Viet's instruction, but still could not shake off her fear. Even with extra blood, the silver armored scorpion won't last long. It does not need to be long. Just a little bit is enough. Truong Viet smiled triumph, activating the ice death volley fireball technique, combining fire and ice, directly sending the raging wild boar king off. Play the second violin for the king of hell before the utterly astonished gaze of Tan Nan. Congratulations, you have defeated the 2-star level 10 raging wild boar king and received 100% full reward. Experience points gained 6,000 and energy ability gained 10,000. 12 silver coins and 16 level 2 meat. Berserk skill book sacrifices 10% of defense to increase attack power by 5%. 10 sec. Greater berserk magic 10. Quality 2-star. Metal attribute. Common profession magic system. P plus 320. Add stamina plus 5. Magic term. Support spell that automatically uses mana to compensate for damage when remaining health is insufficient. Every 2 mana points compensate for 1 point of damage. Description of a berserk coat made from magic. Though berserk Berserk. It still looks elegant and blood. Berserk Warrior level 10. Quality 2-star. Metal attribute. Profession, Knight. Physical attack power plus 70. Strength plus 5. Agility plus 5. Turn. Bloodthirst. Each time a bloodthirsty item is equipped, attacking an enemy will restore 55 health points. It describes a ring that has been stained with fresh blood. Only blood can stimulate it. Traching Vit glanced over the price, silently calculating. Throw these groceries into the store. This skill book can be kept for the pet. Refine the violent great medicine and the violent ring a bit. Then keep them for myself and the silver-shelled scorpion. At the same time, thanks to breaking through the barrier, Tunanhan successfully shattered the career limit of the Achnan sorcerer, evolving into a core sorcerer and a forbidden sorcerer. Level processing. She could not help cry out of emotion. Could this really be a dream? I not only succeeded in escaping the identity of the Achnan sorcerer, but also evolved into a core sorcerer at level processing. Outside the Resurrection Spring, the team-up of Tranjang Vit and Tenon, and passing the first world has shocked career sorcerer. Did it really only take a few days to complete the first world? Or is it real? Wait, why is there no information about the others? Are there only two? I know that name. Tunan Nan. She is an Achnan sorcerer, unable to fight. She must have been guided by someone else past this level. Are you saying that someone else took on the burden alone to defeat the world boss? That is really something. Let us get back to the main event. After defeating the boss, two teleportation gates appeared before Zhang Wei and Tan Nan. The red portal leads to the second world, and the blue portal goes back to the first world. First, let us solve the problem of food and clothing. Then we can go to the second world. Thinking this, Zhang Wei walked towards the blue door. Tanhan was a bit surprised to see this. Wait, where are you going? I am going to meet your sister to ask for money. So after leaving the secret realm, Zhang Wei called Tankana, Tanan's sister. I have completed the mission. I will give you the card number, and please transfer the money. Hold on, let me verify, and I will text you back. Tankana replied and immediately hung up. Then with a disdainful expression said, it has only been half a day, and you are already claiming to have completed the mission. The tricks of these scammers are getting less sophisticated, are not they? Just then, Tanum burst into Tankana's office, excitedly announcing that not only had she broken the but also obtained the core examination occupation forbidden maid and looted the examination material. In the history of our Tan family, no one has ever surpassed this rare level of occupation. You leveled up that quick. They must have sent a lot of people to help you, right? Tanan raised a finger, smiling, and replied, not many, just one. Tankani exclaimed, then rushed to her desk to check Tanhan, the one who helped you get through his line. Who is getting famous online? Right, that is right. Tankana read the comments on the forum, where people were endlessly discussing the newly emerging fake profession. Lin is sweeping through the secret realm with super insane time, plus confirmation from Tan. Immediate plan formed in her mind. Two of them set a new record in the past century and are about to become the first group to enter the second world. 2 people. Future status of the Tan family in Long Country will definitely rise significantly. At this point, Tankaniha ordered her subordinates to summon the board of directors immediately. To surpass the second world, we must definitely get Daoline to Yanwu Pavilion, no matter what conditions we have to meet. Just a few minutes later, during a call with Tankana, the hospital called Zhang Viet to inform him that they had received a free payment transfer for his younger brother. At the same time, before hanging up, they reminded Zhang, your younger brother is seriously injured and will need to be hospitalized for observation and in the later stage. The monthly treatment cost is about 40 to 50,000 yuan. That statement made Zhang Viet unconsciously remember Lu Diu's proposal. 40,000 each month. If I had known better, I would have agreed with that newly rich guy. Right at this moment, Tankana called to express her desire to invite Zhang Viet to join the Yanwu Pavilion with a tracklet. I'm Tankana, the vice president of the Yanwu Association. The association will provide 5 types of insurance, as well as a basic salary of 30,000 yuan per month, plus commissions based on that. Is quite impressive. Truong Viet felt pleased and immediately agreed to join the association, but with one condition: he would participate only when the association had significant activities or demand. Otherwise, they could not interfere with his freedom. Then, Tan Shen, the general manager of Tan, immediately refused. How can that be possible? Once you join an association, you naturally have to do everything for the association. If everyone pursues freedom, what is the point of forming a guild? That is then forget it. Truong Viet said that and directly hung up, leaving the entire meeting room stunned for 5 seconds. Hanging up like that is really rude. Person who completely disobeys the association is also a potential danger if they join. At that moment, Tan Shen sighed as he heard the crowd discussing and asked Tan Kana, is this the person you said you wanted no matter what? As a newly promoted employee this year, he helped Tan Nan clear the first world boss in just half a day, breaking a century-old record as well. We need to get this rare talent as soon as possible. But while Tenthan is still hesitating, Tunanhan is working hard to persuade him. Uncle, he is really impressive. In my opinion, we can first agree to his condition and bring him to our Wevan v Safiak Guild consideration. That is right. He just said he would not completely free. When we have events or need, he will participate as well. Tinhanhan and Tansi Galen manipulating. Hunthan eventually compromised. Alright, but if he does not obey management at all, I will personally decide whether he should stay or go. While the Tendon family was meeting to make decisions, Truong Vik also had time to learn about Yav via Siak. The Long Kuf Guild in Thet 9 province ranks 5th in the provincial rank. Although it is 2 levels lower than the top guild, it seems pretty good. The monthly salary plus commissions is enough for medical expenses. Just then, Antini Harmval called back to him. We agree to the conditions you just posed. When can you come to our company to meet? Hearing this, Truong Vit took the opportunity to ask for more. I will only work from home and won't go to the— After all, we are both in Limesai City. The locations for entering the other world are all the same. What about this? Don't do that. Sinkano is still confused. Hearing Chandring Vite say, I answered, it is no problem. Just do as you said. The income issue has been resolved. Now Trunggang Vite focus on strategizing for the other world, and the next step is to conquer the second world. As soon as he stepped through the teleportation door, Tranang Vite received information from the other world. The second world, with zombies surrounding the city, is a backdrop of an impending disaster. Humanity is engulfed in darkness, transforming one after another, and zombies are about to surround the city. As a survivor of Noting City, remember to protect the city and the others together. Otherwise, when the zombies invade the city, you will have nowhere to escape. World Mission 1. Clear a secret realm. World Mission 2. Participate and successfully fend off the zombie waves 3. Note, after completing the above world mission, you can activate the boss dungeon portal to the second world. Can enter after defeating the boss. Proceed to the third world. The minimum level for the second secret realm, level level 15. If I want to get through the first mission, I need to upgrade my level first. The second mission requires waiting for the right opportunity. While Trong Vite was thinking, he heard a loud man's voice shouting, "Hurry up, the second zombie wave is coming soon. Everyone, please get back to your positions. Those disgusting zombies always come to attack us in this city of noting. We are almost out of weapons in the warehouse for us to use against them." Truong Viet looked at the POF soldier cap Naxan and slowly walked towards him. Although Noting City is the second safest area in the world, it often experiences zombie siege scenario. Therefore, there is always a suffocating tension. New warrior, the battle could start at any moment. You can head west of Noting City to hunt some mutated zombie and gather material you can use to forge weapons. Just as the MP finished speaking, Truong Viet received the quest. You have received the quest to collect material. A regular quest. Difficulty level 200. The weapon warehouse in Noting City is in urgent need of supply. Please go to the outpost camp being occupied by mutated zombies in the west of Noting City to eliminate the mutated zombie. Collect materials for a reward. 100,000 experience, 50 currency, 9,000 energy, 2 random 2-star guild book, pet summoning chances. There are over a dozen quests in Noting City. This is the hardest quest and involves the broadest range of targets to eliminate from level 11 to level 20. But this quest also has the most generous reward. Completed thoroughly, you will nearly be able to conquer the second world. Thinking to himself, Truong Viet decided to seize the opportunity. After receiving the mission from the MP, he immediately went to the outside of his uncle's camp in Noting City. As soon as he saw the group of wandering spirits, Truong Viet did not say much and directly used his super fireball technique to shoot straight at. However, contrary to his expectation, the fire skill clashed with his fire skill, neutralizing each other, so the damage was significantly reduced. Therefore, the Truong Viet decided to change his strategy, fire attack to ice attack. Truong Viet summoned a giant scorpion and shouted, "Death's armor," absorbing the hatred of Tangtha's flame. The scorpion charged forward, grabbing Tangtha's arms tight, making it roar. At this moment, he remembered what the system displayed about that creature. A level protective skill, Bloodthirst level 8, Berserk Battle World level 5 hero support, and a mutter about level 8. Great, the equipped elite silver armor, along with the defense skill and blood-sucking effect from the gear. Tangtha's flames could not harm it at all, but when he looked back at the scene before him, felt a bit helpless. This sense of harmony was somewhat miraculous. Not saying much more, he immediately took his weapon and gathered his strength to charge. Next, Truong Viet released a powerful icy aura towards Tang, glaring. Let the battle between ice and fire begin. As soon as he finished speaking, a massive icy force attacked Tangtha. The undead just lost all combat ability like this. The system displays a notification that you have defeated the fire undead level 11, gaining 50 experience points and 100,000 energy points. After finishing, you look at the gold coins that appeared and scoff. Only this many coins. It seems the drop rate for monsters at this level is not very high. Suddenly, behind you, a light flash and a series of information appear. You gain 5 gold coins, 50 experience, leveled up to level 9, gained 17,000 energy, leveled up to level 10, received a fire S, leveled up to level 11. Zhang Viet looks at the system board in frustration, sighing that after a whole afternoon of effort, he only earned over fire S. Not only is he far from completing the mission, but even the reward is pitifully small. Saying that, he disappointingly turns around, scratches his head, and mutters to himself, "A man like iron, with rice like steel. If I do not eat one meal, I feel starved. I will pause the game to eat and continue tonight." Suddenly, a horrifying scream making him freeze. He turns to look at the gust of wind behind him and says, "B." Zhang Viet looks at the 2 streams of blue and red light in the sky colliding and exclaims, "The Lord Monster has appeared." Then, from within that light, a monstrous foot emerged. The giant monster lets out a terrifying roar. The system notes its information. Ice and Fire Undead Lord level 14. A magical Lord Monster. Looking at that massive body, thoughts echo in Zhang Viet's head. Just as I predict, this Lord Monster might drop 1 or 2 good items or some skill book. Thinking that, his eyes lit up with a sinister grin. Seeing that smile, it immediately trembled. Instantly, he raised his hand to summon his weapon. The monster stood intently watching him in a ready state. Without hesitation, it charged straight at him to attack. Following that, as it threw a punch, a block of ice immediately formed. Zhang Viet's legs were trapped by those blocks of ice, and he panicked, crying out in distress. Taking advantage of this moment, the monster unleashed 2 more attacks toward him. He was struck by the ice, sustaining several injuries accompanied by system notifications. You were hit by the sudden ice attack of the Ice Fire Undead Lord, losing 352 health points. Then he raised his staff high, gathering a significant amount of power, creating a small ball. Immediately, that ball shot straight at the monster, causing it to lose a substantial amount of health. Zhang Viet saw it hardly affect, gritting his teeth and cursed. The Ice Fire Undead has 2 attributes coexisting. My skill is only effective at less than 59% currently. It is truly an unbeatable foe. Just as it unleashed 2 ice strikes again, he quickly summoned the giant scorpion, the deathly silver armor. You stared in shock at the amount of damage the Lord Monster was causing and blurted out, "The damage is too high." At that moment, the Lord Monster began to gather power in its palm, created a large number of sharp ice shards, ready to attack. Then it shot those sharp ice shards straight into the body of the giant scorpion, causing it pain. Immediately, the system announced, "Sorry, your silver armored beast has failed. After 3 hours at the revival spring, the silver armored beast will be revived, suffering a penalty of 1 level down and a reduction of 10 loyalty. The necromancer class of the dead spirit has been activated. Your silver armored beast will automatically revive after 1 hour and be exempt from all penalty." Truong Viet watched the Lord Monster prepare to repeat the move once more. You gritted your teeth, cursed under your breath. Damn it. Compared to the Lord Monster of the first world, this one is too strong. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a bolt of lightning struck down on the monster, disrupting its move. You glanced at the person who appeared behind you and unexpectedly spoke up. 40,000. Tanan immediately direct, saying, "I will control it and you deal damage." Hearing her say that, Truong Viet looked at his spear, feeling empowered and excited. You looked at the giant monster, simultaneously attacked by both ice and fire, determinedly saying, "Even if the effectiveness is how, I will persist to destroy you." The Lord Monster, in pain, struggled and screamed loudly. With a loud roar, fierce flame wrapped tightly around the fireball monster. Witnessing this, he turned in amazement to look at Tan Nanai. The fireball technique was also but she quickly reacted and switched to another technique, flowing lightning. Immediately afterward, thunder and fire struck the monster simultaneously, causing it to scream loud. Zhang Wei looked on with admiration at the person beside him. 3 remaining skills are unrestrained. Is this the effect of the forbidden profession of a level 0 wizard? The system explained clearly about the monster that dominates the ice undead. Level 14 Lord type ice magic monster. Magic attack power. power is 208, physical defense 107, magic defense 180, health value is 4280, flame evasion fire shield. The ice burst skill warns not to provoke the Lord casually. It will make you experience 2 layers of frozen death. Zhang Wei pointed his staff forward, combining the fireball technique and ice spear technique, and loudly reminded, "Don't worry too much about that." The Lord monster chose a painful skill and screamed. Both Tan An and he joined forces, creating a massive power that enveloped the monster. Flames mixed in many colors created a beautiful sight. As the flames gradually faded, the charred monster revealed itself. The system announced, "Congratulations on collaborating with the profession Tan Na to defeat the level 14 boss. Experience points gained 3000. 2-person team 80% plus final hit 20. Total special energy 4.2 million. Looking at the equip loading around, he casually spoke to her. "From that van. This time you are at a disadvantage. The reward from the tank the Lord will be split 5 ways." She hurriedly waved her hand and smiled, lining, "No need. I was also coming here to do a quest. Did not expect to meet you right now. Besides, you helped me through the first world. I am grateful enough." Zhang Wei stared at her blankly and said, "Your sister already paid." Tan An immediately refuted. "Sister is saying that." She extended her hand towards him, introducing herself. "My name is Tan An. And what about you?" He silently glanced at her, then took her hand to introduce himself. "Under the scene after the battle," she suggested. "Zhang Wei. We are in the same guild and coincidentally doing the same collection quest. Why do not we form a team to hunt monsters? The higher the efficiency." Hearing that, he asked curiously, "What is your classes of?" Tan An's eyes sparkled as she explained. "All control skills are turned into debuff, increasing control time by 30% and adding 1 second of debuff effectiveness, while reducing cooldown time of all skills by 30%. As soon as she finished speaking, he smiled light, calculating in his mind. No wonder her control ability is so scary. With her help, hunting monsters will definitely be much more. Suddenly, she saw him turn away and quickly asked, "Where are you going?" Trotong Vite replied casually, "I am going back to Noten City for a bit. I will be back in 10 minutes to form a team to hunt monsters." A slender hand gently brushed down. Temen held onto her hand tight, shyly resolved, remembering that she had promised that whoever could help break free from her suffering, she would marry that person. Noticing this strange thought, she quickly shook her head to remind herself, "Hey Tina, what are you thinking? So embarrassing." The scene shifted to the view of the small town. Trong Viet stood looking at the equipment in the warehouse, evaluating 3 pieces of gear and a skill book. He calculated how to distribute the gear for his purpose, selling the 1-star, leaving enough to boost his combat power for now. Feeling the transformation of the shoe, the system displayed information about the ice fire, agility in quality 2-star, mage physical defense +5, magic defense plus agility +10 describes running fast. When the person attack hits an enemy, it will increase by 10. The agility point for oneself lasts 5 seconds. Cannot stack. Reading this line of information, he happily prayed, increasing agility by 10. Not bad. Saying that, he raised his hand to activate another skill. Next, I still need stronger damage dealing skills. A beam of light appeared in your hand, continuously launching cards while the alert was purified. Suddenly, a dazzling yellow card appeared. A level superfire missile, summoning 3 fireballs to attack the enemy. Each one deals 119% magic damage, costing 72 mana. Cooldown time is 5. Just as the information finished, the card transformed into the power of fire. Zhang Viet tightly grasped that flame, excitedly exclaimed, speeding up the new skill. "These monsters won't be able to touch me even once." Suddenly, a system panel appeared beside you. Looking at the name on the system panel, you were secretly surprised. Tana Tenkin. The system panel is a recruitment. Tana invites you to join the Yenvukak Guild. Decline or accept. Without thinking much, you immediately reached out to select the accept option. Alright, the guild has been joined. Gear and skills are ready. Let us continue with the quest. Transitioning scene. A monster was hit by the superfire missile, causing many negative effects. Under the powerful attack, its body was gradually set ablaze. Tanan behind Zhang Viet was surprised and prayed, not expecting that one move could take down the fire zombie. "Zhang Viet, you are really strong." You immediately responded politely. "She is not bad. Her awareness and execution are excellent, and her timing for using control skills is very good. Plus she has high quality gear." Her whole face was flushed with excitement as she introduced, "It was all prepared by my sister. She said these items are perfect for a forbidden sorcerer." Hearing what she said, could not help but sigh internally. It is all top-notch gear. Having money is great. Suddenly, Tanan asked a question that caught him off guard. "Zhang Wei, did you hide the equipment display effect? Why is your attack power so high? Could it be that you have some divine level gear?" He lowered his eyes a bit and calmly replied, "It has nothing to do with the gear. I am a mythical profession." She quickly rebutted, insisting to know, "I do not believe that a mythical profession awakens without any phenomenon. This year, when you awake, there was no phenomenon at all. No one has become a myth." Zhang Wei casually countered, "If you do not believe it, then fine." On the surface, he said that, but inside he was proudly thinking, "My profession is not obtained through awakening." After thinking that, he made a suggestion. "Fire and ice systems have been fully collected. We just need to defeat the toxic undead. The mission." Tan Han agreed with, "Yeah, let us go to the toxic undead's lair." As soon as she finished speaking, a series of notification sounds rang out. Collecting materials. Regular mission. Difficulty coefficient 200. Description. The weapon cache in Noten City needs urgent replenishment. Please go to the military camp occupied by the mutated zombies in the west of Noten City. Eliminate the mutated zombie. Collect material. For 100 per 100 progress on the nuclear fires. Valuable reward. 100,000 experience points. 50 currency and 9,000 enter 2 random 2-star items. Skill books or pet certificate with a 1%. All generals of Yin Vi Sitofsive, please reiterate the importance of this action for the guild. Everyone must be present in the city within 10 minutes. Anyone absent without reason will be expelled from Winin VICX. Looking at this notice, Tana Na, confused, wonders what Trontoquan is doing, not clearly stating what is going on and threatening everyone. Hearing a name come from her mouth, a Tronhung Vid immediately asked, "Who is Tron Quan? Seems like quite a strong presence." She quickly clarifies fusion for him. Tron Quan is the president of the Lam Hai branch of ENVC. Tron Quan's father and Myong Tiku Thun, the chairman of the Tiu family, are close friends, and Tron Quan's position was arranged by Myong. This seems to interest him. He smirks wickedly and says, "If it is an action from the guild." The scene changes again, and a terrifying monster, roaring loudly. A punch from it knocks away those surrounding it. Not only that, but there are also arrows shooting out from somewhere, piercing through the crowd around it. Besides the people surrounding the monster, there are others fighting each other nearby. At this moment, Tron Quan is holding an injured person, loudly questioning the person in front of Lu Dai. "This boss was discovered by Yivin Fakak first, and you all came halfway to steal it. How Lu Dai in front is not backing down, shouting or true power is what matters. Got it. If Vin Vivek still has kill them all for me. Suddenly, a magical circle appeared in the sky, shooting down countless fireballs. Those fireballs hit the subordinate next to him. Seeing that, panicked and shouted, "Who dares to mess up my plan?" From the cloud of dust, a familiar pair of shoes gradually appeared. Veet stepped out, swinging the staff over his shoulder, casually asking, "Is it you again? This time are you trying to steal our guild's boss?" The system displayed information about the mutated ice skeletal one-horned monster. Common physical monster level 14. Physical attack power 184. Physical defense 100. Magical defense 140. Life value 1240. Skills of ice slap. Ice shield. Describing the zombie as a popsicle emitting cold air. Have you ever seen it? Please do not try to attack it with ice or water, because the cold ice will only make it more excited. The story goes that an hour ago, the giant one-horned monster stomped down hard on the ground, causing the earth to quake. The people surrounding it immediately shot arrows straight at it. The monster gently swung its arm and knocked them down. One terrified member turned around and shouted, "Leader, without the forbidden mage to restrain the boss, it is too difficult for us to charge in like this." Tran Quan just shot an arrow and shouted back, "What are you afraid of? In a moment, Tan Han will arrive to hold the formation. Try to wear down those monsters." Suddenly, the sharp sound of iron shoes hitting the ground rang out. Tan Han and Truong Viet appeared amidst the crowd's discussion. "Isn't that the second young lady of the Da family? The legendary ice beauty from the mountain is extremely cold. Truly, truly. Recently, there has been rumors that her class limit been broken. It seems to be true. Is the person beside her the one who helped break class limit? How can that man looks completely ordinary, with a weak appearance." Hearing these harsh words, she hurriedly explained, "Truong Viet, do not listen to them. I am not cold at all." Seeing her like, he responded with a bit of confusion. Yeah. Suddenly realizing she was acting foolishly, she cursed herself in her mind. "Tan, what are you talking about? You are really losing face now." Suddenly, when Tran Quan saw her, he shouted out like he saw a savior, "Tan Han, you are here." But seeing the guy next, he gaped and asked, "Who is this guy? Why is he alone with?" Tan Han immediately retorted, "Chairman Tran, it is none of your business who I associate with." He hurriedly explained, "I am just worried about you, in case someone has bad intention." She coldly affirmed, "Don't he worry. I know how to tell right from wrong." "Chairman, is there something urgent you called us for?" Tran Quan immediately reported the situation. "Young man, the Beast Master has just been renewed, and the boss has appeared." Hanon glanced at Truong Viet, who nodded slightly to signal her. Then she leaned closer to him and whispered, "Boss the Vong, the renewal rate for the city is not high. Capture Boss the Vong. Prestige and overall strength guild will definitely be greatly enhanced." Quickly agreed with her word. "Alright then, the guild's mission must lead it." Suddenly, Tran Quan interrupted and stopped. "Wait, you do not need to go." Truong Viet looked annoyed and asked why he was being so unfriendly, grinding his teeth in disdain. "A Beast Master joining our guild somehow, thinking they can easily benefit from being an assistant, is just plain knave." Hearing his words, those around became noisy and started discussing. "He is a beast tamer, class with all low development attribute, particularly hard to level up. This person does not look like he has anything special in his gear. He definitely does not have any money. He is here to burn our guild's money. Chairman, I suggest we do not let him go, or it will slow down our progress and waste our guild's resources." Seeing how they were acting, Tan Han was so angry she wanted to step up and confront. "Do these guys even know who he is?" Truong Viet immediately stopped. "Alright, you are the chairman. What you say goes." Seeing him go along with, she pursed her lips in displeasure. Immediately, Tan Han grabbed his hand and would not let go. "No way. He is not going. I am not going either." Hearing this, Tran Quan became anxious. "Tan Han, do not be angry. I am worried about him too. Afraid he is too weak and might die on the battle. Just participate. You can only watch the match. Do not interfere, and your resurrection scroll must be prepared by yourself." Saying that, quickly pulled her away, advising, "Tan Han, hurry. The Vering is waiting for you to control it. We can unleash our full power then." Being pulled away, she still turned back to remind it. "Zhang Yu, wait a moment. I will be right back." Watching the two of them leave, he felt a heaviness in his heart. A level 15 boss may be a bit tough, but with Tan Han joining, with so many people, it is just a matter of time to defeat it. Just in time for me to see the strength top 5 guilds in the prop. Time gradually passed. Still in that forest. Seeing him appear, Lu Jiao unexpectedly called out his name. Zhang Yu, not just him. The others were also dumbfounded by this power. It is a beast master. How can he cause such high damage? He approached you, full of anger, questioning, "Did you join the Yun Vivai guild?" Seeing you, and Gaiat Nai angrily questioned, "Zhang Yu, that time when Deepu invited you to the elite guild, you did not, and now you are running off to be a lackey for Yemen Via. How come I did not realize you were like this back then?" As soon as her words ended, a sphere of power was once again gathered. The power from that sphere immediately struck, causing her pain. The one who did that was Tan Nan. She spoke comfortably, and now things were much cleaner. "Just as you were smiling in satisfaction, someone interrupted." Truong Viet Liu boldly made a proposal to Truong Mo. "Yen Vu can pay you whatever salary I can pay 3 times that, 3 times, and I will arrange for you a vice president position. You will be the CEO of my guild. What do you think?" Hearing him so wrecked, she hurriedly scolded, "Why are you doing this behind my back? That is outrageous." Quietly listened and calmly refused. "One must be honest. Once I join Vu, I won't casually switch jobs during my term." He skillfully declined this reckless invitation, but who can predict what will happen in the future? "Let us talk about it later." With this agreement, he smiled eagerly with anticipation. "Sure, as long as you want. You can come to me anytime. The doors of my supreme guild will always be open to welcome you." Saying that, he ordered the members around him, "You guys disperse." Hearing that, they were astonished and shouted, "What?" A member urgently disagreed and tried to stop it. "Boss, we are about to take down the boss. Do we really not need it?" Lu Jiao angrily retorted, "Boss my head. Do we really need a boss like this? This is a strategic vision. What the hell do you understand?" Immediately after, pulled away from the battle. Witnessing that, Kuan Yin smiled awkwardly and thanked Zhang Yu. Politely responded to her, "No need to thank me. This is what I should do." Just then, another monster roared, cutting them off. It threw a powerful punch straight at their position. After dodging, they focused their gaze on the punch like a heavy weight being lifted. The small Zhang Yu looked up at the giant spiked monster in front of him and called its name, the Abyssal Lord. He quickly got into position, ready to fight. Watching it with excitement, "I am here to interact." The system displayed information information about the Abyssal Lord. Physical boss. 2-star level 5. Physical attack 425. Physical defense 210. Magical defense 205. Life value 15,800. Skill. Abyssal strike. Death charge. Death roar. Description. The king who holds the entire city of the undead. All the zombies obey the orders of the Death King. Don't try to get close to it, or you will get smashed into pieces by its cursed spear. Right after that, he used a super fireball technique and shot it straight at the Death King monster. Witnessing this power, the people around were astonished and started talking. He is really something. The health of the Guardian King is down to only 3%. Doesn't he that make him a pretty weak beast map? Truong Viet did not care about those words. He was in battle mode and instructed the 400,000 old rules behind him. Tan Nun was ready to respond. The Death King monster was engulfed in power, screaming in pain. He still held his staff high, gathering a large amount of power to create a fireball. The power he accumulated formed the super level fire flame god technique. He launched that power at the Death King monster. The flames incinerated the Death King, leaving only a dry corpse. Trondrung Vik turned around casually and left after the Vidung fell. The system's sound echoing steadily. Congratulations on participating in defeating a level 15 boss. 2-star protector reward. 7,080 experience. 30% performance bonus. 9% skill bonus. 20% special energy damage. And 1,500 coin. After the fight, those who looked down on you were now completely amazed. This guy is really impressive. What is his back? They chatted excited, showering you with compliments. Even though it is a bloodthirsty monster, it was still a boss, and he easily took it down alone. Not only that, he also pushed back the Chiazan guild. Even the young master of the Liu family treated him with utmost respect. At that moment, Tunanhan ran over to express her gratitude to Tradong, saying that if it were not for him, the Chi-Tun guild might have taken the boss away. You smiled kindly at her and said, I'm also a member of YNV Sai. It is what we should do. Then, you glanced at the crowd in appreciation. This is the perspective of a big shot. The scene shift, changing from the battlefield to Nancy Line Thun. Tunhan was happily holding on to Trong Vate's arm as they walked forward. A Trun Kwon watched them from behind, frowning in displeasure. Why are those two back here? Where's the boss? Has the boss been captured yet? Hearing his voice, a member of the group shouted, Leader, the Beast Tamer and the second young lady have pushed back the Chi-Tun guild and captured the boss. Hearing this, he was taken aback. What? A worthless Beast Tamer has this kind of power? Purple-haired member continued to assert this kid was really powerful, able to kill someone in seconds with just a basic attack. With such a strong person, our Yenvu guild will become even stronger. This last remark truly infuriated Trang Quan, and he shouted angrily, You are doing this, are not you? You wait until we are almost wiped out before you make your move. He excitedly pointed at Trong Viet and criticized, No matter who you are, if you do not follow the guild's orders and act on your own, as the leader, I have the right to you out of the guild. Suddenly, clenched his fingers. He frowned slightly and coldly rebutted his words. Clearly remember that Hameng Ling told me not to make a move. Purple-haired member was horrified by his action and shouted, You little brat, you dare to move against the leader. But Truong Viet did not care, focusing solely on questioning Trang Quan. Moreover, the guild's mission is to eliminate. Can you just tell me if I have completed this task? As soon as he finished, Tan Ang also stepped up to defend him. Trang Quan, without Truong Viet, the boss is already gone. We are all doomed. This time, thanks to Truong Viet, he should get a lot of credit. The others immediately nodded in agreement with what she said, not saying much more to them. She pulled his hand and told Truong Viet, Everyone continue with the mission. The member with purple hair glanced at Trang Quan, who was pale and trembling beside him. He was so angry that he immediately ordered, Control this guy for me. Once you find his weak, report back to me immediately. The other members replied in unison. The scene shifted to a gloomy forest filled with purple hues. In this purple-filled forest, thin mist floated around. Han covered her nose in discomfort. It stinks. Truong Viet looked at her kindly and reminded, Poisonous undead is much harder to deal with compared to the fire and ice. Careful. They all looked at the thin mist and chatted. Do they have any special attack? Although the poisonous undead does not have ice or fire at it has a terrifying skill. As soon as he finished speaking, a terrifying image of the undead appeared along with the system information on the poisonous undead. Toxic physique. Harmful traits can cause the target or attacker to be attacked by it. They enter a poison state lasting 5 seconds and cannot cleanse. Every second loses 6% of maximum health. A target can only be activated once. Thinking of that image, she was filled with fear and tears welled up in her eyes. The next words he said pulled her out of her fear, providing timely support. The problem is not big. Tunhang nodded slightly at him. All right. Suddenly, she noticed something and exclaimed, wait. She immediately handed him a piece and said, this is your guild quest completion reward. Zhang Viet thanked her politely. Right after that, a familiar purple vortex appeared. The vortex with the power of thunder tightly bound the zombie. They did not know when they had plunged into the battle with the monster. Hemin shouted loudly, Zhang V, hurry. As soon as he charged in, quickly used a combo attack to shoot straight at the zombie, taking it down. And after it ended, she ran over to him, praising him. Trejong V, your attack power is really impressive. Every sweep of the zombie can kill it in one hit. He opened the system menu, check while choosing his word talk. With you here to control it, completing the task of collecting the zombie cores is much easier. After a while, the two continued in this quiet space. Truong Viet seemed to sense something and glanced back slightly. Behind the smoky space, a system screen opened up, showing the name of the purple-haired member from earlier as Tran Quan opened the reporting system. Leader, person you told us to keep an eye on, is currently on a mission. The second young lady collecting the exam material. My people said they were chatting and laughing. The atmosphere was really good. Hearing this, he angrily clenched his shirt, shouting and laughing at the same time. She has not shown me a smile since 3 years ago after awakening as a maid. Seeing this, the member could only helplessly advise, in my opinion, we need to find a way to kick him out of the guild, separate him from the second young lady. Suddenly, the system interface appeared before them, announcing the area of Nakting City. All experts in Nakting City, please pay attention. A wave of zombies will invade Nakting City in 30 minutes. The level of this wave of zombies is level. All experts prepare to defend Nakting City. Sensing an opportunity, Trang Quan smirked, openly opposing the bastard and stealing my woman. The member beside him was a bit startled, listening intently to what he said. I have countless ways to make him unable to stand in Yenvu Pavilion, but I won't make it easy for that kid either. He raised several concerns about the disadvantages of this plan. Leader, in this world, there is a resurrection scroll. Plus the resurrection points are all in the safe zone where PvP is prohibited. It is not that easy to kill him. Trang Quan laughed wicked, unconcerned, confidently asserting the rules of the second world would eliminate the protection mechanism for work when the zombie wave hit. Just one wave of zombies could easily take him down. As scheduled, the system system displayed information about the mutated zombie from early, a highly toxic zombie with normal magical at level 17, magic attack 245, physical defense 107, magic defense 180, life points 1720, physical skill toxic poisoning. Description: the whole body emanates deadly toxin from the zombie. When approaching it, one must be cautious, otherwise, if you are not careful, you will get poisoned to death. A scene of purple mist appeared, but it was not as romantic as it seemed. Person lay collapsed below, while the young hand was overjoyed. They were just a few toxic core crystals short of leading the mission. In 30 minutes, the exam would start. We need to be ready. Suddenly, a monster appeared and bit into Zhang Wei's shoulder. Tan exclaimed in panic. Zhang Wei quickly reacted to the monster that was attacked. Drops of blood fell to the ground. Tan anxiously asked, "Are you okay?" He replied, "I have been out too long. One day I will run into something bad. We have enough cores to return the mission." There was a vague figure watching them from behind. At this moment, back at their base, a system appeared. "Congratulations on completing the material collection mission. You received a reward of 100,000 experience point and 90 million energy. You received a zombie armor piece +1 and zombie leg armor +1. Congratulations on receiving the reward. Skill book for stealth +1. Congratulations, you have reached level 16. Congratulations, you have reached level 17. The next upgrade requires 5,000 experience." Henan happily shared with Truong V, "I am level 16 now. The last quest rewarded me with 2 level 15 2-star. How about you?" Truong V coldly replied, "I am level 17. He said, "If it were not for the Beast Master wanting to split experience there, this should be at least level 20. Tan asked, "The first exam is coming up. Are not you going to refine your new equipment a bit?" He smiled and said, "Yeah, I almost forgot." Then he looked at the system panel, the old rule 1 refinement key, and the system continued to display, "Congratulations, you have obtained a golden asset. Zombie armor, level 15 anti-violence armor, yellow, with a life value of +720. Profession, knight, attribute, stamina +15, endurance +5, reduction of 50 injury points and double effectiveness against zombie injury." Description: the armor can be effectively used against zombie attack, regardless of its fear of zombie attack. Congratulations, you have obtained a golden asset. Zombie, anti-violence leg armor, physical protection, 95, magical defense 90, profession, knight, additive, endurance +5, strength +5, claw, defense reduced point, injury doubled in effect when facing undead. Protection can be used to resist attacks from undead, used simultaneously with armor against violence. Even the undead would not dare approach. Truong Viet was pleased, having 2 pieces of equipment that provided teen ghostly armor. In this second world, basically no one could shake it. Minhwa, tan hand, full of strength and spirit, shouted, "Army, let us go face the undead." Suddenly, there was a notification from the system. "Who's it at this time? Looking for me." "It is a message from to then. Little Nan needs to come to the company. There is something urgent that needs to be taken care of. Your sister is here too. Everyone is waiting. Her people are on the way." She wondered, "Sister is here too. Could something very serious have happened?" This moment, Tan expressed, "Truong V, I can't fight. There is something urgent at home." He understood her and replied, "It is. Hurry up. Once the event starts, you want to be able to leave." She felt guilty, although it was just a level 13. The scariest part was that the number of ants could still kill an elephant. "Truong Viet, you must be careful." Truong Viet smiled humbly. "Thank you, I will be careful." Then he stood near a gate. This moment, lightning bolts appeared striking down below the castle. "The system is up. Our warriors are coming soon. Everyone quickly find a place to take shelter." At this moment, everyone outside looks up at the starry sky, announcing the Nendvisi city area. "All experts in Nuxian City, please pay attention. The tide has attacked. It has started immediately until the tide is repelled. Professionals cannot leave this alternate world, and Enchi Li City has cancelled the protective mechanism. Please note, feeding more than 50 undead alone and surviving means resisting the tide this time." This moment, the door opened and the monsters rush in like a hungry swarm. Everyone huddled together, their teeth gritted, ready to fight, when suddenly an explosion occurred. At the same time, Zhang Wei also arrived. The number of zombies was endless. They planned to attack for an hour before retreating, so they only needed to kill 50 zombies to take a break. Then he glanced at the system board of Yanwu Pavilion, wondering if the brothers in Bai City had broken through the zombie encirclement. "My brothers and I from the guild are stuck in a dead end. Hurry and bring everyone to help." Yanwu Pavilion. Brother Ho mentioned Zhang Wei, the one who gets hurt the most in our guild. "Can he come over and save?" Crying loudly, he smirked. "Wait a moment, I will be right there." Moment. To Zhang Wei's right were piles of corpses. A voice rang out. This foolish guy called him over, and he actually came, thinking he was right, but without a brain. Tranquan said, "Are you sure his defense is not high?" Tranquan's subordinate replied, "That is right. My people witnessed it firsthand. Although he caused a lot of damage after being hit by the poison blow, he must have put all his points into attack. His defense must not be high. Furthermore, at the request of the guild leader, I bribed 10 level 12 archers to hide in the alley." At this point, everyone above the city was already prepared for battle. With just his little a volley of arrows could kill him not just 3 times. Tranquan clung to the glass like a lizard, but missing one person who was gloating. As long as Truong Viet died here and came back to life, Hoksun River, people I arranged on the other side would not let him live for more than a second. They would definitely make him die beyond recovery. He was pleased. Him in his mind. No one will snatch Fin knife. Truong Viet appeared. Suddenly, he froze, with arrows flying toward him. Truong Viet coldly summoned, discarding the silver armor. The two of them watched in shock. Was not it just a weak, feeble pet? How can it be so powerful? The system appeared. "You were ambushed by a malicious professional. You have 10 minutes to counterattack. If you kill the opponent 10 minutes, crime value will not increase." Truong Viet confidently smiled and asked, "Is the performance over?" "Next, it is my turn." Continuous screams echo. A powerful being was blasted away by a fireball, while the remaining one fled in fear. At this moment, the system blared a mechanical announcement. "You killed a professional who was relaxed, carefree. Crime value remains unchanged." 2 more were eliminated by the claws of the monster he summoned. The sound of the system continued to ring out. "You kill people professionally. Crazy opponent. Isn't that a crime? A huge monster is looming behind you." Truong Viet walks forward, holding his spear horizontally against the backdrop of the wreckage around. Your eyes emit a metallic light, staring directly at Tranquan. He looks at the person in front of him in fear, stuttering. "Can you be so powerful?" Tranquan angrily turns to question his subordinate beside, shouting, "Didn't you say his defense is not high? You explain to me what the hell is going on." The subordinate replied, confused, "I do not even know what is happening." Just then, while the two were talking, fireball flew in from somewhere. Fireball technique. They hurriedly back away, dodging the attack. The thick smoke of the flames envelops the entire space. The shadowy figure of Truong Viet appeared, advancing step by step. You stepped forward to see those two laughing mocks, saying, "You think such a petty trick can trap?" Tranquan was so tense he was sweating, gritting his teeth and asking, "What do you mean?" You calmly looked, terrified in front of him, and replied, "After Boss Estivang is done, You will send someone to kill me, right? Isn't he that looking for a chance to deal with? He stood there, next to the subordinate from early, angrily looking at you and saying, so your idea was to pretend to have low defense, deliberately exposing this weak to deal with. Strong Viet held his spear tight, standing a distance away from the two, and said, it is not so much about dealing with, just wanted to see what you were planning. Realizing his intentions were exposed, Tran Quan stopped pretending, focusing his energy, and arrogantly said to you, so what if you are discovered? I just want to take your miserable life. Before he could attack, condensed your magical power into the ice spear technique, and a cold energy quickly shot towards Tran Quan. I just want to take your miserable life. He could not react in time, staring in shock as his bow was destroyed by you. The subordinate beside him saw the unfavorable situation and shouted in panic, Truong Viet Hafam Thong, assassinate the guild leader. Hurry and kill him. The group of powerhouses responded clearly to the order. One man filled with killing intent rushed towards you. You raised your staff high and condensed a fireball. You attacked that powerhouse with a fireball technique. This move of yours caused him to be eliminated. Trun Kwon looked at you in shock. He did not expect your strength to be this great. He panicked and said, killed an assassin of the elite level with one move. Who exactly are you? Immediately afterward, he was engulfed in flame, screaming in pain before dying. Truzung V, holding the staff in hand, after killing Tron Kwon, finally replied, you can't afford to offend him. The announcement board displayed, and the mechanical sound echoed once again. You have been marked Death Mage level 17 killed. The scene shifts to a room containing a bright blue crystal, a teleportation portal. Tran Kwon and the subordinate, who was just eliminated, been brought to this room. The frightened subordinate said, Chairman, he managed to pass the worlds in just half a day. Besides, what kind of job is a death? Isn't he a beast master? Tran Kwon was still feeling terrified from being burned, tears streaming down his face as he replied, how should I know? After calming down, the anger inside him rose again, glared, gritting his teeth, and said, no wonder he still remains hidden. That bastard pretending to be a pig. Zhang V, I won't let you get away with. The scene shifts to the real world. At the family build, heavy rain pouring down creating a gloomy atmosphere. Huan Yan was angrily shouting, I disagree. At this moment, she was standing in the meeting room, facing Tran Kwan's father and several shareholders. She tried to say, I have told you before that I do not like Tran Kwan. Tran Kwan's father looked at her with a senior smile and said, what do you mean by like or dis? Affection can always be cultivated. He waved to the secretary, who brought up a suit, and looking at her said, Quine Han, Uncle Tran has prepared a small gift for you. Inside was a yellow outfit, 3 vials of medicine. Energy medicine, a treasure that lasts for a month after use. The energy obtained increases by 100 times, and the usage level is level 100. The Devil's Out, a level 30 golden attribute out made by a craftsman that can enhance all control skill by % of the control time. He looked at Tan Nan and continued to persuade, the market is worth 5 million in medicinal energy. Along with the wizard out, our Tran family spent 8 million to find a master. I only have one son like Tran Kwan, and he will definitely inherit all the assets of our Tran family in the future. If you marry here, you can have any resources you need in the future. Tan Nan casually looked at the items he brought, showing no sign of emotion as she said, thank you for your kind offer, Uncle Tran, but my lifelong affairs are my own decision. Instantly, his eyes sharp, staring at her, her uncle angrily shouted at her, in hand, the T family has invested so much effort and resources in nurturing you, and you, as the second young lady of the T family, say such ridiculous. Tankin, standing next to her, frowned at the scolding word, stepped forward, and put her arm around Tan Han's shoulder to defend, saying, Uncle, Sao Nan is not a bargaining chip. Her lifelong matters do not concern anyone else. After that, she turned to Tan Nan, her gaze soft as she said, silly girl, do not think too much about it. No matter what, I will always support you in pursuing your happiness. She happily smiled at her sister and said, thank you, sister. At that moment, both Kanayas and Tran Kwan's phones rang simultaneously, and they looked at their glowing. Both answered the phone at the same time, and Dong then exclaimed in shock, what? Tran Kun has been killed. It is Trung V. Tran Dan angrily slammed his phone down on the table, gritting his teeth and saying, I only let my son take over as chairman under you because I was helping the Teak family, and yet you rebelled and killed my son. Her uncle saw him furious and started to sweat, trying to calm him down, saying, Tronvan Zine, calm down. There must be some misunderstanding in this. He stood up, his face dark, while the secretary beside him remained expressionless. He let out a heavy breath and said, Tiku Thun, if anything happens to my son, I won't let this go. Saying that, Trun gradually walked out, slamming the door shut behind him. Her uncle looked at the two sis standing in front of, pressing his anger and said, is this the person you recommended? Do you even know how much financial support the Tron family gives to the Tao group every year? Tunanhan hurriedly, Trondring Veet would never attack a guild member for no reason, because from anyone's perspective that would not make sense. His anger flared. He slammed his hand on the table, glaring angrily and cutting her off. Enough. Bring that Travang Vite here immediately. I want him to bow and apologize to the Tron family. Otherwise get out of my Yun V pavilion. Tamhanahan stared at her uncle in shock. Speech, uncle. This moment, See Nunhe's phone rang again, and looking at the caller eye, she exclaimed in surprise, Prejong V. She said urgently into the phone, wanting to ask him about the incident earlier. Where are you right now? Did you really kill Tran Kwan? Without answering Kin Han, you just gently lifted the corners of your mouth and said, quit. You strolled down the street, calmly expressing the most surprising words, saying that today you would start leaving Yenvu pavilion. Kin Nahan on the other end panicked, as if she wanted to rush over immediately and grab Zhang Wei. She hurriedly said, Zhang Wei, I am to Kanan. Tran Kwan chose you right. Don't get upset. I will definitely prove you're innocent. You interrupted her, saying, no need. Just leave it like this. Then you hung up directly, leaving Kin Han in shock. Your face was grim as you stared at your still lit phone screen, especially making it clear to set boundary. Yenvu pavilion is good. Tran Kwan, the narrow mind, questioned, while behind him was a solid back. This time, if I kill him, he will definitely seek revenge. Instead of retreating, I decided to cut ties with Chai Bang. As for the 50,000 a month for treat, I can only rely on selling raw materials to make a profit. Put your phone away. Leisurely walking down the dark, gloomy street, pondering and silently making a decision. To obtain higher level material, I need to quickly finish the second world and move on to the third world. Transitioning to the second world's quest, think I still need to clear the high exam this afternoon. A new secret realm must lead it to finish the tasks of the second world. A system board appears, summarizing this world. The second world, surrounded by zombies, is set in the facing disaster. Humans are engulfed in dark fog. Zombies are about to besiege the city. You are one of the survivors of Nakding City. You must join others to protect Nakding. Otherwise, when the zombies invade the city, you will have nowhere to escape. World 1 mission. Clear a secret realm. Progress 0. World 2 mission. Participate and successfully fend off 3 afternoon exam. Progress 1 per 3 note. After completing the world mission, the world can activate the portal for the second world boss raid. Defeat the boss, and you can enter the third world. After reading the quest board, you start to fall into into deep thought, rubbing your chin, thinking of the fastest way to get through it. The hidden realm in the wasteland has the highest level, with resources that are relatively higher as well. With your current level of 17, clearing the level 20 corpse area should not be a problem. But while the level 15 dark undead were thinking, someone interrupted your thought, calling out to you. A group of powerful figures suddenly appeared and approached. The leader looked down at you with disdain and mockingly said, "Aren't you the famous Beastmaster from Yenvu Pavilion?" Your eyes sharpened as you impatiently warned the group in front of you, "Get out of the way." The leader laughed loudly at you, disrespectfully saying, "Why would I get out of the way?" The big guy and the bald man behind him joined in, mocking you one after another. "That is right. We are not moving. If you have the gut, come and fight it. Are you too scared to make a move?" They provoke. "Come on, hit up." You look, thinking to yourself, they are doing this on purpose. Your eyes lit up and an overwhelming pressure emanated from you, causing the group of powerful figures to panic. You lack patience, saying, "How much money did Tranquan give?" The leader, Koju, calmly spoke to you, even though he was trembling inside, wanting to die. Forced a sneer and said, "You guessed it. Chairman Tran gave us each 5,000 plus a resurrection scroll, and if you kill us again, there is an extra 5,000. Truong Viet smiled at, bending surprise, and said, "If I kill you, I could still get 10,000. He really does pay attention to me." You looked at the levels above the power, thinking that while killing them would be as easy as flipping a hand. "I would become famous when clearing the crime point. You cannot log out. I cannot enter the safe zone, and therefore cannot activate the boss challenge. Forever stuck in the second world. This move by Tranquan is truly vicious." Moment. Lu Diu led her group of power figures to rescue you. He said to those people, "I will pay double. Everyone go kill the leader of Yenvu Association for me. If you die once, I will compensate you 1,000. Who can kill the leader of Yenvu Association? I will give that person 500,000. Hearing that huge amount of money, the people with the tied hair were dumbfounded, unable to believe their ears. They shouted, 50,000. Who do you think you are, talking so big? The subordinate next to Liu Diu pointed at him and respectfully introduced, "This is the young Master Liu from the Liu family, the richest person in Lamhai City." His face was radiating a dazzling brilliance, proudly looking at those powerful. Hearing his infamous name, the others were immediately terrified, and they quickly told each other to scram. "Young Master Liu Daidu, what are you all standing around for? Aren't you going to listen to young Master Olgu and get to work?" Group immediately shouted. "All right then." After dealing with that troublesome group strongman, Liu Daido turned to talk to Troning Vivi. He asked, "I heard you got kicked out by Evan Vca." Krumpun Kwon yelled, "It is hard to take a step in another world without you." Closed his eyes and said solemnly, "Tone is indeed very big." Liu Du playfully winked. He wanted to tease, saying, "Brother, Ian VCXE does not know what they are missing. Come to my place. Prices are up to you, and I can protect you from those little pets." He did not care and turned to leave, telling him, "Besides, I am not interested in any guild right now." His underling angrily looked at his attitude towards Aluwu Du, playing. Dioka has stepped in for him multiple times and spent so much money, yet he did not even say a word of thanks. Liu Dio calmly watched him walk away and said, "He just got harmed by Yen Visakshi, so he does not want to join any guild for now. I can understand that kind of feeling. Those blind from Yan VCF really have no discernment. No wonder they are a bunch of losers for 10,000 years." He continued to walk slowly, deep in thought. "I thought leaving Yun VICKK would at least allow me to keep my distance from Tron Quan, but now it seems that he won't let it go. The aftermath is going to be terrible." The scene shifts to a dark level 10 cave of the dark exam. You step inside slowly, walking while scanning your surroundings, thinking that ordinary occupations pursue better reward. Therefore, most of them would form a team to scout for the highest level death area, which is the lowest level dark layer. Converse, very few people care. You reach the deepest part of the cave, where there is a door sealed with a gigantic magic array held in place by chains around it. Guarding that door is the NBC mate, Mefi Jun. You stand facing him. According to the preset dialogue, he says, "Brave adventurer, do you dare to challenge the dark secret realm?" Saying that, he takes out a blue gem emitting a shining golden light. "This is the secret order to open the secret realm." You reply to him, "I want to challenge the secret realm." The secret order flies toward Messihan, wishes you adventure. Good luck. You look at the glowing secret order before your eye, and a system panel appears introducing its information. Normal secret order. Specialized dark secret realm. Level 15. Description. A ticket specifically for the dark secret realm can only be used once. Note, this item is bound, cannot be dropped, cannot be traded. You finish reading the information on the secret order. Think to yourself, common secret orders for dark secret realm can be refined into golden secret order, and then the dark secret realm can be upgraded to a hidden secret realm. But the probability is really too low. There is no way to statistically measure the necessary energy anomaly, so basically no one is willing to waste their time trying. You look at the secret order radiating a glow in front of smiling, but no matter how low the probability is, you want to exhaust as much energy as possible, purifying it until it turns to gold. Scene shifts to a dense forest. The group of experts hired last time to surround, and now you are shouting, chasing after and wanting to kill Tranquan. The shouts echo throughout the dark forest at night. Tranquan is running. 500,000 is running now. Chase after him. Kill him. Tranquan and his subordinate are desperately fleeing from the pursuit of those. The two of them hide behind a tree, cautiously looking back. Tranquan angrily cursed, "Damn it. Paid them to help. Why are they attacking me?" The subordinate said, "Bastard Truong Viet must have turned rogue. He has a tired face from running." Looking at Tranquan to remind him, "President, it has been 5 days since we could use the resurrection scroll. We should wait for the cycle to use the resurrection paper to renew it. Then go out and level up." Anger rises. He punches the tree hard, gritting his teeth, cursing it. "That bastard Truong Viet. I swear I won't be human if I do not kill you." A system notification pops up, catching the attention of the two. "Attention all players. Please list. Players have hit using the golden command. Their level has been raised in the dark realm, turning into a hidden secret realm. The duration is 2 hours, and we welcome all players eager to challenge the hidden secret realm. All challengers will receive benefit. Within 2 hours, players who die in the dark realm can respawn free once." Tranquan happily looked at the announcement and excitedly exclaimed, "Heaven is helping us. There is a chance to respawn for free, and we can also clear a level 15 secret realm." He ordered his subordinate to gather the members, attack the secret realm, and acquire top tier. The subordinate was still in shock, staring at the announcement, eating. A sword strike hit the red monster, causing it to scream in pain. Lu Ju was very interested in the announcement, stepping on the corpse of the monster that was just defeated, giving the order to respawn for free, which was fantastic. Like, "Those who cannot use the resurrection scroll, follow my order. The entire guild shall gather and advance into the dark realm." The current scene was filled with swirling dust and piles of monsters stacked on each other. Zhang Wei walked forward after the recent battle, looking at the secret command in his hand, deep in thought. One of the missions in the second world is to clear a secret realm. After leveling up, the rewards in the hidden secret realm will grow greatly plus the benefit of respawning for free. Can't believe he won't be tempted. Behind you, after being eliminated, on the body of the transformed monster, horrifying tentacles sprout, completing the evolution of a grotesque giant monster. You look back with a sneer. A terrifying thought arises to ensure the hunting plan goes smoothly. A huge explosion sending rocks flying. The blast blows away the tentacles of that monster. The explosion fades. The dust disperses. The pitiful monster lies on the ground, no longer intact after the recent attack. A Trongaman V steps on it from above, looking down threatening. Be honest. Otherwise, I won't hesitate to make you share the same fate as your subordinate. The mechanical voice of the system. Attention. A large number of candidates have entered the dark realm for the test. You turn your head back, glancing thought. Free resurrection welfare secret realm is not just Tronghon Kwon, but also an unmissable opportunity for other civilians to use the resurrection scroll. Close your eyes, sensing the situation around the secret realm. Somewhere, 2C Nenhan is battling a horde of monsters. Lududu and his guild are also present. You think of Tita Nenhan, and even the Supreme Guild has right. Your target is just one person. It is best not to involve innocent people. You open your eyes to look at the secret order in your hand, activating the power change function. Immediately, the secret order emits a blinding light. The notification board appears, and the holder of the golden secret will have 3 rights to change in the dark realm trial. Please choose the right to change. Somewhere in the dungeon, C Nenhan's team is fighting against a group of zombies. A group of zombies is surrounding them. The Tronquan made a face like a dog, turning to look at her behind. C Nenhan, do not stray too far from me. She impatiently ignored him and cursed inward. Damn it, I originally intended to look for Tronung V. If it were not for the pride of Buck, I would not care about this coward's life at all. 2 system boards appeared in sequence announcing new regulations in the dungeon. All professions present in the secret realm, please pay attention. Due to the holder of the golden sea changing the authority of the secret realm, free resurrection mechanism after death is immediately cancelled. Resurrection scrolls cannot be used in the secret realm, and escape is not permitted. Eliminating the nameless professions in the secret realm will not increase the crime value. The entrance to the secret realm has been closed, and a new secret realm mission has been released. Please eliminate 500 zombies. The number to be eliminated will be counted by team unit, and you must eliminate the dark leader zombie guarding the secret realm. The people below look panicked. 2 electronic screens in front of Tron Kwon shouted angrily. What the hell is going on? Are you crazy? But how dare you change the authority like that? Doesn't he want to live anymore? The sharp-minded subordinate noticed the unusual point and reported it. Chairman, was it Truong Viet who activated the secret realm? He intentionally led us. He glared angrily at the subordinate, questioning him for being ridiculous. With the refined golden ratio only being a fraction of tens of thousands, could he really be that lucky? Or do you think he has over 100,000 strange energy just to cause trouble for me? Kanoa looked at Tran Quan as if he were an idiot, but it is clear that this authority was intentionally changed to let someone in. He stubbornly held onto his guess. Can't be him. That guy must be afraid of too many rivals wanting to monopolize first prize. He pretended to act in front of, awkwardly patting his chest and claiming, "Don't worry, in hand with me here. Do not be afraid. No matter how the authority changes, I will help you get through this secret realm. It is just 500 zombies. Let me charge in." Kanan looked at the idiot in front of, feeling help, thinking to herself, "I think you should pray for yourself." Group continued to move forward. His earlier bold words seemed like a slap in the face to Tran Quan. Cowardly hid behind his subordinate while giving orders amidst the confusion of the surrounding power. Next, we just need to take down the boss, and the first reward belongs to Yanova Sigaiks. One subordinate saw something and spoke up to report, "Chairman, it seems like there are people over there." He was unexpectedly doubtful and asked, "How is that possible? Who else could be faster than our Yin Visai? A familiar voice rang out. "Finally, you guys have arrived." A Trun Kwon turned pale upon hearing this. Contrast to him, Si Nenhan cheerfully shouted, "That voice is Trung Avit sitting on the monster." He hugged his staff and slumped down as if dozing off. Hearing the noise, he opened his eyes and looked at the group that had just arrived, grinning and saying, "I have been waiting for a long time." She happily looked at him and enthusiastically said, "Rejong V, how come you are here? I was just about to look for you." Trun Kwon frowned at him and angrily asked, "Did you use the golden secret order to activate this realm? Where did you get the golden secret order?" He lightly stepped down, and a thin layer of dust rose as his foot touched the ground. Trung Vit calmly stepped forward. Behind him was the corpse of the giant tentacled monster from earlier. The surrounding scene created a gloomy. He looked indifferently at Tron Kwon, who was cowardly hiding behind his subordinate. "Aren't you always looking for ways to kill me? Now the opportunity is right in front of you." He looked at him in fear, as if the Grim Reaper was approaching. Panicking, "I was only relying on the free revival benefit from the Dark Realm to come here. I did not expect to fall into this brass trap. If he charges in here, I really might end up dying today." He is still arrogantly mocking you in front of his confused subordinate. "You can take me on just because of him. I hold the status of one of the 3 major clans in Lamhai City. Even the chairman, Sothun of the So family, has to show me some respect. What do you have to compete?" Saying that, he turned to give orders to the woman standing behind. Si Nenhan, use your binding power to control Tronjong V. Even a little force damage can kill him. Si Nenhan, looking annoyed, ignored Tron Kwon and replied, "Trong Vit used to be with Yin Vi. How did you treat him? If you want to kill someone else first, do not blame them for defending themselves. I want to help you do wrong." He was sweating and stiff, staring at her like that, unable to do anything to her. He turned to order his subordinate, "Damn it, you guys go ahead, kill Zhangwei." The lower level powerhouses awkwardly looked at Tran Kwon. "We are just a few levels, and he can solo that boss, right? Are you looking for death?" He was so angry he gritted his teeth, trembling with thought. In the end, Tran Kwon had to unleash his ultimate move. He raised his hand and shouted, "What is there to fear? You still have a chance to revive. Just die once, and I will compensate you 5,000 yuan." I do not believe he can withstand an attack from a sea of people. The lower level group began to waver and negotiate with each other upon hearing this. 5,000 yuan. I still have one more life to live. Under the power of money, the blinded crowd rushed towards Tronjong Vit. They said, "You die for money. Birds live for food." Then together they draw their swords and charge at you, shouting, "Brother, sorry." You scoff, looking down on those cowardly rats. Compared to a level 9B, Yin Via is just, what are they? A golden shadow swept through the group of power, and wherever it passed, one would fall. Trotterung Vit stood proud, holding the staff in his handsome hands. At that moment, fire erupted, burning every fire of the flame technique continuously unleashed explosive attack. The announcement board showing that you had defeated a player from Yven VF class. It is a pity for the evil community. You have eliminated a player from the Quiet Mist Pavilion. What a shame for the evil community. You have eliminated a player from the Quiet Mist Pavilion. Damn, the evil community. Your eyes are covered covered by a golden light. Seeing the system continuously notifying, you smile light. Here, eliminating anonymous players won't increase your crime. I do not have to worry at all. Seeing you distract, Tranquan quickly commanded, hurry up. While he is restrained, let us take down the boss and complete the secret realm. Before the group of experts could move too far ahead, you summoned your monster. It swung its pincers at the group, forcing them to retreat. The group of experts turned pale looking at the monster. What is that? Is it that kid's pet? The underling in front looked at the monster's level with satisfaction. It is just a silver armored scorpion. Let me handle it. Saying this, he stepped forward and slashed at the monster's head. Contrary to what he thought, his sword shattered while the damage dealt was 0. The underling tail, unable to believe his eyes. No way. I am a level 14 warrior, and all my strength points could not take down a trash scorpion. Look down on the idiots in front of you. A level 15 elite silver scorpion with 2 pieces of level 15 2-star gold equipment on it. How could you possibly defeat it? A rain of arrows comes flying in from who knows where, countless arrows appearing at once. The attack aimed directly at Tranquan's group. A brazen voice rises up. Go and chop them all down for me. Each person you chop down will earn you 20,000 gold. The subordinate, struggling to hold their shield, look at each other in fear. Who is attacking C? Aren't we the only ones here? Ian V. I wonder if they have come to steal people too. Trundling Vite watches the chaotic scene in front of deep in thought. A group of powerhouses rushes in from somewhere. With a mighty aura, they shout one word, kill. They dash past Tranavit like a gust of wind. They charge straight into Tranquan's to attack. You stand there, dumbfounded, looking at Logudai. This moment, he appears cool with his followers. He arrogantly mocks the Yan V group. Does my young master's people have anyone daring to touch them? Don't worry, brother. With me here, these trash can't do anything. You helplessly watch the clown in front of each. It is that guy again. Tranquan angrily looked, surrounded by his subordinates who were losing ground. Lu Diu. What do you mean? I was not targeting your. Lu Diu delightfully watched his twisted expression. Mock. It is nothing special. I just heard you like to solve problems with money. So I wanted to see if your money is as much as mine. Lu Diu pointed at Tranquan, saying something that stirred up everyone around. I will give you a chance to get rid. Whoever kills the president, I will give that person 1 million. The group of powerhouses was startled when they heard that huge bounty and shouted in unison, 1 million. He looked fearfully at his subordinates who were swayed by his money, shouting loud, you bastard, you want to betray me? Who dares to take act? It is the enemy of both the Tran family and the De family. Hearing that, the subordinates felt a bit guilty and hesitated to think. A violent tremor occurred, causing everyone to panic, stuttering. What is going on? The tentacled monster you killed earlier unexpectedly revived, exuding a terrifying dark power. Looking down at the crowd who were struggling, you could not help feel tense, silently calculating in your head. In another world, when the Lord and boss monsters have very low health, there is a very small chance of a riot occurring. It seems that the arrow just now caused the zombie Lord's health continue drop. Leading to this situation, the monster raised its weapon, its terrifying mouth wide open and slummy. The system information board popped up with a notification on the Dark Shadow Hideout map. All professions present in the Dark Shadow Hideout. Please take note. The Dark Lord Tangthai has gone berserk and evolved into a 3-star level 17 boss. Dark Tangthi Berserker. The Tangthi King held a shield in one hand and a mace in the other, its blood-red eyes staring at the crowd. Ludu Didal looked at the monster in front of, dropping any pretense, fear distorting his nose running. Panic-stricken, he shouted, Boss 3, the hell? No one told me bosses could level up. The Tangthi King swung a mace down to the ground. Its terrifying face let out a roar. This swing created a massive damage for, knocking back the nearby powerhouse. The sound of machinery rang out along with the notification board from the Guardian of the Secret Realm going haywire. The difficulty of the Secret Realm had increased. The Dark Secret Realm gate has been controlled. Professions can leave the Secret Realm at any time through the gate. Tranquan was overjoyed to see this. He laughed loud. Even the heavens were helping me. He looked at Lu Diu, who was sitting on the ground, dazedly staring at Tangin Vunerg in front of him, roaring, and laughed mockingly. Lu Diu, are not you the one who is always bragging? Tranquan pulled back his bow, aiming directly at the smug Lu Diu. Today, I will make you pay for that. His eyes were excited, widening his smile, stretching it to his ear, twisting and releasing the arrow. Each arrow flew with a golden streak, hitting Tang the Vigong's arm, successfully diverting its attention toward Lu Diu. The monster roared at, sitting on the ground, its blood-red eyes staring intensely at, as another arrow flew and successfully provoked Tang the Vung's anger. Lu Diu, terrified, rolled his eyes back, stammering and unable to articulate a plea for help. Tang the Vung raised its mane, preparing to smash it down on his head. A call echoed to save Lao's life. The silver-armored scorpion. The scorpion quickly protected Ulgudaibu beneath its body, bracing itself against the force of the flail that Tang the Vidung swung down. You are 10. Looking at the monster in front of you, realizing that leveling up really makes a difference, not expecting it to make the silver-armored scorpion bleed so much. This moment, Tranquan took advantage of the chaos created to reach the telegate, sneering with satisfaction. You trap. You want to kill me? Just wait another 10,000 years. You all take your time. I am not participating anymore. A Trungring Vite shouted angrily at him, stopping in place. Over here, the silver-armored scorpion had been heavily injured by Tang the Vung. It was still trying to protect Lu Daidu, who was screaming for help in fear. Hearing his cries for help made you hesitate. My instant teleportation technique can only be used once. If I want to kill Tranquan, Lu Do 1T have a chance. Come back. He will die here too. After thinking for a moment, you decide to turn back to save El Gudo. Using the ice flail technique, this move blocked Tang Tha Vang's attack. It was frozen in place by your technique. Screaming in pain, you grabbed Loku Dai's hand, who was still dazed on the ground, shouting, hurry up. Just as the two of you turned around, Tang Thi Vitring broke through the ice and immediately swung the flail towards a force coming down that, not dodged in time, would definitely cause serious injury. The two of you landed hard, struggling to evade Tang Tha Vang's attack. You are thinking quiet. That last hit with the Eclass mace only dealt over 100 damage. You look at the monster with the huge mace in front of you, gathering energy in the staff, and sigh. The level 17 3-star boss is indeed tough to deal with. You decide to use your advantage front Tang the Vunerg. You think you can only rely on the more agile advantage of your body by moving to find an opportunity to cast spell counterattack. You move skillfully, making it unable to catch up, continuously unleashing fiery move, gradually deplete its. Ludo watches the battle anxiously looking at the subordinate, commanding them. What are you still standing there for? Hurry up and retreat. The frightened group says to Dabu bro, we go up, we will just be bullet shield. One strike from Tang Thai Hong successfully injuring you, blood spraying from your arm. Painfully let out a scream and curse quiet. Damn, this guy is really fat. After being knocked down, you quickly jump back to create Tang Thai Hong. But before you can react to another strike from the mate, you are knocked down again, and you panic, thinking it is not good. The edge of Tang the Vang's app is only a short distance away from you, and you frantically look at the sharp object in front of you. A beam of purple energy wraps around Tang the Jung, binding it and preventing it from moving, saving you from imminent death. It roars loud, going through the void. Sinenan shouted loudly toward Old Rule, I support you. Finish the job. Immediately he stood up, stopping his energy and stabbed, aiming precisely at Tang the Vang. Fireballs continuously shot at it, flames flying like bullets. A group of powerful figures stood to the side, jaws dropped in astonishment as they watched the battle unfold, credulously asking Lao Zu Da, are they soloing a 3-star boss? That is impressive. He also stared blankly at the two figures, explaining, that is the second young lady of the two family, the one who just became a forbidden mate. Right, indeed. Those with the profession of executioner were very powerful, each technique having control of. Then he looked at Trandrang Vite with admiration, cheering him on. But only An Vite can defeat that monster. 3-star boss. If it were us, we would have died 1,000 times already. Then came his monologue with a shimmering light in the background. Before the helpless eyes of the subordinate, he confidently said, I want to pull both her and An Vite into my supreme guild. One subordinate reminded An Di Do not call her the second young lady of the Tu family anymore. You can't handle the other one either. Back to the fight. Tang Li Ving was still being continuously attacked by countless fireballs. Cried out in pain, the smoke clearing to reveal Tang Thai Vanning's body covered in wounds. He stared at it, silently thinking, luckily this guy's health is almost drained. Kanan urgently shouted towards you, Truong Vi, hurry up, the final attack is coming. You gently lifted the corners of your mouth and softly said, I am the one hiding in the secret realm. She looked at you beside her in a strange state, puzzled, and asked, what? After thinking for a moment, a strong energy radiated from Kanan's body. She replied to you, I know. Full energy condensed on her staff. She shouted loud, and the radiant fire immediately unleashed a massive amount of energy towards Tang the Vijing. As the dust cleared, the zombie king had been defeated. After completely defeating the boss, the levels of those in the dungeon were increasing. The system board popped up, announcing the area of Norden City. Congratulations to the occupational player Tu Nan. For the first time, clearing 15 levels of the hidden dark realm Ivis, you received a bonus of plus. Group of experts cheered joy. Honholu Diu excitedly rushed towards Truong Vi, hugging him tightly. Brother, you are my lifesaver. Without you, I would have been dead. Tran Quan had long been dead, and you were annoyed, pushing the bothersome person clinging to you away, warily saying, letting the tiger back into the forest will bring trouble later. He vaguely looked at you and asked, so what should I do? After a moment, he enthusiastically patted your shoulder and said, how about I compensate you 1 million dong? Calmly looked fool, only focused on money in front of you. Besides money, do you have anything else? Lu Diu, hearing your bold question, pointed at herself and began to pull you in. Of course I do. My dream is to gather all the strong people and build the strongest guild in the world. Brother, join my guild. He was about to reach out to grab, saying, my family, the Liu family, is the largest herbal medicine house in Lam Hang. As long as you, there will be endless medicine to drink. Pushed his hand away, struggling to stop him. Taking back his playful attitude, Lu Jiao suddenly looked seriously at Zhang Viet and explained, brother, let me finish what I am saying. The Liu family has a partnership with the top blacksmith family, the Su family, and the spellcasting family, the Shangguan family. Hearing this, he turned to ask him about the black. Lu Jiao nodded and continued to explain to him, that is right. My father and the head of the Su family are old friends. As long as there are enough material, any equipment is just a word. He rubbed his chin, deep in thought, realizing that compared to buying, blacksmiths can often create higher quality. He looked at Liu Jiao, who had turned into a puppy in front of, saying, it is okay if you do not want to join our prestigious guild for now. How about we be friends for later? You need to make it, can help you get in touch. He warily watched him perform before him and replied, all right, and he was happy when he agreed, cheering, that is great. After that, Liu Jiao happily waved goodbye to the two as they headed to the teleport gate. He said to Kanan, as we went outside, a group of powerful who had just emerged was standing under a city discussing excitedly. Tiko Han, the second young lady of the Touch family, have you awakened your profession yet? Profession of an advanced rank is truly impressive. It is beautiful and talented. Girl with both looks and skills like that, I really do not know who deserves this moment. Tran Quan was sitting on the chair with his proud subordinate, looking down at the shallow people in front of him. He said smug, Tu Nan is our key member. XC, this is the power of Yan V Section. So his subordinate worriedly reminded, Chairman, the second young lady has taken down the boss. Zhang Wei must have survived. But Tran Quan grimly replied, I have underestimated that guy. He even knows how to use the secret realm to set traps. If I can't kill Trang V, I can't call myself a person. The blinding light shone directly on them. The subordinate said, but his strength is really too strong, and besides, there is a supreme guild behind it. Tran Quan stood up. Longlai schemingly replied, just because we can't kill him does not mean others can. The guy looked at him in surprise. What do you mean, Chairman? The subordinate could not help but recall the veteran face that had once cleared dungeon number 3. He said, I remember last year, quite a few old professionals in the third world. Their levels were at least over 39. With the reputation of the tough family, they definitely won't refuse. Kan Quan, with a terrifying expression, looked up at the sky and said, Trejong V, just wait. If you can survive the third world, I will take my share. The scene shifts to the forest. Sinana carefully followed behind, asking question, Truong V, Tran Quan treats you like, so you will see me as an enemy. He turned his head coldly to look at her. One person worked, one person suffered. My only enemy right now is Tran Quan. 4. If you guys in Yenvu insist on help, I do not mind having more enemies. She quickly raised her hand to affirm her thought. I swear, absolutely will not help him harm you. And just like you, the thing I hate most is Tran Quan. Kana recalled the spoils that fell out when defeating Tang the Vanna, then threw them outside and said to, by the way, you just gave me the final attack, so these spoils naturally belong. Truong Viet looked at the pile of items on the ground and smiled. Think not bad. If I practice with these in skill book, my damage and health limit will increase significantly. Moment. The system notification sounded. Announcement for Norden. All adventurers in Norden pay attention. The invasion of the demons begin in 30 minutes. The level of the demon invasion this time is level 3. Adventure to protect Norden. The two of them look content on the screen vigilant. Kanai anxiously said, the demons are coming again. He looked at the announcement, felt pleased. As long as we get through this demon wave, the world mission will surely be completed, and I can move on to the third world. She worriedly reminded him to hurry back a bit. He turned to look at her and replied, yeah. Figure brushed past him, leaving Kanan stunned and unable to react. Person saw you and called out, Truong Viet, it is Lam Nai. She knelt at Truong Viet's feet, pleading, Truong Viet, I know I was wrong. Please forgive me. Truong Viet frowned and questioned Lam Gayat not. What do you mean by this? And Gayatna lowered her head, looking pitiful as she replied, he does not want me anymore. Hannah looked at her unpleasant expression, filled with anger. If he does not want you, just come looking for Truong Viet. What do you think Truong Viet is. Nguyen hurriedly defended herself. I admit I looked down on him for being poor before, but which girl would not want to live and have money? She approached Truong Viet, putting on a pitiful act. God, you are very impressive now, and your future is bright. We will never fight again, and moreover, I will make you happy. Truong Viet squinted, smirking at Nguyen Nai's sudden change of heart. Tan An was left speechless by her daydream, lacking any sense of shame. Suddenly, from somewhere deep in the forest, a monstrous roar echoed. Nguyen Nai panicked and hurriedly advised Truong Viet, the monster is coming. We do not have time to go back there. Truong Viet reached out, signaling her to stop. Tan Han was also worried and sighed deep. Luckily, after the secret realm ended, I adjusted my strength a bit, so I am ready for battle. Zhang Viet shot a cold glance at Nguyen. You also said my future is bright, so why would I need a loser like you? Get lost. His words left Nguyen Nai in shock. He has changed. He would never have talked to her like that before. Instantly, a swarm of monsters rushed toward where they were standing, fierce and bloodthirsty. Tan Han nervously summoned powerful light beams to hold back their advance. Using the light control technique, she quickly turned to Zhang Viet and said, there are too many zombies. Can't hold them back. Following her words, Zhang Viet also swiftly released a mysterious dark aura. Silver-armored zombie. First go in front of Tukan Nan. The silver-armored zombie was summoned by him to shield Tan Nan. It roared and pushed back a crowd of monsters that were closing in. Zhang Viet took out his staff and pointed it to the sky, forming a dazzling orb of light. From that orb, he shot a beam of light that enveloped the monster and wiped them out in an instant. Suddenly, a panicked voice rang out from behind, catching his attention. Zhang Viet, save me. Nguyen Nai, weak and pitiful, was tightly clutched by the ferocious monster. Save me. Tan An shouted, ready to rush in to save. I'm coming. Suddenly, an arm grabbed. Don't go. Zhang Viet frowned and advised her. We can't save her. Plus, she has to put herself in danger. Nguyen Hai was trampled by those monsters, and she screamed in terror without making a sound. Seeing the tiny lights around, Truong Viet could not help but feel doubt. The light of death. Could it be her? Tan Han chimed in, surprised. She has already used chances to revive, and those monsters rushing in, glaring at them with murderous intent. Truong Viet turned to remind Tan An, there is no time for being anxious. We need to deal with the Chew first. She was still dazed and stammered in response. Okay, I got it. Truong Viet turned away, feeling a bit heavy-hearted, remembering the joyful moments with Nguyen Nai. A little while later, the base was in a tense battle between humans and monsters. The monsters' roars echoed throughout the area. Truong Viet and Tan Nan huddled in a corner, observing the situation. Tan Han complained a bit, feeling tired. This is the third round. Why has not the afternoon exam ended yet? Truong Viet looked outside. Don't worry. There are at most 3 rounds in a day, and we are almost done now. We just need to wait for the afternoon exam to end. Suddenly, a system notification popped up. The second world. Zombies are surrounded. Context of the apocalypse is coming and the world is facing disaster. Humanity is shrouded in darkness and fog that continuously change. Zombies are about to swarm the city. The survivors of Noting City, remember to protect Noten City along with others. When the zombies break into the city, you will have nowhere to escape. Mission World 1. Clear a dungeon. Progress 0 per 1. Mission World 2. Participate and successfully repel 3 waves of zombies. Progress 3. Note, after completing the above world mission, you can activate the portal to the world boss dungeon and enter the third world. Zhang Wei carefully analyzes the information just reported. The recent dungeon has brought in 400,000. If you want to quickly enter the third world, you need to find the entrance to the dungeon as soon as possible. Thinking this, he turned and stepped outside. The burning will probably end soon. You should rest here for a bit. Tan Nan asked him in surprise. What about you? Zhang Wei quickly walked through the light portal. I have some personal matters to attend to. His words left Tan Han puzzled. What matter? I also want to go with at the level 17 zombie hospital. Zhang Wei thought before the afternoon exam ended. This dungeon should be cleared smoothly. You brought your staff and confidently walked into a dim room. The monsters heard the noise and all turned their eyes to the entrance. Truong Viet frowned, very confident facing them. You swung the staff in your hand to summon the monster. Silver armor. Come forth. All the experience is waiting for you. The late night was gloomy and a powerful energy radiated throughout the hospital. After a long while, all the monsters were taken care of. From them, dazzling gold coins jumped out. A series of reward notifications appeared from the system. Congratulations, you have completed the Lost Hospital level 17 and received a reward. Experience gained 200,000 gold. Gained 1 special energy. 30,000 honor increased 10,000. Received a demon slaying ring plus. Received skill thunder spell plus. Received beast tamer certificate +1. You have completed the second world mission. The second world boss has been activated. Defeat the world boss and you can advance to the third world. Congratulations, you have leveled up to level 9. Congratulations on reaching level 20. The next upgrade requires 120,000 experience. Truong Viet tossed the coins to his monster, making it very happy. With these, you can slowly evolve and reach the mythical level. It is just a matter of time. You were also very excited and started interacting with the system. Not bad. I have gained new skills and my attack power and health have improved too. Once the competition calms down, I will be ready to clean up the second world. After some selection, a really powerful new skill. Super Thunderbolt level up. Summons a lightning strike to attack an enemy, dealing 300% magic damage to the target. Special effect 30% chance to stun the enemy for 1 second. The stun state prevents all act. Consumes 95 mana. Cooldown time is 5 seconds. Along with the new, your current strength has increased significantly. Hell's Envoy Executioner level 20. Royal quality 3 stars. Profession Mage. Beastmaster strength. Magic attack 105. Intellect +10. Spirit +10. Each time the wearer attacks the enemy with 200 magic points, it will deduct an equivalent amount of life when the opponent lacks mana point. The legendary description states the ring sealed a demon from hell and it has fallen into dark. Suddenly, the system notified you have a new message. The system displays the chat box with a message from Tan Nan. Zhang Viet. Competition has ended. Do you want to fight the world boss together? Lu Ju also sent a message for help. Elder, the martial world needs rescuing. I heard the boss in the second world is level 20 and 3 star. Can't beat it. Truong Viet pondered while touching his chin. With the support of the forbidden source, the chances of winning would be greater. As for Li Ju, he has saved me a few times already. Thinking that, he quickly texted them back. Let us meet in 10 minutes at Gate. Tan Nan replied. Got it. Lu Ju also happily texted back. Okay. On the outskirts of Noting City, a crowd was rushing into the city. Tan Han curiously pointed behind. Why did you bring so many? Lu Ju smiled brightly and responded to her. I know the big boss is unbeatable, but after all, it is the supreme boss in the second world. Better to bring more bodyguards just in. Truong Viet nodded casually and walked forward. Alright, you like it? That is fine. Suddenly, a notification from the system appeared, causing all three to freeze. Check. The world mission has been completed, and the second world boss dungeon can be activated. Defeat the boss to enter the third world, and the check revealed there are many. Do you want many people to enter the second world boss dungeon together? Yes. Truong Viet gathered his spirit into a glowing ball of light. He launched the ball toward the selection board. Right after that, portal of light appeared in front of him. On the other side, the dim portal revealed a pristine landscape. The second world boss instant been activated. Zhang Wei casually glanced toward the portal and signaled. Tan Yan replied in agreement. Yeah. Lu Jia also urgently commanded his team. Follow the elder. His teammates shouted in unison. Group stepped through the portal of light together. A while later, under the strange sunlight, a sky was illuminated. Portal of light appeared, and they had entered the instance area. A huge monster was rampaging through this city. It noticed their presence and turned to glare at level 20 physical attribute boss. 3 stars. Lu Jia was sweating nervously and exclaimed, "That is really big. Is this really the second world boss? Is not even close to the wild boar first world." His teammates were also stunned and exclaimed, "Boss, we would have died at the hands of that level 17 boss in the hidden realm. And this monster is level 20. Can we really do this?" Right. Zhang Jiao led the group and began to instruct. "You all should not move too fast. Don't forget to remind Tenahan a lot. You should stay away a bit. Do not get too close to the boss. It might kill you." She summoned a protective aura in response. Right after that, you summoned your huge monster, Silver Armored Lizard. "It is time for you to show off." The large monster appeared, roaring with immense strength. Inside, Trajong Vit thought to himself. He had gained a lot of experience captured in the beast tied in the secret realm, so the gap between Silver Armored Lizard and the boss had narrowed significantly. The monster recognized a worthy opponent, flashed a terrifying killing intent. It looked at Trotting Vite with disdain and exclaimed, "Human, you all want to taste death." It immediately shot out sharp spikes to attack your monster. Silver Armored Lizard took hit and lost quite a bit of vitality. Trajong Vite anxiously leaped, gathering into a dazzling golden sphere. Fireball technique. The sphere shot down like a beam of powerful light onto the monster, making it roar in pain. Thick aura lingering on Trondrai Vite's weapon made him sigh. Not bad. The newly bought gear had significantly enhanced his attack power. In this case, the boss is just a wilder monster, a bit stronger than the usual wild monster. The monster was beaten badly, making it furious and scream loudly. The rotten bug got out of the way, charged and slammed into the deathly armor, sending it flying far away. It aggressively pointed at you and growled, "You humans who seek death, I will show you my true power." From its arm, countless sharp spikes erupted, launching toward Zhang Viet and the fatal armor. The large sharp spikes suddenly shot up, causing your companions to panic and flee. Fatal armor still had the strength to charge and attack the monster. The monster once again slammed into it, causing it pain and making it scream loudly. "Get out of the way." It was thrown far away, rolling a few times on the ground, raising a cloud of dust. Lu Ju panicked and gave orders to his teammate. "Hurry up. It is the strongest tank. Quickly heal it." His teammates surrounded the monster, channeling healing energy into it. At this moment, the huge monster charged quickly toward Zhang Viet. The fatal armor was healed and full of vitality, charging to shield Zhang Viet. Advance and trap. Tan Yan also contributed by launching a beam of light to restrain the monster. Lu Gong. She clenched her teeth and maintained the barrier. The monster was bound by her beam of light. He is angrily scolding humanity for being shameless and only knowing how to use this despicable magic. Tanon quickly glanced at Truong Viet, urging him anxious. "Truong Viet, hurry up. Can't hold it off for much longer." Truong Viet quickly gathered magic around his staff. "It is not that we are shameless. It is just that you are too weak." You shot 2 beams of light at the monster. Firestorm piercing ice technique. The monster, in pain, took the powerful attack. 754-67 burning damage, 50 frost damage, 1242 critical hit, 779 frozen damage, 50 ice damage. Lu Di watched all this in horror, exclaiming, "Oh my, 3-star boss level 20, and it lost a quarter of its health in an instant." Truong Viet's damage is too high. Truong Viet raised his staff, firmly stating, "It is time to end this." As lightning crackled around it, a massive bolt of lightning struck down, hitting the monster and causing it immense pain. Super lightning technique. After a while, the lightning faded, leaving behind a gloomy grace. The monster charged, collapsed before Truong Viet. Lu Diu happily, "Brother, you were amazing." Tanhan joined in with laments. "That is right, Truong Viet. It seems your damage is even higher now." Truong Viet did not react much to their word and quietly waited for some. A moment later, that big monster suddenly woke from under the cliff, startling everyone. "Attention. The second world boss Thai Hong has activated the water disaster." The sky grows dark, flames erupt throughout the area, and the crowd terrified exclaim, "What is happening?" The monster wobbles to its feet, causing a booming sound that shakes the ground. Growls angrily, "Damn humanity. I will drag you all down to hell with." They stood frozen, unable to believe what was happening before their eyes. Lu Diu, scared and crying, clings to Truong Viet's leg. "Brother, what do we do now? I do not have any more resurrection scroll. If I die one more time, I really want to be able to live." Truong Viet looked towards the light gate nearby, fully anxious. "Is too far. We run back there now. We won't make it in time." Suddenly, he spotted the silver armored yeti nearby and thought of a way to cope. "Got it. Immediate." Up the crying Lu Diu. Then he wrapped his arms around Tan Nan's waist. He stepped back to gain momentum, not having time to explain. Truong Viet threw both of them towards his monster silver armored yeti. He shouted angrily at it, "Use all your strength. Throw us towards the exit over there." Ingun Gipit understood, grabbed those two, causing them to panic. Lu Do was so scared that her face twisted in distress. "What is my brother joking about?" Jip Ngen Ut used all his strength to throw them toward the gate. Lu Dai, terrified and with tears in her eyes, screamed loud, "Oh my." Both of them safely landed in front of the light gate. Wow. Lu Do could not help but exclaim, "Damn, I thought I was going to die in there." Hun Han was extremely worried and looked back at Trong Viet, but Trondring Viet still had not come out, and the exit was about to disappear. At this moment, Trondring Viet had jumped closer to his beat. The ground around was gradually collapsed, falling into the lava below. It grabbed Trondring Viet, preparing to throw him away. He was extremely tense and once again reminded, "In and Gipti, hurry up and use all your strength. Throw me out. The moment you throw me, I will pull you back." It understood and threw him hard toward the nearby gate. In midair, he turned his head to pull back his beak. Ingrid Gipiti turned back. Where they had just stood, the ground broke into large chunks and collapsed into the scorching lava. Trong Viet rushed toward the light gate, but as he got closer, suddenly a jet of lava shot up, nearly hitting him, causing him to halt. "You fell down below and got knocked out." The inertia was stopped. Truong Viet quickly gathered his magic and summoned his weapon. From the staff in his hand, he shot a large ball of light toward Dungham below. The ball collided, causing Dungham to fly up violently. Han looked in panic as the light portal gradually shrank. The teleportation portal has disappeared. Truong Viet. Lu Diu exclaimed heartbreak. Oh my brother, are you really going to die like you sacrificed yourself to save me? But just as both were feeling down, figure suddenly rushed through the portal. Tan unhappily turned back. Truong Viet and Lu Diu were equally excited. Brother. As the dust cleared, Truong Diu landed steadily in front of them. You smiled to reassure your teammate. Tanan hurriedly ran to your side. Truong Viet, are you okay? Truong Viet replied. It was just a bit of a strong explosion. Right after that, the system announced the achievement in the area. Noting City congratulates the Lin professional for defeating the second world boss and passing the second world stage. Announcement from Noting City. Congratulations to the player Tico Nan for defeating the second world boss and clearing the second world stage. Announcement from Noting City. Congratulations to the player Chi Chut Tin Tin Daidu for defeating the second world boss and clearing the second world stage. Lu Do clenched his eyes shining bright. I cleared the stage. Thank bro. This is all you're doing. I will give you 500,000. 1 million to thank. Tronang Veet did not pay much attention to and just replied in alright, mission accomplished. I should head back and rest. Suddenly, Tun Han called out Trejong V. Wait, she frowned, feeling tense as she reminded him. Tron Kwon has left of IV sec. From what I know about, he will definitely find a way to take revenge on you. You need to be careful. Trong Veet nodded, understanding her point. Yeah, I got. Lu Daido was very excited, chatting with Tina and Ann. Sis, seeing your control skill. Beachy fight bitch Tron. We are the first new players to clear the second world stage. How about we go to the third world together to level up a bit? Tununa quickly dismissed the idea. No need. You go on your own. Lu Dion did not mind and happily responded. Alright, we get the chance. Let us collaborate again. Tunan could not help but exclaim. The connection between people is truly miraculous. Clearly did not like each other before, but they have become friends now. Not long after, at a gloomy cemetery. This place is the third world. From a desolate grave, a patch of earth began to stir, and a hand emerged from beneath the mountain. Lu Du and his teammates crawled out from that strange grave. His teammate excitedly exclaimed, "The safe zone in the third world is so thrilling. It is all this cemetery." Lu Du looked at them and continued, "Brother, we are the first new experts to arrive in the third world. We should seize the time to develop and strive to become the #1 guild in Trit 9 Prof." Suddenly, foot stomped on his hand. He yelled in pain at the person. "Damn it, who the hell dared to step on me? Is this a death wish or what?" A tall man contemptuously ordered, "Are you the Logu Dio from the Supreme Guild? Is there a guy named Trishang Vite in your team? Bring him out here for me." Lu Diu, dissatisfied, pointed at him. "Who are you? You tell me to call, and I am supposed to call. Where's the dignity of this young master gone?" His teammate quietly reminded him. "Are you coming in? They seem to be long-time fake professionals from the third world. Should we call Vietka over for a bit?" Lu Ju did not care much and exclaimed, "What about the old general? Do you want me to betray my brother?" "No way." He unsheathed the sword at his side. Not listening, Lu Ju shouted fiercely, "Then do not blame me for being rude." The assassin used the sword to stab through Liu Ju, but he was unharmed. Witnessing the unbelievable scene, the mercenary next to the guild leader exclaimed, "The attack was ineffective. There was nothing surprising." So the guild leader remained calm. "Do they have rookie protection? How can a rookie under level 20 pass through the second world?" The other standing behind Liu Ju also looked surprised. He touched the armor on his chest and said, "Luckily, rookie protection is capped at level 10. Otherwise, I would be dead for sure." The people behind worriedly said, "Guild leader, now's our chance. Let us." The evil fake general looked at them with a not so good expression and said, "Wanna run? It is not that easy." As soon as he finished, two people suddenly rushed in at an unbelievable speed to attack. The attacks reduced everyone's power quite a bit. 712, 738. The two notorious assassins appeared along with his satisfaction. "Just because I can't kill you does not mean someone else can." Two men with sinister faces appeared. Level 25, first shift warrior, second rank assassin. Level 25, first shift warrior, third rank assassin. This moment, Lu Du Daida's group looked panicked as they glanced at the two men who had just a group of followers behind him. Terrified, they are a hired assassin group, specializing in human trafficking. The Scarfist said fiercely, "I will give you one last chance. Hurry up and call Tranivite. If he does not come, just wait to die." Meanwhile, in a peaceful house, a voice said, "Dear Ma, Trejong V, the hospital has received the medical expenses you have paid." Trejong Vit sat quietly at the end of the bed, listening to the phone in the empty room, light streaming in from the window. As the voice on the phone continued, "Don't worry, we will take good care of your brother." Trejong Vit replied to the voice on the phone, "Okay, thank you for your hard work." The call ended, and he looked at his phone, where the conversation with Algu Daido was displayed. He wrote, "Thank my brother for guiding me to fight the boss before, which caused your previous plan to be ruined. This is the compensation we agreed upon, plus a little extra for the Trejong Vite looked at the conversation inside. He is a rich second generation, very generous, with over 1 million. There is no need to worry about medical expenses anymore." Son, you look surprised when you saw the phone. Lifting the phone to your ear, "Zhang, hello, hello." A voice from the other end came through, panicked and urgent. "Brother Jean, hurry and come save. Our president is about to die." On the other side, those people had dragged the flashy lit into the dark area of the Thama field, the mounds of earth. Those people were drawn to something approaching. The second elder assassin said, "Old man, someone is coming." In the disfigure of a man was approaching. Zhang Wei stepped forward majestically and the Scarfist guy sneered and said, "Are you Zhang Yai? Someone paid to buy your life. You and your brother. Only one of you can live." Lu Ududu angrily shouted, "Who are you? I will give each of you 1 million. Trust, my dad is the richest man in Lamhai City." Hearing that, he was a bit shaken. Old man, he offered a high price. Seeing his brother with no prosper skills made him angrily shout, "Seeing money, you do not care about your life anymore. This time the employer has a huge back, not something we can offend." Looking at the scar-faced Zhang Vi, he said, "It is just a beast tame. Second brother, kill him." Hearing the order from the boss, the second assassin boldly forward, shouting for backup. When he charged with the sword in hand, the guy had disappeared. This made the second assassin panic. Disappeared. Zhang Vi had held the long spear and launched a green orb, completely froze the second assassin's body, causing him to show signs of pain. Ice spike technique in that thick, rigid eye, he exclaimed in surprise. What? Third assassin, standing nearby, saw the situation of the second and furiously charged forward, shouting, "Second brother, you bastard." His charge did not make Zhang Viet flinch at all. He held the spear in his hand, channeling a bright golden energy with a powerful aura. Zhang Viet aimed the spear at the third assassin, causing him to be sent flying back. Fire missile. At this moment, there was still no trace of emotion in his eye, cold and determined. Witnessing and observing the previous battle made the scar-faced guy a bit hesitant, his face drenched in sweat, thinking to himself, no way, could not be, killing the level 25 warrior. Without letting Trondingvite know, the scar-faced guy quickly charged behind him to attack decisive. Sensing it, Trondingvite dodged to the side, could not avoid being injured in the lower part of his arm. The system displayed a notification. You were attacked by the shadow skill of the illusionist profession. The killer is not too cold, losing 1425 health. After taking that surprise attack, quickly backed away to maintain distance from the scar-faced guy. He was excited after seeing Trondingvite's agility from the previous attack and said, you managed to take one of my strikes, still survive. The scar-faced man did not stop, continuing to attack you with excessive confidence. You are nothing more than that. Trondingvite looked at the deadly attack right in front of him, thinking that a level 30 assassin higher agility than him. This move is too close, so I can't dodge it. A giant centipede appeared behind him, coiled around just before the attack from the scar-faced guy. Ingen Gippy. The centipede cried out, sweat beads clearly visible on its head. The shape of the centipede dissipated into a stream of white smoke, leaving behind a wailing sound lingering in the air. He continued to charge forward, relentlessly attacking toward Trondingvite. You looked at the incoming attack about to land on you, silently think, I can't dodge it. The scar-faced man rushed in with a fearsome expression, shouting, you are dead. Suddenly, a surge of purple energy appeared, wrapping around the sword arm of the scar-faced man, halting his attack. Lu Kuang Tan Han, looking worried, appeared behind Trondingvite and said, Trondingvite, are you okay? The scar-faced man showed clear panic at her appearance. This is bad. Your eyes lit up bright, clearly filled with a fighting spirit. In Trondingvite, he held the long spear, gathering a dazzling golden energy, saying, it is my turn. At this moment, panic was evident on the scar-faced man's, his eyes and mouth wide open. You thrust the spear toward, sending the scar-faced man flying back, gradually engulfed in the blinding light, lying amidst the roaring flame, creating deep crimson marks on his body. From the outside, all that could be seen was a large flame burning, accompanied by a booming voice. Just a level 20 beast tamer, yet can deal such high damage. I am an assassin, fully level 30 golden gear. In the vast desolate space, where the cold graveyard echoes, 400,000. You have shown up at the crucial moment 5 times already, helping me deal with the threat. Thank you so much. This moment, Tan excitedly said, are not we also considered to have a strong destiny? She thinks to herself, luckily I have always been watching Trondingvite's online status, otherwise how could I create this opportunity? At this, Luju steps forward with others and says, brother, I am really sorry. It is all to save you. Trondingvite turns to them and says, it is, they came for me anyway. Tan also joins the conversation. It must be that Chen Jun. Recently, he has been acting very strangely. We have long suspected he has some sort of scheme. Zhang Viet, what should we do now? She asks, do you know who those people are? Luju, standing behind, I know they are a group of hired killers. Hearing this, Zhang Viet immediately asked, hired killer, where do they come from? Tan Nan's face clearly shows the seriousness of the situation. Through her words, it is a group full of mystery with cold, bloodthirsty eyes. Group of hired assassin is actually a small assassin guild established 10 years ago. It is said that there are more than the assassins in the group, but none of them exceed level 30. Luju, hearing Tan Nan's account, shows disbelief and said, entering a different world 10 years ago and now only at level 30. How can they control it like that? He nods and says, level 30 requires a second transition. As long as they do not change job, they will never surpass level 30. They must be relying on this wit. The people behind Loku Dai moved closer and said, Chairman, these robbers have been hiding in the third world all year, making a living by robbing new professionals. The equipment and abilities accumulated over the years all been refined into golden attributes. They are very strong. Brow furrowed as he said, most of them are motivated by money, but given the high price I offer, they still would not let me go. Standing aside, Trondingvite said, they do not want money. There is another possibility. They might be cornered. His face stiffened as he said, this time they lost. They will definitely come looking for us again. Hearing Trondingvite say that, Lu Daidu panicked and said, what should we do then? The level difference is too great. We can always kill. After hearing his worry, he calmly said, didn't you mention last time that your family is very close to the Taiyu family, the founding clan? Could we ask them to help create a type of equipment? Lu Daiyu, puzzled, he placed his hand firmly on his shoulder. Trondingvite showed an air of mystery both in his expression and in his indifferent words. Any equipment at level 20 would be fine, but there is one condition: it must be effective against the evil heart as quickly as possible. After saying that, he left Liu Dai in a daze, saying, no problem, but why do you need this? Trondingvite glanced back at him and said, whether we can survive in this third world depend on it. The scene shifts to a luxurious high-rise building adorned with brightly lit rooms. A veined hand slammed down on the table, saying, what a waste. A level 30 professional assassin defeated by a level 20 beast tamer. How is that possible? Seeing the customer's anger, the old leader of the mercenary group tried to calm him down and said, maybe you guys underestimated your opponent, but do not worry, Boss Tran. I will take care of it myself. The leader of the mercenary group said. Tran Quan, with a sharp gaze, said, don't let me down, otherwise, you know the consequence. He slightly bowed his head, speaking weakly. On the other side, a long spear emitted a dazzling golden light. At this moment, Trondingvite was floating in midair. Next to him was the glowing spear. Thought to himself, at his current level, fighting against the mercenary assassins alone would be like throwing rocks at a wall. A notification appeared. In the third world, the Grim Reaper has arrived. The once prosperous human city had been turned into a graveyard after being wiped out by the Grim Reaper. Sira. The lucky survivors could only rely on moving to the grave to avoid attacks from the Grim Reaper. Ensure that the defense value of your grave is above 100 points. Otherwise, you won't be able to resist when Sarah the Grim Reaper attacks. World Mission 1. Please increase the defense value of your grave from the initial value of 300 2000 to a level of 300 per 2000. World Mission 2. Please complete at least one mission with a difficulty coefficient of no less than 300 to a level of 0 per 1. Note that after completing the world mission, you can activate the third world boss challenge portal and boss to advance to the fourth world. Inside the stone cave, ground suddenly shook, causing more small rock fall. A green notification appeared again. The deity Jiang Lin dealt 88 damage to your tome. Increase the defense value of your tome in the third world by defeating monsters, completing quests, clearing hidden area, and so on. In your mind, the scene of the Thama field appeared, thinking that the death deity would sweep through the third world at midnight, attacking everyone indiscriminately. Maintained for 10 minutes. Player does not return to the tome, or if the defense capability of the tome player will be killed immediately. Zhang Viet's eyes opened with determination, thinking that everyone would return to the tome, including the assassin. So to escape from them, this is the only opportunity. Your eyes gently closed with thought still flowing in your head. Now I just have to wait for Liu Ju over there. A notification board appeared with an image of a letter. In the letter sent, there was a picture of Liu Ju giving a thumbs up and a message saying, "Brother, the equipment you wanted is ready." A large arcane screen separated the Thama field from the red gas-filled space outside. The silent space in the dark and cold Athama suddenly echoed. A loud voice filled the area. Higa. His image was cheerful as he ran over holding a long spear. Truong Viet reached out to grab the wine spear and said, "I did not expect done so just one day." He replied cheerfully when he heard the question. "Core, your dad and the head of the Tu family are after all. Besides, as Vieka said, this is extremely urgent. No wonder legendary crafting masters create top-tier equipment in such a short time." Truong Vian raised the spear high, pointing it at the sky with joy on his. The report after analysis showed Dark Eye of Evil, level 20, 2-star quality, gold attribute, magic attack 100 plus intelligence plus 6. Intelligence plus 6. The Heart of Evil spell in full blood state. When hit by a fatal blow, it will be immune to this damage. Description of the refining from the Eyes of Evil. A staff forged in black water. Possesses extremely powerful evil strength. The signature of the creator of negativity overlord. Lu Diu anxiously asked, "Hey God, will we fight together next? I heard the guild members say that those assassins are guarding outside the safe zone. The specialty of killing people is our union." Truong Viet replied calmly, "I have other arrangements." The notice board reappeared. Notice of the Holy Light Cemetery area. All professional fakes in the Holy Light Cemetery. Please be aware. The Grim Reaper Xera will attack in 5 minutes. Everyone should hide in the tomb as soon as possible. He turned to his follower. "The Grim Reaper is coming. We need to hurry back to the tomb." In Li Diu's line of sight, he suddenly saw a group of people approaching them. He showed a frightened expression and said, "That is the group of assassins." Truong Viet, unshaken, reassured him, "Don't worry. This is a safe area. They won't dare act." The leader of the mercenaries threateningly said, "You little brat. Let us see how long you can hide. When you come out, I will make sure you die a hard death." This moment, Lu Diu turned to see Truong Viet a good distance away. "You said, you guys hurry up and go into the tomb," he said in a slightly confused tone. "Wait, where are you going? Death is imminent. If you go outside now, would not that mean walking into a death trap?" Zhang Viet glanced at Liu Ju and said, "Don't leave the Sacred Light Cemetery until I return. If you need any, you can go back to the second world to develop." Green membrane appeared, creating a path for you to exit. He watched you leave and said in surprise, "Zhang Viet, what exactly do you want to do?" Outside the green membrane, dark red mist was swirling continuously, hovering and waiting. Inside the sphere, on the flat ground, a sharp object resembling a creature's horn was slowly rising, stirring up a cloud of dust. That creature opened its bright, fierce eye, colored like fiery orange-yellow. The monster completely rose above the ground's enormous red body, stirring up dust all around. The green sphere still stood firm around the arena, avoiding the mixed dark red smoke outside. Zhang Viet walked alone in this dark, holding his sword. After walking for a while, he finally found the person he was looking for and spoke up. "Found it. The gravekeeper is scared as soon as he sees someone, and shouts loud, 'That damn Grim Reaper is coming to sweep through our Holy Light Cemetery again.'" Just then, Truong Viet stepped forward and asked, "Hello, do you need any help?" He was shocked to see that the person who just spoke was a kid. "Please suggest you came at the right time. Could you head to the City of the Dead east of Holy Light Cemetery and deal with the skeleton army there?" That moment, the system displayed information about the skeleton soldier. "I do not know when these things that were once hidden in Tibet burst forth. The skeleton army is the main force under the Grim Reaper's command." Level kindly explained further that just defeating them would definitely lower the Grim Reaper's morale. Hearing this, Truong Viet happily agreed to help. "That is right. We can't let it bully us forever. Leave this to me." Seeing that you agree, he happily replied, "I will be waiting for your good news." The adventurer. Immediately, the system sent a notification about accepting the Death Confrontation mission. Regular mission. Difficulty level 440. Description. Holy Light Cemetery is facing constant threats from the Grim Reaper. All fake hero. Advance to the City of the Dead and eliminate the skeletons within. Mission progress. Skeleton Warrior 0 per 300. Skeleton Archer 0 per 300. Skeleton Mage 0 per 300. Skeleton Guardian 0 per 800. Experience reward plus 250,000. Home defense points plus 500. Plus anomaly points plus 30,000. Equip 2-star undead suit plus 3. Skill book plus 1. A pet from elite common plus a duration of 3 days. After reading this note, Truong Viet thought to himself that although it was an ordinary mission, the difficulty was even higher than the royal level bounty mission of the Undead's Risk from the second world. In his mind, he recalled a story from the invasion period of the Death God Xer. Once you leave the sacred cemetery, there is only one way to die. Just as he was deep in thought, a fire-breathing monster suddenly attacked. Instantly, he raised a shield to protect himself. That very moment, the system sent a notification that your tomb has been attacked by the Death God Xer and lost 91 defense points. The remaining defense value of the tomb is 121. Fierce wind blew strongly along with the system notification that you have been attacked by the Death God Xereth. The effect of the evil heart from dark. The evil eye has activated. You successfully resisted the Death God Xereth's critical damage. This moment, Truong Viet was looking at the weapon in his hand, feeling pleased with himself. "Luckily, I had Lu Diu make this staff for me. You know well about its amazing effects when used in this battle. The power of the evil heart can indeed stand against the Grim Reaper. The damage from Deso is such that no matter how much blood you have, as long as you come into contact within its attack range, it can achieve an instant kill. Moreover, this thing also has the ability of the evil heart, which can just happen to be immune to its skills. The reason you were able to create this amazing weapon is that this was also something I accidentally learned when conquering the fourth world in my previous life. In the third world, unless forged by a master, such equipment would never appear." Furthermore, Truong Viet silently thanked his luck. Thanks to Logu Daidu knowing a legendary master crafts, this was better than in his previous life, taking too much time. So at this moment, you are ready to face the monster without fear, and even have time to think. You need to hurry back. Fierce battle broke out, creating a blue aura that enveloped the area. Seeing the scene, Lu Dudo was startled and exclaimed, "Scaring me to death. Death is really something." One of his underlings suddenly spoke up to remind him, "Boss, this is just the beginning. If we can't level up outside anymore, when the tome's defenses drop, we really will die." At this moment, the ceiling suddenly appeared from somewhere and spoke up mockingly, "Is not that young Master Lavu passing by? Why do you keep staying in the safe zone and not daring to go outside? Or are you afraid that if you step outside, you will never be able to return to the third world?" Seeing him so free that he even has time to mock others, I sternly reminded, "Atron, make use of your time and go out to level up. That is what is more important." important. Annoyed by my tone, he threatened back. Do I need you to teach? Don't forget, your mission is to capture Troning Vite. If you fail, you know what will happen to her, right? He also fired back a warning at, I will protect, but if you dare to lay a finger on KK. Hearing that, he smirked slightly and said, then I won't go easy on. This all depends on your behavior. If you obediently listen, your daughter will be fine. After that, he walked away but did not forget to leave a message for Ebu Dayu. Young Master Wu, I advise you to hand over Troning Vite as soon as possible. Otherwise, even if we do not kill you, you won't survive the night. This remark from Trontazen Dunadrid made him grit his teeth in anger. Damn it. Just relying on his high level and looking down on others. Just then, Tunanhan ran over and shouted, where's Troning Vite? I have something very important to talk to you about. The guy next to Lo Dudugli replied. Troning Vite got the equipment from the club president and then ran away. His words made her gasp and say, this can't be true. However, the red-haired guy loudly rebutted. We also think that Troning Vite wanted new equipment because he is trying to deal with the assassin group. But actually, another guy chimed in. He just wanted to resist the attack from the Reap and then escape from the encirclement of the assassin group. He left us behind and went off to develop on his own. Right now, the only ones left waiting to die in this holy graveyard are just us. Well, Eldudo stood up to defend Troning Vite. Stop talking nonsense. You use someone you do not doubt, and if you doubt, you do not use them. Troning Vite is not the kind of person you just described. His defense made this guy jump and question him. President, why do you still trust him so much? Right at that moment, Troning Vite sent a message to Eldudo asking for help with something. Your message made him smugly show off to Tunanan. Look, Vite is looking for me. I told you Vite would never abandon me. She was secretly irritated by his smug face and resented him. Why did you ask him for help? If you need help, why not ask? No way. I have to make Troning Vite understand that I am much stronger than Ulgu Daibu. So she quickly thought of a way to regain her position by sending a message. Trun Quan has already entered the third world. He is protected by over a dozen mercenary assassins and has a high-level fake identity in that tightly knit. Lu Du immediately chimed in with another message. Furthermore, Trun Quan has taken the daughter of the highest authority in the group, which intimidates the assassins into working for him. He replied to them with just 3 words. I know already. Lu Daidu suddenly started flattering and asked, if you trust me, could you tell me where you are? He also responded, Frank, in the Death City. At the same time in the Death City, Tohunan arrived at this place alone, wondering that based on the data, most monsters in the Death City range from level 25 to level 28. Based on our level, dealing with monsters here should be impossible. So what is Troning Vite doing here? Suddenly, a hand shot up from the ground, startling her and making her scream loudly. A zombie appeared right behind, but she was completely unaware and just exclaimed, you scared me to death. In that tense moment, someone suddenly used a skill to save her, a teleportation technique. As soon as she heard that voice, Tan Hang turned around in shock and shouted, that sound is a hand reaching out. Zhang Wei held her in his arm, making her shyly call his name. Zhang Wei, you are busy using magic, lightning spell, fire tech. Your magic can easily kill that zombie. Tanan thought shyly while in his embrace, came to save her again. At that moment, the system sent a notification. Skeleton warrior, common monster level 25, physical attack power 565, physical defense power 390, magical defense power 380, life points 4420, skill heavy strike, charge description, person dies in the hands of the Grim Reaper. The flesh and blood rotted. They turned into a skeleton and lay sleeping underground. When disturbed, they will come back to life. A subordinate spoke up asking Pet, hey bro, is not our mission just to kill Zhang Wei? Why did the boss personally take Tran Quan to level up? He replied sternly, whether it is killing or getting promoted, as long as the sponsor gives us money, we just do what they say. Then he swore force, Troning Vite dares to come out, I will definitely take revenge on him, making sure he dies without a place buried. Just then, a shadow like a ghost, making Pet mistake it for Troning Vite and scream out loud, you little brat, you want a sneak attack in your dreams. Hearing his voice, the shadow hurriedly ran away, causing him to misunderstand even more and curse, I spit on worthless, you just die in there. Luckily, there are graves inside, so you won't have to dig up your useless junk. This moment, the shadow ran towards Liu Diu's group. He quickly asked the mysterious shadow, what is going on? You were not recognized, were you? The person disguised as Troning Vite replied. The group was cursing someone named Troning Vite, saying he was saved in the cemetery. After hearing that, Liu Diu happily said, that is good then. If you are not in any trouble, the money will be transferred to your account soon. Remember, do not tell anyone about this. Got it. The hired impersonator happily thanked boss. Just then, the red-haired henchman in the group voiced his dissatisfaction. Boss, that punk is trying to use us to help him pretend he is still in the graveyard. But why would you want to help? If you just tell the assassins direct, maybe they will give up their siege on our supreme guild. But Eldu Daiwo believes Troning Vite told us to wait for him to return to a safe area. That guy still won't give up and keeps arguing. Boss, are you being foolish? He is just one person. Even if he comes back, how can he deal with so many high-level fake professionals from the mercenary group? This guy's stubbornness is making him angry. Alright, he said seriously. I trust my judgment. Troning Vite will definitely be worthy. Meanwhile, in the city of death, Tunanhan expresses her gratitude for Troning Vite's saving her life. Thank you. She then asks Troning Vite, are you trying to level up again? He honestly replies, yeah, but it takes so long to level up just one. It is way too slow. His modesty makes her feel exasperated that he still thinks it is slow. I have not seen you for just a day or two. Not replying to her, he is busy thinking the initial defense value of the tome could only withstand 3 attacks from the Grim Reaper. In other words, 2 more nights pass. Those in the lighted cemetery will either be killed by the assassin or be taken out by the Grim Reaper. Then suddenly, Troning Vite asked Tanan, do you have any medicine? She quickly replied, I do. How much do you need? He responded, time is very urgent. The more the better. I will pay you 120% of the market price for these medicines. After hearing him, pressed her bag and exclaimed, is it really that much? Immediately, a lot of liquid medicine was taken out, and she explained why she brought so much. It just so happens that my sister prepared a lot of things for me. After that, she asked him, you want so many vials of medicine. You must want to level up and improve your strength. Then go back and kill those mercenary assassins. Soul. Right. He did not mind confirming that. Yeah, I am working hard to strengthen myself to surpass them in 3 days. Troning Vite's words made Tanan astonished and asked back, human surviving in another world is limited. In such a short time, can you really do it? Firmly asserted. I have. Seeing his determination, she volunteered. Then I will come help you. Hearing that, he warned her first. The next monsters will all be very high level and very dangerous. dangerous, but she still insists confidently. It is. My sister found me a new set of so my attack and defense have increased a lot. Her words made him give a forced smile while feeling a sigh inside. No wonder it costs 400,000. That is quite generous. Finally, Trongongvid agreed to let Tunhan participate in this. Alright, let us come up with a new battle plan. The reason you let her join is that with 400,000 the efficiency will be higher, but the premise is to ensure her safety, and she still does not know anything and is happily cheering loudly. Okay, moments later, a notification board appeared. Task: confronting the Grim Reaper, a regular mission with a difficulty rating of 440. The Sacred Light Cemetery is facing a constant threat from the Grim Reaper Xera. We kindly ask the adventurers to enter the Graveyard of Death and kill the skeletal soldiers there. Mission progress: Skeletal Warrior 33 per 300, Skeletal Archer 6 300, Skeletal Mage 22 per 300, Skeletal Shield Bearer 68 300, Experience Reward plus 200,000, Home Defense plus 500 plus 1, Energy plus 30,000, Looking at the 2-star Spirit Mage plus 3, Skill Book plus 1, Normal Pet Token plus 1, Duration 3 days. After reading the board, Strong Viet frowned, thinking that with the current upgrading equipment and levels within 3 days would be quite difficult. I remember there is a Skeletal Island dungeon at level 25 in this third world. It is similar to the dungeon in the second world, which can be upgraded to become a hidden dungeon. The reward is a dungeon scroll, plus completing the mission. It is almost like that. After thinking it over, he suggests, then please accompany me to this dungeon. Of course, Tanhan did not refuse and loudly replied that she would. After a while, the teleportation gate opened, making her anxiously ask, this is the secret realm of the third world, the Dry Bone Island. While you calmly said, the two quickly entered the secret realm. As soon as they stepped into the secret realm, a terrifying space with a giant skull appeared before them. An MC named Magician Lori appeared. As soon as he saw the two, he asked, Guardian, you are here to help the lonely old man seal this monster, right? Zhang Viet replied briefly, that is right. He then handed you a silver badge and wickedly said, take it. I hope you won't die because of your recklessness. Quickly took it, and an announcement appeared immediately. General Order level 25. Exclusive secret realm of the Dry Bone Island. Description: you hold the order. When you kill a skeleton, you can receive a chance of 10 times to refine. Each refining costs 20 energy points and has a certain probability of receiving the golden order. Note, this item is automatically bound and cannot be traded or discarded. This moment, and Tunhan nervously asked, with his expression looking strange, is this secret mission really that difficult? Trondring Viet casually replied, the secret order opens the secret realm, giving a chance to refine into the golden secret order, but this takes some time. However, she was still worried that while killing monsters is easy, the chance of refining is low, and it consumes a lot of energy. How could an ordinary person have that much energy? But you still confidently reassured, don't worry, what I have plenty of is energy. After a while, the monsters appeared along with notifications. You have killed a level 25 skeleton shield guard, gaining 220 experience points. Grave defense plus 1 energy. You have killed a level 25 skeleton shield guard, gaining 220 experience points. Grave defense plus 1 energy. After the fierce battle, the storm gradually subsided. Tunhan was out of breath from exhaustion and asked, we have defeated quite a few monsters, but why has not the secret order changed? Trondring Viet looked at the badge in his hand and replied, not yet. Keep going. Do not give up. Suddenly, the badge changed from silver to gold. The system also displayed a notification. Congratulations. You have successfully refined the Golden Order, the exclusive secret realm of the Dry Island. Please upgrade the secret realm of the Dry Island Golden Order within 2 hours. The Golden Order will disappear once it expires. That announcement made Truong Viet happy, saying, we did it. Truong Viet looked at the gold badge in his hand and said, the chance to refine the Golden Order is less than 1 in 10,000. Looks like our luck is pretty good. Then Tanan added, luckily, you have enough energy to trying until we succeed. He then continued to share his plan, calculating the time. The Reaper is about to move in, and we have accumulated a lot of points, so if the safe zone is attacked once, it should not be a problem. The Golden Order lasts only for 2 hours, so first, let us go to the secret realm. It will also conveniently help us avoid a direct combat with the Reaper. After he finished speech, she had no objections. Okay, let us do as you say. Moments later, the system displayed a notification. Indeed, some equipment only appears in high-level dungeons. When dealing with a hired assassin, there will be an additional chance of victory. You have used the Golden Order to upgrade to the hidden secret realm. Congratulations, you have received the reward for activating the exclusive secret realm of the gold coin, plus 5. A box of optional equip level 25 undead equip, 2 stars plus 31. Just as the gate opened, the system announced the mission, kill 4 skeletal warrior and eliminate the guardian of the secret realm, General Skeletal Hera. This announcement left Tenahan shocked, stuttering. What? How could this happen? Moment. Trondring Viet seriously warned, be careful, they are coming. Right after that, a wisp of white smoke appeared. From that smoke emerged a skeletal figure on horseback, and the system immediately provided information about this skeleton. Skeletal General Hera, level 27, physical monster lord. Following that, Skeletal General Hera immediately shouted orders. O soldiers revived from dark force, heed my command, and kill the invaders ahead. Instant. The skeletal warriors rushed towards Trondring Viet and Tenanan, so he hurriedly assigned tasks to her. If they coordinate with the skeletal general at the lord level, it will be very difficult. Lure the skeletal warriors away first. Defeat them one by one. She quickly agreed. A moment later, both of them turned and ran away. As she ran, she shouted to Trujong Viet, how long do we have to run? He did not answer but instead asked her back, with full strength, how many people can you control at once? She was confused and replied, I have not tried this yet. Upon hearing this, Trong Viet said, I will take these people away, and you find a hidden place and control as many people as you can, so I quickly kill them. Hannah followed his instructions and left first. Alright, quickly use the fireball technique to attack, but it seemed that this move of yours had no effect, as they remained intact after your strike. At that moment, you suddenly swung the staff in your hand and loudly called 400,000. Immediately, Tanan appeared using the mass control technique to restrain the skeleton, then shouted, Truong Viet, hurry up, I can't hold on for long. Without hesitation, Truong Viet stepped forward and used both the fire mist under technique at the same time. This time your technique worked, shattering the skeleton army. The skeleton general Hera saw this and growled in anger, you killed my soldier. It raised its sword high and swore, then I will take your fresh blood as payment. Immediately, a long status board, the skeleton general Hera, a physical monster lord, level 27, physical attack 800, physical defense 400, magical defense 400, health 19,800, skill, storm surge, piercing attack. Description of the leader of the skeleton warrior, protector of the island, commanding the skeleton army, ruling over the skeleton island. Anyone who intrudes on the island will be killed by the skeleton general. This attribute board makes Truong Viet feel a bit uneasy. The attribute is strong, but his skills are still on cooldown. If he gets hit, he won't make it through. Just when he was lost in thought, Tan Han called out to Truong Viet loud. This moment, she felt like she was about to collapse. Oh no, today Mun is forcing too many to use their skills, so he is exhausted a lot. At that moment, the skeleton general hero was preparing to stab Truong Viet, but luckily, Tan Han used a light saving technique to save. Immediately, he regained his sense and leaned to dodge the attack from the skeleton general hero. Seeing this is the right moment, he launched an attack. The spear in your hand 1 TB effect. He used 3 simultaneous techniques to deal with the skeleton general hero: lightning technique, ice spear technique, and fire missile. After taking those 3 hits from, fell over and angrily cursed, "You damn intruder." Truong Viet ignored its insult because he was busy explaining what had just happened to Tan Nan. "Sorry, I had to trick it due to my huge energy consumption earlier." She did not blame him, just praised him, saying he did very well. Suddenly, he had something he wanted to ask, hoping she could help him one more time. She asked, "What is it?" You did not respond to her right away, just looking at General Thakite hero, who was defeated and kneeling on the ground. At the same time, outside the secret gate, someone spoke up and asked, "Boss, it is not time yet for Chu-Kei to renew your resurrection scroll. Why are we standing guard outside the secret realm?" Pronto Nam replied, "Dangerous. The secret realm has been activated. The authority has changed. Outsiders are not allowed in. I want to see who dares to risk their life." B heard this and was about to say something, but he was cut off by the man. "What is with all the chatter? Do you lot only know how to eat?" Just as he was confidently speaking, a figure appeared inside the gate. "When that guy steps out, we rush in and take him down first." Immediately, the system announced Holy Light Cemetery Area. Congratulations to the player in the profession of makeup artist, completing the hidden realm level 25 of the Bone Island and receiving the level 25 bonus scroll reward +1. Chan Dine looked at the person who just appeared at the gate and shouted in shock, "How can it be Nanai?" Realizing the identity of the person before him was so significantly inquired with Ten and An. "Nan Hai, you activated the hidden realm of Bone Island, did not you?" She proudly replied, "That is right." Then he continued to ask, "Why did you close the door after activating the secret realm? At least we could help you." She still kept a cold attitude and replied, "I opened the secret realm to take the reward alone. Is that not allowed? Moreover, I do not need anyone else's help." Then she glared and shooed him away, telling him to get lost. "Get out of the way. Nothing's going on. I am leaving." He certainly did not dare to stop, could only respond submissively, Okay, as long as Nanai is happy." Just then, a loud voice yelled to stop Tan Nan, boldly questioning her. A normal person would not know. According to the setup of the Dry Bones secret realm, when activating the hidden secret realm, one cannot receive the reward scroll. Basic. You are not supposed to enter the secret realm alone. I right. Tan Han felt guilty but still calmly replied, "My team consists of me and you." She opened the secret realm, so I went first. Is there a problem? He still did not believe it and pressed for more answers. So where is she? She seemed annoyed and replied, "She is gone." Then she turned to show her displeasure to Tran Dan. "Hey you, your people seem to be treating me like a suspect." He certainly did not dare to offend and just stammered a response. "Oh no, do not be angry. This guy is someone my boss invited. He does not understand what is going on." I saw her walk away, but he flattering her and asked, "Can I invite you back to have a meal?" She seemed annoyed and said, "Fine, just do not follow me." After sending the little ancestor off, the commoner turned to Pet and said, "I told you to keep an eye on Truong Viet. Make sure he is still in the safe zone and has not gone outside." "Right. My brothers told me they saw him trying to go outside, but because our people were guarding the door, he turned back." He was pleased, laughing loudly and confidently thinking that tonight was the 3rd night. As long as he does not go out by midnight, Grim Reaper will attack, and the value of his tomes will be 0. Truong Viet and that little brat named Lu are definitely dead. In the forest at that time, only Tandem was walking slowly. After a while of walk, she called out loudly for Truong Viet. He unexpectedly stepped out from behind a rock and replied, "Hi." As soon as she saw him, she hurriedly said, "I was afraid you would get discovered by Tran Dan's people." She asked, "You told me to go out first. You must have known Tran Dan was there, right?" He explained, "He hired a lot of assassins this state. They are probably the most powerful ones in the 3rd world." As soon as the announcement about the secret entrance was made, given his nature, he would definitely come to see who had taken his pride and conveniently reclaim it. Hearing this, she finally understood everything. "No wonder you asked me to help you finish off the boss. It must be to hide your identity, right?" At this, suddenly Zhang Viet apologized to Tan Nan. "Sorry, can't he reveal it right now? It is also to avoid trouble. This time, I owe you one." Your words made her blush and respond quickly, "It is nothing at all." Then she said, "I am really happy to be able to help." Her words made him feel happy and respond, "Thank you. Let us clean up a bit and check out the loot while we are at it." Of course, she had no objections to his arrangement. A moment later, a notice appeared. Level 10 a grade super spirit shield cannot currently upgrade the mana condensation effect. Create a magical shield that can withstand damage to oneself or allied units within a 30-step range. The skill's protective shield value activates based on 300% magic attack. Lasts for 10 seconds. Special effect while the magic shield is active. Increases the user's defense by 10% when using the shield, consuming 105 magic points with a cooldown of 20 seconds. After reading this, Truong Viet thought to himself, "Not bad. It is a skill for protecting life, and you even get to choose a box of undead." Then he spoke clearly to Tan Nan. "Now we just need to stay away from Tran Quan's people and return to the Holy Light Cemetery mission to easily reach level 25 and resolve this dilemma." At this point, hearing him say that, she worriedly suggests, "The opponents are all level 30. Are you sure level 25 is enough? Or should I still use my sister's connect?" But he appeared very calm, patting her head and replied, "Don't worry, we can handle it." His pat on the head made her blush. To dispel her embarrassment, Tan Nan suddenly took out a scroll and suggested, "Right, earlier when we passed the first one, I also received this golden scroll. Should we open it?" As soon as the scroll was opened, she read the contents out loud. Missions in the other world are usually divided into 3 types: regular mission, hidden mission, and bonus mission. Among them, hidden missions have the lowest probability and the highest rarity. Bonus missions have the highest uncertainty, but most of them are related to monetary rewards, so they are not as important as hidden mission. After reading it, she thought that the amount of potion consumed over these 2 days was quite significant, so this was a good opportunity to earn some extra money. Just then, a strange occurrence suddenly appeared behind the two. The lake was right there. This left one of them quite wondering, what the heck is going on? From the smoke, figure emerged, incredibly tall and menacing. The system notification appeared. "Please note, the bounty mission has been refreshed in the first map where you are standing. City boss defeated. Level 28 Skeleton King. 3-star physical boss. Congratulations, you have activated a hidden opportunity. Do you want to upgrade the completed mission against against the city god for the rare hidden mission. Hunt the Skeleton King. Yes, looking at the huge thing in front of him, Tenon asked, Trejong V, what does the system notification about upgrading the completed mission mean? Trongvi V thought choosing to upgrade the mission meant giving up the rewards of the original mission. He did not complete the upgraded mission. It would be a waste of effort. He began to calculate. Under normal circumstances, he would definitely choose to upgrade the mission. But since Tronda Don was nearby, he must have noticed something. If he rushed in to fight the boss, all previous efforts would be in vain. Tonahan reminded him loud, the hidden mission can only be encountered, not sought. Why are you still hesitant? While the Trondon crowd has not passed yet, let us take it on. The company says. You flashed a wicked smile and replied, alright. Right after that, Trondring Vite pressed the button on the system screen. Instantly, a notification board appeared before you and Tenon Nan. Congratulations, you have leveled up and received the hidden mission Kill the Bone King. The mission reward has been experience value plus 500,000 Ven, tome defense value plus 500, gold plus skill points plus 100,000, a level 25 2-star undead out with all 7 pieces, one self-select skill book, and 2 elite pet certificates. Note that all rewards belong to the player who defeats the Bone King. After reading this board, she happily remarked about the doubled experience, complete gear set, skill book, and pet certificate, saying the rewards are much richer than previous missions. This time it is very worthwhile, but you feel a bit, as it is just the two of us trying to kill the enemy within an hour. While the two of you were chatting, a sudden sound caught both of your attention. We are in luck, and a boss just appeared. Tana recognized the voice and knew who it was, so she was about to speak, but before she could finish, Zhang Viet covered her mouth and signaled her to be quiet. Shisha. Just as the two were hiding behind a large rock, Tran Dan and his group of assassins appeared. He looked at the boss in front of confidently said, if we kill this monster, the rewards will definitely be huge. Unlike but looked at the monster with horror, thinking that this level 28 boss take just a step and send TNA meet. This moment, Tran Dan's group of assassins was facing the terrifying monster alongside him. Right after that, Tran Dan gave them order. You all deal some damage to it, and let me finish it off. One assassin in the group got angry upon hearing this. You clearly want us to go die. Pet stopped him and then gave order. Forget it, you two. You guys focus on drawing its attention. Support with healing. The assassins and I will deal damage. Let us hit fast and win fast. They had no objections and immediately lied. After saying that, he quickly charged toward the monster. He swiftly slashed at it, and the monster retaliated with a strike. Power slammed down where they were standing. Fortunately, they managed to dodge in time. At this moment, Pet hurriedly ordered one of the group to use a weakening spell on it, and this person immediately lied. Okay. The weakening spell immediately struck the monster. Back to Tanan. She looked at the group fighting the monster and asked quiet, Zhang Wei, do you want them to wear themselves out? Zhang Wei slyly replied, this is called a mantis stalking its prey. The sparrow behind. The soldiers charged fiercely into the skeleton. It screamed in pain from the damage of the attack. Kanan was worried. No wonder they were elite assassins. Just a few of them could cause such significant damage. Zhang Wei reminded, there are also caretakers up. Their coordination is quite on point. Funke realized, wait, do you guys sense any? From a distance, Tranquan yelled, what are you all stopping? Please take down this monster. If I do not level up and get the reward, what do you think will happen? You all know that. Curly Hair spoke up. Boss, this guy is really pushed. Suddenly, Funke angrily swung her sword. Get out of. Zhang Wei sensed the dangerous situation. An explosion caused by Funke's sword. Zhang Wei laughed. I did not expect you to catch. Funke glared, daring to mess with us right under our noses. This is really underestimating our assassin group. Tranquan was surprised. Zhang Wei, were not you cornered in the safe zone? How did you end up here? And you are with Kanan too. Kanahan, how could you be with him? She said angrily. I have said it a long time ago. No matter who I go with, it is not your turn. Manager. Tranquan widened his eyes in anger. If you kill him, I will immediately release your daughter. Funke turned his head, reminding him to word. He ordered, you go to the safe zone and call everyone here for back. Curly-haired guy shouted clearly. Then, Funke rushed quickly towards Truong Viet. Truong Viet commented, that is really fast. Push Kanan away. Get out of the way. Truong Viet dodged Funke's attack. Stepping back, Funke challenged, if you have left the safe zone, then I will take your life. Kanan shouted loud, surprising him. Keep dreaming. Funke cursed. You little brat. She replied serious. I won't let you bully the weak just because you are strong. Truong Viet immediately launched an attack, using lightning technique, fireball technique, and ice spear technique against Funke. Huge explosion occurred right in front of Funke. Endured the painful blow. Why is this kid's damage so high? On the other side, teammates were requesting rest. Hurry up. We can hold on much longer. Duanko Triyu summoned his ability, creating a dazzling golden halo. Funke glanced at Truong Viet. Then he ran off to rescue his teammate. Truong Viet ordered Kanan, we need to find a chance to delay them and take down the boss. She nodded clearly. At the cemetery, Lu Diu and the teammates were discussing. Boss, what should we do? There is not much time left. If we do not go out, we will die. If I had known that, I would have sold Truong Viet to the assassin organization already. At least we could have left. Lu Diu stood up to get everyone's attention, pointing. Everyone looked. The assassins are leaving. The teammates were surprised. It was true. The heavenly assassins finally decided to go. Thank goodness. Lu Diu was curious. Why did they suddenly retreat? Could it be that Truong Viet's whereabouts been discovered? One teammate reported. Boss, it is tough. The hired assassins finally retreated. Now is a good opportunity for us to go outside, farm monsters, and increase the defense value for that tome. Don't worry about that Truong Viet anymore. That is right. Otherwise we really will die here. He retorted. Truong Viet said he would give us our freedom back before tonight. If he gets surrounded by the assassin organization, then all our efforts could be in vain. I can't be ungrateful. The teammates fell silent after hearing that. Lu Diu shouted order, gathering all the members of the guild to head to Death City immediately. Anyone who participates will have their rewards doubled. The teammates sighed tired. The boss is so honorable. It is hard to tell if that is good or bad. Thinking too much is useless. Just do not miss out on the money. Funke rushed towards the skeleton. Still commanded the curly hair. Uncle Ne, weakening it. I will handle the rest. He nodded. Alright. After that, Uncle Ne got caught in the skeleton's move, leaving him stiff. It immediately slammed its hand down hard to eliminate. On the other side, Truong Viet and Kanan observed the skeleton. The two skeletons and Funke faced each other. Tranquan was worried. Now it was 2 against 1. Before the assassins arrived, Min should still be careful. The skeleton slammed down hard, causing Kanan to step back. Truong Viet shouted loud. Kanan was counting on her. She can follow orders. Kanan launched a technique. The skeleton. Truong Viet realized the right moment was now. Suddenly, Funke approached from afar. You little brat. I won't let you achieve your goal. Truong Viet turned to look at Kai. A strong light flew in from somewhere. The beams attacked and distracted Funke. I'm damn it. Which bastard dares to interrupt my good fortune? From now on, that is is the army of Liu Ju. VK is stationed at the back. We just need to support. President said to protect. If he is taken down one, there will be a 30,000 compensation. Go ahead. Feng Kai is flustered. Just a bunch of ants biting it. Where are you all? He has been cursing for days, locked up like a mad dog, and now he dares to recklessly kill them. Feng Kai's teammates were wiped out by Liu Ju's soul. Truong Viet jumped high, seizing the opportunity to strike at the weak. Feng Kai was terrified. This kid is only over level 20. How can he have such high damage? He approached to ambush. If this goes on, the boss will be stolen. Kanan shouted loud. Do not engage with. She cast a freeze spell on Feng Kai. Glared. Considering Tranquan, I won't attack, but if you want to die, I will help. Then Feng Kai broke free. He rushed quickly towards Kanan. Feng Kai charged hard into her. Truong Viet shouted in horror. 40,000. Kanan denied her final words. Truong Viet, hold on. Then she vanished. Truong Viet gritted his teeth in anger. You continuously executed techniques on the skeleton. Lightning technique, ice spear technique, and fireball technique. Feng Kai was furious. His eyes bloodshot. Die. The skeleton swung its fist at Truong Viet, but it was blocked by Truong Viet's super magic shield. You raised your weapon in front of the skeleton, and Truong Viet unleashed his ultimate move. Fire missile. The skeleton was blown away by the power of the finishing move. The announcement board reported that the level 28 boss was defeated, receiving experience reward, performance point, the final blow, and a power bonus, the battle pack, leaving only ruins behind. The system congratulated on completing the mission. Kill the Lich King. Liu Ju received the signal that the boss had been killed, definitely by Viet. Viet has risen again. We need to hurry. Truong Viet thought to himself. Luckily he had received a defensive skill when passing through the secret realm, allowing him to block the boss's final blow. Now I need to complete the quest to level up. First, let us gather the loot. The announcement board appeared again, congratulating that during the boss, the necromancer job effect was activated. Do you want to collect the boss as a pet? You happily accept. Yes, yes. Tranquan shouted from the side. My boss. What use are you? Hurry up and get the loot back for me, or I will kill your daughter right now. You bastard. Trying to run away. Feng Kai wielded his sword and chased after Truong Viet, glancing back. Don't be hasty. I will be there to take your head soon. Just as Feng Kai arrived, Truong Viet disappeared. Tranquan yelled. Person, useless trap. All of it. I can see you do not really want to save your daughter. Do you? Just wait for me to come out. Feng Kai shouted back. Shut up. He knocked Tranquan down. Feng Kai stepped on. He warned. I am telling you, if you dare touch my daughter, I will tear you into 1,000 pieces. Tranquan, trembling, tried to explain. It is a misunderstanding. Just a misunderstanding. What I mean is that kid just killed a level 28 3-star boss and took all the loot. His strength must have skyrocketed. If we miss this chance, it will be even harder to kill him later. Feng Kai turned and walked away. Anytime I want to kill him, it will be as easy as flipping my hand. His words left him confused. Yes, what? Feng Kai turned back, surprised. Big brother ran away. Boss, we have made a wrong bet this time. He was suspicious. The members of the Chi Tung Guild killed. Tranquan interrupted. Wait, do not kill him yet. He smiled sinisterly. This guy is the best bait to lure in the fish. Truong Viet outside to receive his reward from the system, completing the mission, earning reward, experience, defense, supernatural ability, skill book, pet certificate. Congratulations on reaching level 25. You checked the system and were surprised that the boss could become a pet. If you raise it up, no monster will be its match. Another screen popped up, catching Truong Viet's attention. Love you. Truong Viet, do you want to visit the brothers in the death zone? Lu Diu is currently kneeling at my feet, and I am sure he is scared to death at you. Scared like a mouse now. Even Kanai died because of you. The entire guild risked their lives to buy you time. You only care about yourself. You have guts. Then hide in the safe zone. Kanan appeared to remind him. Truong Viet. Tranquan is waiting for you to fall into the trap. You absolutely must not go. Or wait for me. I will go with you. Truong Viet remained calm. No need. You smiled serious. It is time to take revenge for everyone. Lu Diu was surrounded by Tranquan's men, clutching his head in fear. Truong Viet. Kega, you definitely have to come here. From within the smoke, Truong Viet slowly stepped out. Tranquan was smug. That stupid guy really fell for it. Lu Diu joyfully cried out. Big brother, help. Truong Viet calmly replied. Hi. Did not you all want to kill me? Let Lu Diu go first. Feng Kai was calculating the plan, waiting for him to get a little closer before we rush in together. This time we must definitely kill him. Tranquan reminded. Do we still need to sneak attack a mere beast tamer? He gave the order. The teammates nodded. Kick Lu Diu to get lost. Lu Diu ran to Truong Viet. Big brother, I knew you would. Truong Viet glanced at him. You go back first. Leave the rest to me. He cried for his brother. Let us retreat together. We can't beat the mercenary assassin. As long as we get back to the city, they won't catch us. You interrupt. It is no need. You go back. Do not get in the way. Lu Diu hurriedly left. Don't worry. I will immediately arrange manpower when I get back. As long as there are still surviving brothers in my guild, I will do everything to get them to help. Soon after, he left Truong Viet to face the two of you. Laugh. Come here. Feng Kai ordered to rush in. His teammates were lying in ambush. A beastmaster is here. Watch how I send him back to the heaven. Hey guy, whoever succeeds first gets to find the boss to claim the reward. Truong Viet slowly picked up the staff and slammed it hard against the ground. Immediately, the King of Bones was summoned. Both Tranquan and Feng Kai were left speechless. How could this be? How could he summon the Golden King of Bone? What did you do to get that kind of power? Truong Viet smiled happily. I really have to thank you guys. Right now, even though I am level 25, those guys are all level 30x, so my Silver Scorpion's battle power is still a bit lacking. Notice board. Should the Golden King of Bones inherit all the skill and experience of the Silver Scorpion? Truong Viet agreed. The inheritance notification popping up. The Golden King of Bones devoured the Silver Scorpion, evolving into the Dark Bone, mastering the Golden Formation skill and the Royal Body. Truong Viet happily dismissed the little scorpion. Sorry, I choose the undead set. Summon the undead soldier of the same level as myself, inheriting 130% of attribute, or 180 sec, costing 300 mana. I am amazed that summoning an undead soldier of the same level means I will have two. Right, if I refine it to the metal it should be even strong. Starting the refinement of the undead set, the lid opened. It shone brightly in the air. Death Spirit Staff, Death Spirit Ring, Death Spirit Hat, Death Spirit Coat, Death Spirit Legging, Death Spirit Shoe, and Death Spirit Neck. Truong Viet chuckled to himself. It is a success. Now I just need to give the gear I have prepared for the Bone King. He will be tougher than the Scorpion defense system, plus his warrior attribute will enhance both attack and defense. This time, I won't let the Tranquan group escape. You give give the order. Charge ahead, Bone King. Some teammates mock. It is just a beast tamer. What is there to be afraid of? Kill the Bone King with the Shadow Blade formation. Immediately, those guys were severely injured by the ultimate move. Funkai was shocked and terrified. High D, strong damage. Is this really the power of that kid? Tranquan shouted. What are you doing standing there? Charge ahead. Do not you want to save your daughter anymore? Glanced over at Funkai angrily replied. I know what to do. Because of this guy, I have lost so many brothers. Once I rescue my daughter, I will definitely chop peace. After saying that, he dashed towards Truong Viet. Funkai planned to ambush from behind. Just needed to take care of you first. Then your pet won't have anywhere to fight. Truong Viet immediately countered his attack. You laugh. You thought I was completely unprepared. Behind Fun, a swordsman was raising his sword to strike him. Funkai turned around in fear. How could this be? Is it the second pet? The swordsman immediately attacked Funkai from behind. Truong Viet took the opportunity to unleash lightning, freezing tech, and fireball technique. All three ultimate moves were unleashed in power. Funkai was terrified. Someone this powerful not possibly be an ordinary level 20 professional. Must be equipped with top tier gear or have some special item. Two of Funkai's teammates advanced behind Truong Viet's pet. They reported, boss, this Bone King has blood with level 30 gold gear. Can't chop it down. He was worried. If it was the pet of a beast master, then first deal with the beast master, leaving two agile people to hold off the bone. The remaining people would focus on attacking Truong Viet. As long as this brat shows a flaw, I do not believe he can withstand an attack from our level 3 professional. They all shouted in agreement and simultaneously charged forward. Truong Viet easily dodged the attack, then countered with a fire missile. Behind Truong Viet was another soldier ready to attack. Truong Viet turned and unleashed a lightning technique. Then Funkai jumped high and shouted, die already. Suddenly, a voice rang out. The guild leader has ordered tech Truong Viet. Truong Viet was surprised. He was happy to introduce himself. Hello, I am the vice president of the Supreme Guild. Litio, the head of our faction, here to assist you. Truong Viet agreed, thanking everyone. If you encounter danger, do not fight hard. He immediately spoke firmly. Cutting in. I understand. Did you hear the order from Tiu Jiao? Don't fight hard. We need to unite everyone to gain the strength of unity. If you can protect, then do so. If you can create a disturb, then create it. Got it. Tiu Jiao's teammates shouted clearly. They immediately formed a strong and solid barrier. Funkai's teammate retreated. He was scared. Damn it. Do these crazy people not care about their lives? Suddenly from Funkai's left, a sword strike slashed across. Truong Viet unleashed the ice-piercing technique on Funka swiftly dodged. Truong Viet praised. No wonder he is the leader of the assassin organization. His agility is indeed impressive. Funkai angrily replied, unless you are like that little girl with a 100% chance of holding the enemy hostage. Otherwise killing you is just a matter of time. Truong Viet challenged. Oh really? Then let us see. Funkai awkwardly looked at the situation. The message screen popped up. Don't worry, big boss. The second young lady of the family has sent someone to rescue KK. Right now, KK is with me. Very safe. Funkai immediately shed tears, and he ordered everyone to stop. Trondring Viet was surprised to hear that. Tronquan Kurt, what the hell are you doing? Keep hitting. I am not listening to you anymore. You do not want to see the girl, do you? Funkai grabbed Tronquan by the neck, and he begged for mercy. Let me. Funkai looked angrily. The day you kidnapped my daughter, you must have known this day would right. After saying that, he let Tronquan fall. Beg, big brother, please spare me. I will have people let your daughter go. Please. Funkai was indifferent. No need for that. My daughter is already home. Then Van Kim stabbed directly into Tronquan, and he vanished immediately. Trong Viet was curious. The forces behind him are not small. Are not you afraid to kill him like that? Funkai plunged the sword into the ground calmly. Our job is inherently bloody. We can't even protect our own. What kind of man are we? On behalf of the hired assassin, I apologize. Trong Viet was incredulous. What do you mean? Funkai explained. Your friend saved my daughter. This great kindness cannot be expressed in words. In these days, how many of your people have we killed? Count them all against my life to repay. Tiu Jiao said serious. Let me remind you, your group of mercenaries has killed a total of 235 members of our esteemed guild. Funkai's teammates retorted. What do you guys mean by that? If you want to die, let me finish it for you. He shouted loudly. No one is allowed to move. This is an order. Trong Viet raised his weapon high. If you asked for it yourself, then I won't be polite anymore. This one hand is worth 400,000. Saying that, he attacked Funkai. He remarked, that is a lot of damage. This guy is indeed not ordinary. Funkai was taken down. The soldiers panicked and were furious. Boss, this kid killed the boss. Brother, kill him. Take revenge for the boss. Right, for the boss's revenge. Suddenly, a message screen appeared. The boss sent a message. I got it too. Me too. Funkai. KK is back. It is the one who helped me find Truong Viet. I promise to make it right. A man must keep his word. From now on, anyone who dares to oppose him will be expelled from the guild immediately. The soldiers all silently read the message. Then they looked at Truong Viet and Tiu Jiao. As he approached Funkai's soul, Tiu Jiao nervously reminded Truong Viet are in the way. No need to panic. The soldiers have all surrendered. I am willing to pay with my life for the who died in the guild that everyone respects. I am also willing to pay with my life for your add my head count. Just ask. Please do not hold this against our boss. Tiu Jiao looked on in surprise. Truong Viet said sternly, as a person of Long Country, with the manner of everyone, we should face out, not against our own Long Country. Killing is not considered strength. Protecting your family and the Long Country is the true meaning of professionals exist. Truong Viet turned to leave. Go tell our boss. This debt is settled, but it will be replaced in another way. For the economic damages and material losses of the past 2 days in the guild, you will have to pay double. Additionally, from now on, you will be responsible for ensuring that all members of the respected guild pass through the third world. The soldiers were pleased with no issue. Tiu Jiao looked toward the opening light. He praised himself for being able to understand somewhat why the boss valued him so highly. Everyone here admired the skeleton behind the little beast tamer. Is not it impressive? Could it also be his pet? Is not this the skeletal boss of the city of death map? Are you still missing your little brother? Is the beast tamer that notorious? A notification appeared. The bone rare. Special effect number 1. 2 passive skills. Zhang Wei is excited. Truly, growth value is even higher than that of a normal profession. The skills are still a bit lacking. I remember that the quest reward also included 2 skill books could be given to the Bone King to learn. Provocation and super light slap. Zhang Wei immediately has the Bone King learn the skill. Kanan immediately runs over. Zhang Wei, why are you looking at her like you do not understand why she is here? Kanan is breathing breathing heavily, exhausted. Did you kill Tran Quan? Zhang Wei replies calmly. I wanted to, but it was not me. It was Feng Kai who did it. Kanan breathes a sigh of relief. Thankfully it was not him. Are you curious why I said that? She explained. Tran Thian Quang only has one son, Tran Quan, so he protects him fiercely. Whoever kills Tran Quan, he will definitely pursue them to the end. Zhang Wei wonders why she sacrificed her life to help me before, and now she is here to tell me all that. You really are a principled person. Kanan is disappointed. That is right. I had to be resurrected once because of you, and I even got demoted. How are you going to make it up to me? After thinking for a moment, Truong Viet spoke up. How about this? You go rest first. Tomorrow night I will take you through the third world. Okay, really? Kanan shyly confirmed it. Truong Viet returned to his house. Truong Viet opened the door and sighed. Finally, there was someone calling on the table, prizing him. What is the number? The voice on the other end replied. It is my brother. Truong Viet was surprised. How do you have my number? He asked casually. I asked Miss Tu from the Tu family. I did not have any other intention. I just want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to change. It is all about the little one for me. For the kid, I am willing to do anything. That is why I was foolishly led by others. I will get up and shake off the mud, follow what you instructed after guiding the respected one through the third world. Then we will continue to ride and not stay in the third world to do those petty things anymore. Truong Viet agreed that this thought was indeed very good. The next morning, the sky was clear. Truong Viet opened his eye and looked at the ceiling. He heard a knock on the door. Someone outside replied, quick delivery. Truong Viet opened the door. The delivery person was gentle. Hello, please sign here. He was puzzled. Did I order any? Truong Viet stared in shock. That was a piece of paper. Truong Viet was stunned looking at the paper. Someone actually knew his true identity. Could it be that the person was also reborn like him? A notification pinged on the phone. Truong Viet, please check the news. You will be surprised. What? The glorious conference of professionals is about to start. The headquarters of the union has been massacred. 42 professionals and a 9-year-old girl have tragically died. Truong Viet was shocked. It was the people he served, and even his strange daughter. The entire Assassin's Guild has been wiped out. Not even children were spared. Truly a beast. They were killed at 6:0 and then I received a mysterious letter. Could these two incidents be related? No matter what, I can't stay here long. I need to find a new place to rest. Truong Viet strolled down the street. I have changed 3 tacks, circled downtown 3 times, and wandered around several neighborhoods a few times. Even if someone is following me, I can still shake them off. Right now, I need to find a new place to stay. The agent cheerfully greeted. The guy said, here to rent a room. Truong Viet gently nodded. She introduced, I have a special room just for you. It is right next door. Let me take you to see it. The agent briefly described the house. The Daitan Noslead area is the most famous residential area in the region, located in a convenient spot. Although this is an old house, it is very economical. Take a look at this master bedroom. It is spacious and has a good view. Tranching Vid agreed. That is great. She is excited. Alright, then I will prepare the contract now. Pick up the phone. Hello. The agent is talking non-stop. Prices are very reasonable, and your roommate is also very nice. Sinenan cheerfully asked. Trejong V, our plans for today have not changed. Right. Then I will wait for you. Trejong V looks at the contract. I will transfer the money for the room I am renting now. She nods happily. Sure. You decide. Alright, now let us go through the third world. Sinenhan was waiting for Trondrung Viet here. 2 pervs were hitting on. Hey beautiful, do you want us to take you out for a drink? She dodges. No need. I already have a friend. They tease her. Why not come with us? Beautiful. Where's your friend? Bring them out so we can see. Sinenhan challenges. You all do not leave. Do not blame me. Truong Viet stepped forward to interrupt. I am her teammate. Saying that, he looked at Kanan. Are you here now? Those perverts mocking us are lucky. The Beast Master has lower damage than a priest. Defense is worse than an assassin, and his speed is not as good as a mage. Right. Beautiful. This teammate of yours is not good enough. Why not join my team instead? Lu Ju immediately grabbed their collar. He shouted, you dare touch my beautiful girl. Tiu Jia spoke up from behind. President, you are being too hot-headed. That will cause trouble for Mayor. Truong here. He realized the guy had a point. Lu Ju glared at the pervert. Get lost. He scratched his head and laughed. Sorry, I was just being tongue. Truong Viet curiously asked. You are the Lu Ju they introduced. The assistant I called. Tiu Jiao can help, and the divine doctor is a caretaker. Truong Viet smiled kindly. No need to trouble yourself too much. Just protect yourself well, and stay clear of the battlefield for now. Lu Ju nodded. Alright, Kanan went Truong Viet to discuss matters. Tran Thian Quang is too brutal. He does not even spare a little girl. Clearly, everyone knows it was Tran Thian Quang who avenged his son, but there is no solid evidence. Even the police can't convict. Truong Viet countered. It is not that simple. There are things you can't just look at from the outside. Kanan worriedly said, I am afraid that if it really is Tran Thian Quang, then the next target him, because he knows you and Tran Quan have already become enemies. Truong Viet reassured her. It is, can take care of myself. The divine doctor, Tiu Jia, and Lu Diu chatted. It seems we are a bit unnecessary. As long as Viet still remembers, that is enough. Just some light bulb. Truong Viet turned his head and spoke seriously. Are you all ready? All 3 replied in unison. We are ready. A notification appeared to ask the team wants to initiate the challenge against the third world boss. Truong Viet moved his finger to the yes button. Immediately, a magical green portal opened up. Inside was a mysterious and hazy third world. Truong Viet led the way in. Then let us go for a quick. The information board displayed. Welcome to the third world. The boss domain from the god descending to the world. The whole group stepped through the teleportation door. Lu Diu spoke up. Is this the boss's territory? It seems like there is nothing special here. Just as the words left his mouth, everyone jumped as a swarm of bats flew, and something gradually appeared. A huge, terrifying monster stood right in front of them. He exclaimed, this is the boss of the third world. The Grim Reaper is coming out. It does not look easy. Truong Viet's cold gaze activated his detect skills. The information board showed. The Grim Reaper summoned a 3-star boss. Magic system level 30. Magic attack power 1180. Physical defense 520. Magic defense 500. Health 60,000. Skill. Death's Eye. Death's Roar. Death's Breath. After reading the stat, he assessed that even though it was stronger than the previous boss, he currently had 2, plus an additional piece of Necromancer equipped, greatly boosting his combat power, so he could handle it. The Grim Reaper began to growl, as if preparing to attack the enemy in front of it. Suddenly skeletons rose from the ground. Truong Viet ordered, Dark Skeleton, send those skeleton warriors to hell. They heard the command and charged at the opponent, wielding haunting swords. The skeleton warriors fought fiercely. He charged forward with his weapon, fire missile, incinerating the skeletons. Everyone gasped. What kind of damage is this? A team of 5 of us could barely handle 1 skeleton warrior in a minute or, yet he, alone, in the blink of an eye, wiped out an entire area. Right now, Truong Viet coldly said, I can take it on my own. Everyone else is responsible for the minion, especially Lu Diu. You are still recovering, so stay back a bit. Do not get killed. Just right. King fighting king. king. Both are boss. Let us see who has the higher skill. The whole group responds in unison. Blue Dida looks around carefully. Where's the leader? He knows to hide as far away as possible and shouts back. Thanks for your concern. V, don't worry. I know how to protect myself. Good luck. You charge in to fight the boss without hesitation. King Bone is dark and foreboding. You use sarcasm to distract the Grim Reaper. Beside, Minhwa, the skeletal warriors are tasked clearing the small fry around. King Bone and weapons rise above Sai's head. A hit square in the face makes it scream in pain. Everyone screams. Oh my, even a level 33 star boss can't take that. Unbelievable. This King Bone has really health. Minhwa, a Trong Veet powers up, casting lightning spell, fire missile, and ice. All hit straight in. Its health bar drops steadily. He shouts again. Damn it. A level 30 boss with 3 stars is nothing but a small monster in front of Viet. Junjio size. Damn it. Can you take this serious? Trejong V, along with the dark skeletal, charges in unison. He can't resist. The announcement board is up. Congratulations on defeating the level 30 Death God boss. Experience plus 49,000. Keeping percent of the 5-person group. Final hit adds 20% energy. 3,000 V. You landed gently after taking down the opponent. The announcement board popping up. Announcement from the Holy Light Cemetery congratulating the professional line Kong for defeating the world boss Death God Za and clearing the third world Death God Jiang Lam. Everyone happily ran towards Trong V. Ludo was beaming. That is definitely my fight. You beat the boss. That maybe we are the first group to defeat third world boss. Are you going to ask what we plan to do next? Do you want to go to the fourth world? See Menhan in the group at fourth world. Tragong Vid explained. Even though I took everyone to the boss, with your current strength, dealing with normal monsters in the third world is already tough, so I advise everyone to level up first. They looked at each other, calculating. She excitedly said, you are right. I should stay in the third world for a few more days, and once my level is higher, I will move on. Ludinu said, I will listen to you complete whatever you say. I will. Trundring Vite walk through the telegate alone. Sigh, let us take a break. Tomorrow we will think of a way to explore the fourth world. Trong Vite Viet reached down to the bed, touched. You jumped in surprise. Truong Viet looked at the girl on the bed and shouted, who are you? The girl on the bed, Day, replied, get away. Do not pull me. I can go back on my own. Truong Viet pinched his nose due to the smell of alcohol and was confused. You stepped out of the room to make a call, and the voice on the other end spoke up. Hello, young man. Truong Viet asked, is the house you found for me a shared apartment? The girl who was the broker replied, that is right. I told you before that the roommate is very easygoing. When did you say that? Girl immediately got angry. Do not talk nonsense. We do business honest. We definitely would not hide any. This sister here tried her best to introduce a place for you, and you did not say you could not share. Truong Viet replied, it seems I was too hasty. There were a few details I overlooked. You suggested. I do not like renting a shared. Let me find another one to rent. The voice on the other end replied, alright, next time remember to tell me early. I think it is not easy for young to make money. Saving as much as possible is good. So if I find a suitable place, I will call you. Truong Viet awkwardly looked into the room, staring at the girl on the bed not knowing what to do. Truong Viet read the announcement, which mentioned the nationwide professional exam. First nationwide professional exam will start in a month and a half. A world of challenges await. Rich rewards waiting for you to grab at the city level selection tissue. Provincial competition. National challenge. Along with the world finals waiting. The world awaits outstanding professional. The rules for signing up for the professional competition have been announced. Ranking the global leaderboard. Tang Thap at first and Long Quok at fifth. The strength of a country apart from the progress of conquering the other world is its ranking in the world finals. I died too early in my past life. This time I must break my previous. You touch the back of your left hand and a portal appears. Truong Viet calculates participate in the professional tissue. He needs to reach level 30, so he must level up. Suddenly, a noise interrupts his train of thought. Picks up his phone and sees a message from Lu Diyu. Big brother, I am in a bit of. Can you help me out in the third wild zone of the world? And she, the blonde girl, speaks up. Can you actually do it? Nah, then forget it. The short-haired girl at right. Making us wait here is wasting our time. We still have to go complete our mission. Lu Diyu stop. Men never say they can't do it. Although my subordinate handle this map, my big brother definitely can. Suddenly noticing the group looking ahead, he curiously asks, what is going on? Seeing the person who appeared, Lu Diyu exclaimed, brother Viet is here. The girls are. He is just a weak beast master. Is he really the one you want to help us complete the mission? Please help join my team and help us get through the level. As long as it is a team, anyone can be counted for the mission to pass the level. Truong Viet then understand. You want to lead the girl. Lu Diyu laughed, thinking he can't lose. He is giving a brief explanation. And in this map, there is a level 27 skeleton boss. I sent about 80 or 90 people to attack, but they could not handle it. Brother Viet, my older brother, please help me. Whether my younger ones have any face left depends on you. You head towards the teleport gate and give instructions. Everyone wait outside. Do not go in. The girls outside are mocked. Why is he going in alone? Does he really think he'll the snake boss by himself? Men always like to show off. Luck will never favor the fool. 3 minutes later, Truong Viet came out unscathed. A girl was surprised. Why is he out here? Another girl guessed that he probably realized he could not win. Came out to ask for help. Tell Lu Diyu that I am done. I have to go ahead. He was overjoyed. No wonder he is my big brother. The best of the best. The girls did not believe it. You think I am an idiot or something? What? Just then, an announcement popped up. Another girl exclaimed, is the mission really complete? He really did kill the boss. Lu Diyu was full of pride. I told you my brother is amazing. How's it going? According to the betting agreement, which of you ladies wants to be my girlfriend for 7 days? Suddenly, he saw Dime walk away. Wanna run away? She replied, sorry, I will make it up to you next time. The voice called out loud, Tula. Truong Viet paused and said, Tula died in battle 100 years ago. Do not you know that? She insists. He is not dead. He is used. Truong Viet squeezed Dime's neck. Was that letter sent by you? So who are you? Really? She laid down the terms. You help me with one and I will tell you. He said cold. Are you threatening me? Dime promised. Don't worry. If you help me with, I won't tell anyone about this. I swear. Truong Viet calculated that if he killed her now, the lead would be cut off. What do you want me to do? She replied, I want you to guide me in participating in the professional competition. Do you find it hard to believe? Dime yelled, right. Just lead me me through the city level select. Truong Viet was not very interested. Is it for money? She came closer to him. Not exactly. I want to prove myself. Truong Viet turned away. No matter what you want. Wait until you are level 30 to sign up for the career change petition and then talk. Dime keenly realized. You agree. Can we add your contact method? Coldly replied. Whatever. I'm excited. I will look for you again when I reach level 30. Bai Truong Viet responded. You suddenly stopped, causing her to bump into you. A Truong Viet warned. Dante, follow me. Told, come find me after you register. Liam Yem shrank back. Okay. In front of you appeared a notice board to choose the destination, and it was the fourth world. Long portal appeared and opened in front of Trunchang V. Stepping through, various notices appeared. Welcome to the other world. Fourth world. Longchif. The safe area is now the Kwangmin Grand Hall, along with some notes related to the safe area. You observed that this is the world of dragon. At the same time, a long notice board of fourth world. Longchif, showing the context of the world along with a series of accompanying. Trajung Vit thought to himself, once I smoothly reach level 30, the second transition, I can unlock the battle position for the second. At that time, creating a wyvern as a pet would not be a bad choice. Saying this, you decided to go some quest. In the dark mountain range, skeletons were battling with a dragon. Quest board appeared, increasing the reputation. A regular quest to hunt 12 dark giant spirit, increasing the reputation for the light dragon clan. Tronung Voigt was contemplating. The premise for completing the main world quest to gain fighting monsters is the only way to level up your quest. Back in the battle, the dragon unleashed a massive fireball at the skeleton, but it took no damage and countered with a lethal strike. Another one charged in and took down the dragon in an instant. You sat on the high cliff and assessed the situation. Luckily, the king's high defense was strong. The damage from the black dragon was almost negligible. Plus with the skeleton warrior, the two of them should be able to handle it. A status screen for the dark dragon appeared, showing all its stats and skills. Truong Viet was very excited as he had more time to study how to improve the mission completion efficiency. Suddenly, loud noises surprised. What is going on? A few dark shadows were gliding towards you. The dragons in the storm were targeting Truong Viet direct. You were stunned. This was a stealth mission. This was the first time encountering such a mission. An announcement board appeared immediate. Attention. Due to the storyline station in the area you are located. Congratulations. You have discovered a hidden storyline station. Do you want to upgrade the completed mission to a rare hidden mission? At that moment, you shouted and instantly leveled up. Once again, the system appeared congratulating you on successfully leveling up, and the rewards have been. The detailed mission system panel appeared. Crushing dark hidden mission with 550 mission time 1 hour, and the penalty for failing the mission. Zhang Viet hurriedly rushed off. Little Black, let us go check the situation. The noise echoed everywhere. The roar of the dragon sounded just as you arrived. Seeing that scene, Zhang Viet could not help but exclaim. They have already started fighting so quick. 3 dragons from the dark side were working together to eliminate the others in their flame. You stood aside watching. The situation tilted to one side. These dark dragons are no match for the radiant dragon. Seems this mission can be completed without much effort. Zhang Viet noticed something unusual. Something is wrong. It is not that simple. The beams of energy from the dark dragons continuously the radiant dragon, and Little Black had to step in to block those attacks. Those black dragons are introduced as the Dark Warlord, a monstrous lord. You are out of your mind. A level 35 warlord monster, and there are 3 of. Are they trying to get us killed here today? The lead dragon suddenly spoke up. The humans of the Light Clan are about to die. Standing with the Light Clan only leads to death for you. Zhang Wei was surprised. It could actually speak human language. It suddenly landed and proposed a condition. I will give you a chance to turn from darkness to light. Join our dark clan, and you might be spared from death. He asked back. Joining the dark dragon, Zhang Wei hesitated. 3 level 35 dragons refusing meant certain death and a useless drop in rank. Failed mission equating to double punish. Joining them at least meant he would not die. Under the power of the black dragon, he became more determined. This is not a hidden mission. Feels more like a trap set by the dark dragon clan. Zhang Wei nodded. He could not fight back. He had no choice but to join. Black dragon roared. Good. Countless purple lightning bolt formed a teleportation gate, and it commanded him. Go in. Zhang Wei stood watching for a few seconds. He hesitated slightly. Finally, Zhang Wei made up his mind and stepped into its vortex. Following him, 3 black dragons flew in from behind. The scene became silent after passing through the gate. Truong Viet stepped onto the cold black ground, and a notification popped. Dark Hall. You took a quick step forward. Information about this place is also introduced. The place you are standing is the Dark Hall. This is not a safe zone. It is just a place for you to log out, and respawn. Figure in armor approach. The leader of the Dark Dragon Knight, Goya. He spoke, welcoming you to the Dark Hall. Let us work together to destroy that fake light clan and dominate the entire dragon's nest. After his word, a series of notifications appeared. The leader of the Dark Clan, Dark Dragon Knight Goya, invites you to join the Dark Clan. You will not be able to accept missions from NPCs of the Light Clan. Do you agree? And a notification about mission failure and penalty. Truong Viet closed his eyes. As far as I know, since the other world came, no job class has ever betrayed the Light Clan in the 4th world. Oh well, let us go with this for now. Goya gave you an order. To show your sincerity, go to the Light Clan's area and hunt down a few of their ancient dragons. Truong Viet assessed that in the Light Clan, you could only accept missions from regular NPCs, but unexpected, you could accept missions from the leader of the Dark Clan, and moreover, the rewards are 50% higher than those from the Light. You are confident about that. The strength of Kulong Kwangmin is about the same as Malong X Ki Yam, but the content is similar. The rewards are higher. Hitting anyone is just hitting. Kwangmin Clan. Sorry. Suddenly a message from Xiam appeared. She is asking Trangra Viet for help with a mission and promises to pay you $560. Trajung Viet did not hesitate and replied firmly. No need. I only agreed to help through the selection. I am not obligated to help the mission. Ziam quickly responded. Help me with this, and I will tell you a secret related to Tula. I will be waiting for you at the death zone. The death zone in the wild area. She was already waiting there. Diam noticed when Trang Viet arrived. He is. She quickly said, sorry, I originally planned to do the mission with my best friend, but then they would not let me go. The mission is due in half a day, and teaming up with someone else would not make it in time. Among the people I know, you are the best. You looked a bit annoyed. I do not want to hear about the boring stuff between you and your friend group. Just finish the mission. The Diam nodded. Okay. Suddenly in the distance, Zinayan saw you. Trajong V. Has not your mission already passed? Why is there still a mission at the death zone? Saying that, she looked towards Ziam standing next to her. She hesitated to answer. Hello, sis. I am Dime. I am his cousin. I asked my cousin to guide me on my mission. Dime turned to him and whispered, don't worry, I will keep my mouth shut. Kanang was delighted to hear that. So you are a cousin. Then I will help you too. Truong Viet Viet also agreed. Girl. Okay. Fierce battle erupted, and the girl continuously boosted the boy's strength. Truong Viet is counting on you. Wave after wave of attack. The great fireball technique charged straight the approaching zombie. The attack wiped them out watching them fight. Dime could only exclaim, this girl is really impressive. She clasped her hand, looking very confident. Unlike me, just accumulating experience without being of any use. Dime said, these two are really amazing. They kill monsters so fast. The girl with purple hair, especially the beast tamer. If she could team up with them, completing the mission would be easy. She asked, isn't that beast tamer the one who helped us the boss? Or why is Sweet Candy with him? Earlier, when defeating the boss, she ran away to cling to. The broker nearby was plotting. I have to tell the big guy. His girlfriend is cheating on him. Dime has completed the mission. Thank cousin. And Kenan also said goodbye to them and left. I have to go level up now. Truong Viet, wait for me to reach level 25. Then I will come to the fourth world to find you. He nodded. Let us get back to the main topic. Truong Viet's father asked, go ahead. What secret do you know? Dime also revealed that Tule is currently living in Lam Hai City in the Neodyne apartment complex. This information left you extremely confused. Truong Viet immediately summoned two skeletons and restrained. Who exactly are you? This moment, the skeleton was choking Dime, causing her to cough like, it is settled. You have to guide me to complete professional exam. I just told you the answer. It's grip tight, causing Dime pain. She would only be released when Truong Viet spoke. You are quite smart. Reach level 30 and then come find. You deceive me. I want to hesitate to bury. Dime put her hand on her throat, coughed a bit, then replied, don't worry, I swear. I absolutely won't let a second person know about this. He secretly calculated that to ensure safety after leading the mission, he needed to leave that place. The scene shifts to the fourth world, a city of destruction with gigantic dragon corpses flying in the sky, with the remains of those who have been exterminated below. Ingo Ditch looked at the undefeated battle god system board and cursed, that bitch Dime dared to betray me. The henchman heard this and asked, who has the guts to snatch flowers from the vice president? He replied, I do not know. They say the opponent is hiding someone. Just know that he is a beast master leading a bone king. Suddenly, a bird fell down and shouted, Vice President, the black dragon has entered the attack ring. Anguvich heard and said, let us complete the mission first. Their group looked ahead and saw the guy, then reported to him, Vice President, there are people. Ingweik said, what are we afraid of? Is there really someone here eating with us for loot? Zhang Vi, standing there, heard them call out, hey brother, help us pick up the loot. He turned around and looked puzzled. Is there already a professional player clearing the third world? Or is it an old professional player from the last time? Seeing Zhang Viet's indifferent expression, he frowned and asked, do you want to confront the God of War Guild? He asked about the God of War Guild, thought he had never heard of it. The guild from Lam Hai City. Forget it, our current mission is different from there. Better not to interact too much. Then he turned his face, continued to move forward. Behind them, everyone was stopping Inkai, who was getting angry. A beastmaster dares to not take anyone seriously. The guy with the messy hair reminded him, Vice President, do not be impulsive. During that time-limited mission, the guy blocked his chest and said, that is right, let go. It won't be long before we can finish. The guy with the colored hair seemed puzzled. Beast tamer appearing in the fourth world must be a master, but we have never encountered this person in the third world. The other two guys also asked, is it a master from the other side in our city? Ham Dong and Lam Hai connected to the fourth world. English felt a little more at ease. Is Lam Hai really that skilled? Next time I see this guy, I will definitely make him die in a disgraceful way. Suddenly, the system board displayed a notification asked, do you want to change to a rare hidden mission to Long? He looked and laughed, then shouted loudly, brother, our luck has come. Help me take down the boss, and there will definitely be rewards for you. Iving then replied, Vice Guild Leader. That moment, creature suddenly roared and flew up. It used the Long's roar to attack other creatures, also flew up and screamed. Ingwake rushed forward, commanding, brother, catch it. Today even if we have to die, we have to make it fall. Suddenly, someone controlled his leg, preventing him from moving. Ingwake was puzzled. What the hell? The Long in front attacked downward, could not run and got hit. Ingoditch cried out in pain, yelling, which bastard is controlling me? Amidst the thick dust, Truong Viet stood under the Long, stepping forward and said, boss, I want him. He was half worried. Is this kid still here? Do you have the guts to rob the boss? He gently reminded, sincerely advising them to retreat from the boss's range within 10 seconds. Ingoditch laughed loud, daring to come alone to rob the boss. Take his life for me. Hearing that, the archer stepped out and shot an arrow at Truong Viet. He used the spear to dodge and then counterattack fireball, causing that guy to scream in pain. The system panel displayed Truong Viet's crime points as 0. He was scared to see such a scene, taking the life of the archer in an instant, and the others could not help but be startled and asked, is the damage from the Beastmaster that high? Hold on, Vice President, why is not the Long attacked? A beastman stood next to each other. The Long's eyes and his face had become terrified. Songku stepped forward. Come out, King Suong. Those in front were utterly terrified. Deputy Leader, is this guy really allied with Long Thigh? Ingoditch shouted loud, that is the guy who cooked. Truong Viet smirked, failed my last hidden mission, but I won't fail this time. Ingoditch went crazy and ordered, take his life. How dare he steal my boss and my woman? Kill that beast tamer. The Long then unleashed an attack, making them hesitate as someone said, Deputy President, the Long has always been hard to deal with, and now there is an unknown guy with. Realizing their intention, Truong Viet said, wanna leave? It is not that easy. Then he used fire missiles to attack, causing them to scream in pain. He sensed something was wrong and ordered a retreat, informed the guild leader, wait for our main forces to arrive, and then we act together. He turned back in surprise and continued walking. Over there, you and the Long were calculated. The mission required 24 hours to be considered complete. They will probably come back soon. Let us wait for them. What did that guy shout earlier? He stole the boss for sure, but what does he mean by saying I stole his woman? Truong Viet opened the forum and asked, do you know the War God Guild? You reply, of course. It is the second-ranked guild in Xening Prov. What is wrong? You reply, nothing. I just had a fight with this guild in the fourth world. After getting the information, Truong Viet thought, great, I need to find a new ally. He then said to the Long, you wait here for a bit. I will be back soon. The scene shifts to Kanan, where she already knew everything and was worried. Oh no, Truong Viet is in conflict with the God of War Guild. He will definitely be at a disadvantage alone. Then he ordered everyone hurry up into the world mission, defeat the world boss, and move into the fourth world. The scene shifts to Jia, who is asking you, Lord Command, my side is being ambushed by the Radiant Tribe. Can I ask for your help with some? Truong Viet replied, court, my ally. He then thought to himself, it is said that the Radiant Tribe does not help during mission. I did not expect the Dark Tribe to be so chivalrous. Explain the reason clearly. Right now I am carrying out the mission to protect Thy Long. They are preparing to launch an attack. I hope to receive assistance from the Dark Tribe. Placed his hand on Truong Viet's shoulder and replied, don't worry, the Dark will not let you fight alone. Just then, the system displayed a notification that the Long was under attack, and you looked on in surprise. That was quick. You turned and walked away. I will go over there first. Goy looked on and said, the dark will always be with. The scene shifts to the Long, who is screaming and attack, but they have a protective shield. Go ditch loudly or surround it, then bind it with magic. The Long screamed, unable to move. They excitedly moved forward. Brother, take him down. The Long cried out in pain. But just then, Truong Viet turned around, broke free from his restraint, and counterattacked with he saw this and shouted, the beast tamer is here. Stop, quick, stop. Truong Viet simply said, if you do not want to die. Then Bogo was summoned and said, get lost. Lam, the guild leader of the God of War guild, frowned and gave orders. You guys take down the boss. Let me deal with that beast tamer. He asked. You were the one who took the lives of the guild member, right? You were the one that touched my boss. With that, Lamthean cast an attack spell. Truong Viet lightly dodged to let it take the hit. What was he surprised about? He thought to himself that usually his damage was enough to take down any opponent below level 30. Yet he could not defeat a skeleton beast. The skeleton used a charge attack, forcing Lamthean to dodge, unable to counter. As the attack was about to hit, he used a magic shield to block but could not withstand it and cried out as he was pushed back. He thought to himself that he alone had forced himself to this point. What kind of monster is this? Lamthean shouted angrily. As the champion of my guild, how could you be pushed back by just one of you? Truong Viet said sternly. Even if you pour all the strength guild into this, I won't let you the mission. The monster roared fiercely at that moment. Then it quickly flew down from above. Lamthean was scared. There are so many dragon lords. Truong Viet smiled triumphantly. What is going on? Still want to risk? Lamthean glanced around the situation. He ordered everyone to retreat. Ngo Ditch shouted a warning. President, this is a hidden mission. If we retreat now, it will be considered a failure. Let us charge in together. We can definitely take care of this kid and Thalong. Lamthean explained. Are you willing to let our entire champion guild be wiped out for a single mission? Thalong includes all 3 black dragon lords. Why are not we attacking that beast? Maybe he is not here to steal the boss, but to protect the instruct. Forget about your mission. It is impossible to complete now. Ngo Ditch awkwardly responded. Understood. Lamthean turned to look. Next time you see him, let me know. I want to meet this person again. Ngo Ditch nodded. No problem. He was frustrated inside. You little brat, daring to steal my woman. Just wait to die. 24 hours later, the dragon lord peacefully sleeping. Notification. Congratulations. You have successfully protected and destroyed Thy Long for 24 hours. The dragon stretched up and shouted loud. Truong Viet stepped down gently. The lord dragon on the head. It is over now. After that, they quickly flew away to another current notification. Congratulations on completing the rare hidden mission. Congratulations on leveling up. Reliability reached level 2. Truong Viet commented. Finally done. The mission reward is not bad either. The fake annihilation set can be given to the Bone King. When the job class reaches the second transition at level 30, 6 skill slots and the second beast slot will be activated. Keeping these until then might open up rare reward. You suddenly realize something strange. A message from the destruction city. Truong Viet. Where are you? I need to find you for some. Big brother. Come back quick. It is urgent. Viet has reached level 4. Send me your location. Truong Viet was curious. What is so urgent? You quickly returned to the destruction city. A soldier wondered. Vice President, are you saying that kid will really show up? Ngo Ditch was worried. The starting mission of the 4th world has to be done here by defeating monsters. I do not believe he is not coming. As soon as I saw that kid, I reported to the president. I will keep him busy. The soldier said. Understood. He yelled. Vice President, person has really shown up. Ngo Ditch reported angrily and immediately told the president to bring people for reinforcement. He jumped in front of Truong Viet. You little brat. I do not know what you were up for, but today without the black dragon helping you, let us see how arrogant you can be. Truong Viet said calm. Why did you drop in rank? Are you intentionally not leveling up? Ngo Ditch angrily asked. Damn it. What else could it be? If it were not for you, could my mission have failed? Stealing my mission and my woman. We can't coexist. He sighed tired, saying I am stealing your woman. I really do not understand what you are talking about. Ngo Ditch angrily swung his sword, pretending to be innocent. Suddenly, a beam of purple light appeared in front to block. Ngo Ditch shouted. Who dares to stop? He turned. President, we found the one who messed up our mission. Please give the order. Let us charge together. Lamthean nodded. He is. Ngo Ditch grinned. You are definitely dead. Truong Viet remained silent and held his weapon. Lamthean said serious. Brother, do you want to join our war god guild? Ngo Ditch shouted in surprise. What? He off. Just agree about your previous offense against our war god guild. Can overlook. Consider it a chance for you to atone. Zanye scoffed. Do the people of your war god guild have their eyes on their forehead? Truly dog-eyed. Looking down on other. Lamthean glared in question. Are you planning to stand against our war god guild? Suddenly, a voice came from behind. Who dares to touch him? Luju rushed over. Our big brother is from the Supreme Guild. Do you dare to touch him? Kanan also spoke up. People from Yanwu Pavilion. Listen up. Protect Jiang Bite for me. Ngo Ditch was stunned. Yanwu Pavilion and the Supreme Guild. Lamthean was surprised. What? You want to go against the guild ranked second in the entire province? Luju laughed with being second in the province makes you great. Is it because you have more money than me? Or are you better looking than me? Kanan said serious. Sorry, you want to touch this person? Our Yanwu Pavilion won Tigre either. Ngo Ditch yelled from behind. Just third in the province. Are you looking for death? Brother, follow me. Lamthean reassured. Wait, he ordered to retreat. Ngo Ditch was not satisfied. Leader, just fight them direct. The strength of our God of War Guild. Can't we win? Lamthean explained. Global Gamer Conference is coming up. Do you want our God of War Guild to waste energy on a meaningless battle right now? He realized. Sorry, I did not think through. He added. A beast master that has developed so well in just a week and is protected by 2 major guilds. Surely he has an impressive background. Lamthean, I must find a way to recruit him into the God of War Guild. Then the two left together. Ludu rushed over worried. Big brother, are you okay? Truong Viet smiled. Kanan was concerned. Definitely seeing Truong Viet alone and easily bullied. He interjected. Then I need to ask about the great sword in my hand. You were curious. You all came to find what is going on. Kanan and Liu Diu spoke in unison. Truong Viet, come join my Yanvu Guild. Brother Viet, come join my Supreme Guild. Then both exchanged glances and they started arguing loud. What do you mean by that? I was the one who spoke. What does speaking first matter? The people in your guild have caused so much trouble for Brother Viet. He would never never want to join. Kanan and Liu Diu competed to pull him in. Truong Viet, do not worry. Tran Quan is no longer around. As long as you agree, you can decide the salary. Come join the Supreme Guild. I will give you the treasure key, and every day you will have beautiful girls to serve. What is it? She argues back. Are you still looking for women for him? You are really disgusting. Don't you feel ashamed? Ludo mocks. I am not ashamed at all. This is a normal physiological need for men. If he goes to your place, you won't be able to meet his needs. Sinenan shouts loud. Why can't Lu Du and Trendrai Vit look? Ho ha. Sinenhan avoids. Oh no, I did not mean that. Trajang Vit quietly walks past them. No need to argue anymore. I do not want to join any guild. Since we are in the fourth world, let us focus on leveling up. And Finahan and Logu Dai nod. Alright. She is curious. Trajang Vit, where are you going? Not doing a mission. You speak seriously. Going to take a mission. Sinenhan and Logu Dai are puzzled. The Kwangmin representative is not that way. Where is he going to take a mission? I do not know either. Inglaik sits in front of Peter, calling on fake professions to betray the light and join the dark tribe. The hidden mission that no one dared to accept before. So everyone thought it was just a legend. That is, then I have a way to deal with him without any law. Yeah. In the fourth world, everyone fights hard. The monster roars fiercely. Sinena comment. The dragon god is angry again. Lu Diu agree. Of course. Every year there are stubborn people who steal dragon egg. That is why the dragon god has to go everywhere looking for the egg. She notices Trung Vite, who unwittingly calls out to invite. Lu Dinu smirk. Are you doing a mission too? Let us do it together. Sinenhan suggests we cooperate. The effectiveness of monster hunting will increase significantly. Trajang Vit coldly reply. Our missions are different. I have to go to the light area to hunt mon. I need to level up to 30 quickly to unlock the sex. Sinenhan is curious. Is not that where missions are accepted? Why go there hunt mons? Suddenly, a red dragon flies in from afar. Lu Dino recognizes the 35 level 4-star boss, the radiant dragon. Why is it so angry? Trajang Vit explains. Someone must have stolen its dragon egg. Don't worry, it is just looking for the thief of the egg. It has nothing to do with it. It won't attack us. Suddenly, the dragon's eyes shone bright, and it landed right in front of Truong Viet. You think to yourself, did not they say the divine dragon of light would not attack innocent players? Truong Viet thought while dodging. We did not steal your dragon egg. Truong Viet raised his shield to block the attack, as the divine dragon continuously unleashed powerful moves on, announcing an attack by the divine dragon, losing 20 points of health. Truong Viet noticed something strange and jumped up to observe. Everyone around was curious. Why was the divine dragon attacking this beast master? The divine dragon could smell the scent of the egg thief. It must be that he captured the dragon egg. Luju gleefully shouted, Big brother, did you steal the dragon eggs? That is too much. Truong Viet denied it. Me does not. You feel anxious. How strange. Why is it attacking me? Or does it recognize me as one of the dark faction? No time to analyze it further. Saying that, Truong Viet summoned the dark skeleton and the skeleton warrior to the battle. The divine dragon was still fiercely unleashing golden flames at him. Truong Viet's two monstrous beasts bravely joined the fight. You comment, is not at a level 4 boss. The blood of the dry old king being depleted like this. This continued. I am afraid I might lose my life here today. Ingwaik suddenly appeared and laughed loud, challenging to see if you would die this time. Vice President, a clever strategy indeed. A scheme to shift disaster onto someone else has made it so that no matter how strong Tronging Vita, he can only die under the flames of the divine dragon. Ludunu and Dinahan were furious. Hurry and support the big brother. Quickly protect Tronang Vita at Mvi Pavilion. The divine dragon soared high and unleashed a stronger attack. Sinenhan was worried. It must be a mistake. Tronang Vite would never do something sneaky like that. The divine dragon roared. Where's the evidence? She stuttered this. The divine dragon pressed hard. If you are willing to help, then let us all go to hell together. After saying that, it stretched its wings and swept everyone away. Dim confidently asserted. Wait, can prove he is not the thief of the dragon banner. The divine dragon silently observed. She looked at it with fear. The disciple of Inku Zikindara, vice president. That is not an English cutting in. This bitch actually went to help another man. Dime held out a stone. This is the shot I captured with a glass camera. Nigodich appears. You guys go pull the corpses of the dark ancient dragons. I remember that kid was also with a strange skeleton and went to look for more corpses of other skeletal monsters. That annoying beastman. I must make sure you die without a grave. Dime said while pointing her finger. The real culprit is him. Nigodich shouted angrily. Nimdim, you bastard. Dare to betray your boy? She confidently shouted. We broke up a long time ago. Besides, you are so cowardly. Using this waiter, the divine dragon stood up angrily. Where's the dragon egg? The disciple of Nigodich worriedly said. Vice president, what should we do? That dragon egg was sold by us. Then the divine dragon unleashed a massive attack on Nigodich. Both were immediately burned to death. The divine dragon quietly flew away to another. Ludi ran over. Big brother, are you okay? Trong Viet replied calmly. He was annoyed, not expecting this unbeatable war god to come up with a way to use the divine dragon again. Kanan added, I almost got wiped out. Luckily there was timely help. Trong Viet smiled confident. This time, it is Dime shyly looked at him. Ludi reminded, Boss, what do we do now? Trong Viet remained calm. If they are determined to find my presence, then I will give them that feeling. As long as I am in this place of destruction, I won't let anyone from the War God Guild survive. Headquarters of the War God Guild, Zhuang City, Thiet 9 Prov. The disciples reported that current Vice President Go Dit and everyone are being hunted by the divine dragon, and they have to flee below to hide. And that guy Truong Viet, he is attacking while killing our War God Guild member. Lam Thien glanced over. Go Ditch is a foolish guy. I told you to avoid that beast mask, and now I have to clean up this mess. He ordered that everyone must not enter the place of destruction. Even if they have missions there, they must stay away. Go elsewhere to develop. As for Nungo Ditch and those involved in the robbery, all are expelled from the guild. Curious disciple asked. Professional tournament is coming up soon. Is that really okay? Lam Thien replied seriously. We will brave high-level professions in Cam Doong City with generous salary. Fill the gaps in the guild, and I will handle that beast mask at Truong Viet's place. Hello, Truong. Near the exam area of Dai. Zine just got a hole of a rent. I wonder when you will have time to come see it. He replied gently. I might be able to go back and tidy up today. Someone knocked on the door. Curious and calm. Who's it? Ingvich coldly delivered the pack. She opened the door cheerfully. Li Him was scared. Why are you here? Before she could close the door, Ingvich blocked it. He revealed his malicious intent. You filthy woman. Did you think moving would make it impossible for me to find you? Liam carefully back. What do you want? Ingwikak asked with a cold smile. You and that beastly beastly guy are in cahoots. Are not you? You have ruined my life, me out of the guild, and all my plans have been destroyed because of you. She pretended. I do not understand what you are saying. I just can't stand you framing others. Inku step pushing Liam down. Stop pretending. Clearly, you were already colluding with. Otherwise, how could he help you with your task? She screamed for help. Let me hurt. You have made my life like this. Do not expect to live well. DM pleaded. Please save me. Help. Suddenly, a hand grabbed Ninklika's collar, and he was swiftly thrown away. Inku recognized it was Trejong V, and Liam ran toward him. Trejong V. Nigleich frowned. It is you again, you dog of a man. Are you two living together? Do you know she is my woman? Ziam defended herself. He talks nonsense. I never agreed to him always bothering. Just as Nungodich approached, Truong Viet stepped aside. I will kill you. You knee him in the stomach. Nungodich clutches his stomach in pain. Truong Viet takes the chance to punch him hard in the face. Seeing Nungodich unconscious makes Dime worried. Brother, is he dead? Truong Viet casually faints. She explained. He is not my boy. First, we were just on a mission together, but later he clinging to me. You interrupted. I am not interested in your story, so you are the one living next to me. Do you know me? Dime cheerfully laughed. I used to sneak at you through the door, and then I accidentally met you in the underworld. Truong Viet was curious. Then why did you call me too? She recounted that one time when he was not home. Someone delivered a letter. I saw the name on it. Truong Viet angrily said, it is that letter again. Hello? I hope you do not get eliminated early in the city level high Y competition and the provincial level nationwide. I will choose you. You look at Dime. Her demeanor does not seem like she is deceiving anyone. The enemy is in the light. We are in the dark. To find out who sent the letter, we can only look for answers in the fake profession competition. Truong Viet is leaving. It is best if you keep that letter to yourself. Dime follows. Wait, where do you want to go? He looks at her with suspicion. She is worried. Can I go with you? He has already found my address. I can't stay here anymore. Truong Viet coldly refuses. I do not like living with anyone. You can find somewhere else to stay. I have not found a new place yet, and I do not have any money right now. Suddenly he remembered. Wait, I can prove he is not the dragon egg. Truong Viet quietly insists. Give me your phone. Dime is surprised. Want to save contact? She received a notification of a transfer of 100,000. This is Truong Viet coldly walking away. Earlier I agreed to let you join the city tournament. Consider this your pride. No need to pay it back. From now on, we won't owe each other any. Hearing these words, Dime's face. She touches her chest and replies. Someone like me is both poor and has no support. I have to rely on others forever. Truly use. No one would like me. Truong Viet stands in front of Goya. The system interface. You have reached level 30. The next level requires 700,000 experience points. Trust level 4 with Go. The next upgrade requires 400 trust points. He spoke. Warrior, we recognize that you are wholeheartedly helping our dark clan. Keep it up. In the near future, I will assign you a special mission. If you complete it, you will receive the ultimate reward of the dark clan. He glanced at the system board. It seemed he had to reach enough trust points. He assigned the mission. Current level measurement is 30, qualifying for the second class change. Do you want to start the class change mission or not? Truong Viet was delighted. Good, you have reached level 30. Class change for the second time. Then take on a new mission. Thinking for a moment, he pressed accept. In a white sandy desert, Truong Viet and the Bone King stood in front of the entrance to the dungeon. Note that the class change mission has been activated. During the execution, class changer cannot leave the map. If they die, they will be deducted 3 levels. He wondered, is this the class change mission of the necromancer? The system gradually displayed a frame. Truong Viet looked at the map. Bone King. Let us go take a look. He walked in doubt. While Truong was observing the broken skull fragment, the wind rose, causing him to turn towards that direction. Where is that chilling wind coming from? The hands suddenly rise. The eerie skeletons approach towards Truong Viet one by one. You command. The dark skeletons rise up. It screams loudly when surrounded by the skeleton. Truong Viet runs over. I am here to help. One skeleton gets close to you and gets scared. Truong Viet remarked, getting close to the restoration, denying the disturbance in the spiritual realm. You gently unleash the fire missile, blowing everything up. Truong Viet steps back, observing the skeleton being pulled down by the other skeleton. Truong Viet wondered, what does this mean? Can't the mission of passing on the position use pet? The map reappeared. First, let us go to the center point of the map to clarify the situation. Company continued. Truong Viet Hungdang moves through the desert, observing around. Closer he gets to the center, the weaker the previous commotion be. This place is quiet to the point of being eerie. Truong Viet stops in front of an object, which is a crystal. It seems the vibration is referring to it. I wonder what other strange things will appear. Better to be careful. Truong Viet focuses on observing it. The crystal suddenly emits strange energy. You try to break. This is not good. Finally, crystal orb sucked Truong Viet inside. Immediately, he fell into a different world. Truong Viet anxiously stood up. He was suspicious. Could this mission really be to use an independent space trap? The spirits were flying in one direction. That is the copy of Truong Viet. Truong Viet fused. Is this really me? What is the point of glaring? You think I won? T dare to strike. The copy of Truong Viet dodged the attack and fought back. Truong Viet was surprised by the attack. He raised his weapon to block the blow. The copy of Truong Viet pushed him away, and as he advanced with a lightning attack, the copy charged forward too, their powers clashing intensely, slowly dissipating into the air. Truong Viet was panicked. The speed, strength, casting habit, and magical intensity were almost identical to his own. Even the instincts recognized the openings. He has only perfectly mimicked me at the moment I act, completely lacking human instinct. I did not expect the second class transformation to be like this. It will be easy to handle then. Truong Viet unleashed a fiery missile, and the copy of Truong Viet retaliated similar. Their ultimate moves clashing fierce. Truong Viet takes the opportunity to rush in many times. The warrior fights based on their own instinct. Copy of Truong Viet is surprised. It is hit hard and can't defend in time. The copy of Truong Viet falls back. Truong Viet happily realizes that as long as he reacts enough, can't completely replicate my action. You continuously attack the copy of Truong Viet, who is in pain, clutching its body, taking advantage of the opportunity. Truong Viet jumps high, preparing for a finishing blow. You immediately land hard on the copy. Truong Viet uses lightning magic, binding the copy of Truong Viet. Truong Viet flies down from above and strikes hard at it. You sneer, pretending to be real, but it can never be genuine. Then the copy of Truong Viet disappears. Truong Viet is surprised. A notification appears. Class transfer mission is complete. Overall class growth has increased. Magic damage has increased. The skills of the second tier class been upgraded to level 5. Unlocking the battle position for the second beast. You feel proud. Finally unlocking the battle position for the second beast. Waiting to face a stronger beast than the Bone King. My strength will make a huge leap. Truong Viet excitedly smiled. First upgrading the skills. Heavenly Fire S. Ice Heavenly Snow Light. Lightning Magic. Fire Flame Leap. Magic Shield. shield, and meditation all upgraded from a rank. Your next decision is to eliminate a few more light dragons. Wait until you gain the trust designated by Goya. Then you can carry out the special mission Goya mentioned. In the dark forest late at night, Flag shouted, "You think just because you moved away from the Ditanot Navleen, I would not find you?" Liam, terrified. "People in my team are innocent. Why are you killing them?" He laughed loud. "I will let everyone in the Bright Hall know. Anyone who teams up with you is dead." "Where's that man?" "After sleeping with, he just kicked you to the curb." "Right." Liam, your taste in men is really bad. Liking a scummy ungrateful guy like that." Liam shouted in protest. "He is not like that." Ingvike's challenge. "Then call him to save you. This time we will make sure he comes but does not leave." His teammates yelled. "Ingvike over there." Vid forward from behind. Ingvike happily speak of the devil and he appeared. "Did not expect that guy would really come to sacrifice himself for you." Liam felt secretly happy. "I thought I would never see him again." V exhausted. "What kind of show are you putting on now?" Inflake ordered. "Brother, the life force is the critical weakness of the beast master. Even if he has high damage, we will rush in and take him out together." The teammates shouted to kill. Vit smirked. "Just in time to use you guys to test level so skill." Suddenly, the group of Ngo Ditch was struck by an attack from above. Lamthean Hung Dung stepped forward. His tone serious. "I told you not to touch this beast man." Ngo Ditch was furious. Clearly he was messing up my mission and even touched my woman first. Lamthean, you are the president of the War God Guild, yet you do not protect your own people and even help the enemy deal with your own. Lamthean coldly replied, "I do not need your guidance." A soldier flew out and knocked Ngo Ditch down. Lamthean said sincerely, "My brother, on behalf of the War God Guild, I apologize for the earlier incident. If you agree, as the president of the War God Guild, I formally invite you to join our guild, to giving you the position of vice president." Viet casually brushed it off, saying, "From now on, I and the War God Guild won't interfere with each other." He handed Dime a potion and she was delighted. A notification screen appeared. "Big brother, save me. You and my wife are about to be beat." The system announced two giant dragons, a demonic version of the light dragon. Unsure if it mutated by itself or if someone changed it. Kanan commanded, "Archer, attack the left one with low physical resist. Mage, hit the right one with low magical resist. And Knight, focus on drawing damage. And Priest, try to heal." A soldier from Ludiu spoke up. "President, how should we attack?" He commanded, keeping close to Yen Vuka. The monster rises up even stronger, its two heads spewing out powerful beams of light. It attacks directly towards Sinan and Eldu Didu. The soldiers are worried. "President, these two dragons are hermaphrodite. Too powerful." Viet calmly asks, "What is going on?" Lu Didu turns her head. "You finally made it here. If you had not come, we would have been wiped out by this creature." Sinan report. V, the dragon's magic resistance is very high. You need to be careful." Vid observed, "It is. Leave it to me. They were enchanted from the Kwang Min clan. They still are in theory. Killing them won't go against our stand, and it is a good chance to test my level skill." Viet unleashes his ice and snow skill at the monster, which immediately gets hit and screams in pain. Lu Undu and Sinan are stunned. The damage is horrific. Has he already advanced to his second class? It is an S level skill. How could he level up his skill to S so quickly? The monster retaliates with a strike at Viet, but he dodges it. Viet unleashes the heavenly fire and thunderstrike front the monster became paralyzed and screamed in pain. Lu Daibo ordered to attack together, and Sinan understood. They joined forces to attack the monster, the remnants of the fight dissipating into the air. The monster fell and was defeated. Viet commented, "I thought I could activate the reaping of the undead, but the result is nothing. The second-class beast must at least be tamed to be more powerful than the Bone King." Li Dai prayed, "Brother Viet, your current strength, you could crush the city-level selection round. How about we go to our Supreme Guild? We will crush the War God Guild and the Infinity Guild to take the #1 spot in tightening pro." Li Dai turned to Kanhan. "Why are not you saying anything? Aren't you usually arguing with me non-stop?" Kanan thought, with his current power, he was no longer someone that Yen Vu and the others could recruit. A soldier of Liu Dai ran over. "Boss, it is not good. The main force of the War God Guild has been wiped out by a group of mysterious professionals in the Fourth World. Even their War God Qianshan Guild leader did not escape," he said in surprise. "What?" Then both looked wrong Viet, who wondered, "Why is everyone looking at? If I wanted to go after them, I would have done it long ago. No need to wait until now." Liu Dai and Kanan were delighted. "That is good. I was really afraid you would get hunted down all over the world again. No matter who did it, the War God Guild was hit hard. Our Supreme Guild, aiming for second place in the province, has grown even larger." Viet was worried. He had just met him not long ago. Who could wipe out their group in such a short time? A notification appeared. "Congratulations on the reliability of the Dark Leader tribe for you reaching level 5. Maximum level. Viet is happy. Finally leveled up. Goa greets you. Warrior, welcome back. For thousands of years, only you have met the requirements of our Dark Tribe's final mission. We need your help." Viet is curious. "So you want me to kill the Radiant Dragon God?" As he refused, "I want you to go to the territory of the Radiant Dragon God and eliminate his Dragon Guard. You confirm a whole squad of guard." Goya confirmed. "That is right. They are in the forbidden area of the Radiant Tribe. Cannot enter. Only a person with a human identity can go there. You are our only hope for victory." A notification appeared. "Congratulations on activating the unique hidden mission." Viet is surprised. The unique hidden mission has not appeared for hundreds of years. A glory to the Dark Tribe. High difficulty. 10 days. Failure results in a deduction of 3 levels. Is Goya's reliability with you 0? Viet observes that if he fails, this mission will never appear again. Is this the penalty for failure? That is a bit harsh. You choose the confirm button. The heavier it is, the better the reward. Only a fool would pass up this opportunity. Jia looked Viet. "Warrior, we of the Dark Glory clan entrust this to you." He nodded. "Don't worry. We will hold off the Radiant Divine Dragon to stop it from returning to the forbidden area." A notification appeared, allowing the Dark Glory clan members to enter the Radiant clan's forbidden area and the gate opened. Viet calmly. The system appeared, welcoming him to the special map of the Radiant clan. During the mission, you cannot leave the forbidden area. If you die or leave, it will be considered a mission failure. You read carefully. Can't leave this map. A system announcement appeared before Viet, stating that you can only log in and log out here. After reading it, he scoffed, saying you can only log in and log out. "Are you afraid I will starve to death in here?" Viet was standing, looking around the scenery when suddenly he heard a loud roar. In front of him, a winged dragon was flying toward, and the system had provided all the information about it. Viet. This is the level 35 Radiant Clan's War Dragon, a normal type monster with a physical attack of 1120, physical defense of 880, magical defense defense of 920, health of 18,000, and 2 skill, dragon breath and radiant shield. To be more specific, they are the elite guard, trained directly by the divine dragon Radiant Light, the main force of the Radiant Light clan. The strength of the Radiant Light's war dragon cannot be matched by anyone. Zhang Viet looked up at the approaching war dragons and sighed, wondering how long it would take to wipe out an entire dragon army. After saying that, he sighed and changed his stance to swing the weapon in his hand. Never mind, it has been 10 days. I have had enough of the dragon. Powerful strike from Zhang Viet's spear was unleashed, instantly creating a small explosion. The war dragons opened their mouths wide, exhaling a blast of scorching fire. The breath was unleashed. It lightly collided with Zhang Viet's attack and then exploded. He froze for a moment, watching the scene before him as skeletal figures appeared from nowhere, raising their hands to block the attacks from the war dragon. Zhang Viet looked up, wondering if someone was behind him. A man in battle armor with a spear riding on the back of a war dragon came into his view. Who dares to intrude into the forbidden hall? Zhang Viet remained silent and observed without responding. I was still wondering why a group of giant dragons was particularly difficult to deal with. It turns out it was because on the other side, they were also silently assessing Zhang Viet. That last move was incredibly powerful. If I had not had full armor to protect, I might have either died or been severely injured. After a moment of silence, Zhang Viet coldly ordered the skeleton king, draw the enemy's fire and protect. As soon as he finished, the skeletons immediately followed the command. It used a devastating taunt against the enemy. While on this side, the war dragon was also preparing to strike, mouth wide open. The dragon's breath from the war dragon slammed into the skeleton, causing its blood to steadily deep. Zhang Viet, standing behind, lightly smiled. High attack professions usually have a lot of blood. The skeleton king should focus on the shadow warrior, and I coordinate a surprise attack well. Our chances of winning are still very high. Thinking this, Zhang Viet turned his spear around in his hand. Alright, hold steady. Leave the rest to me. Moments later, he unleashed a massive fireball, sweeping away a group of war dragons in front of Zhang Viet's divine fire spell nearly burned away all the war dragons at the front line. Seeing their comrades being taken down one by one, the remaining war dragons immediately turned to flee. Although they all began to run away, Zhang Viet was determined not to let them escape. He shouted loudly. As soon as he finished, the skeletons behind immediately executed a haunting sword formation to block the war dragon's path, revealing a small sword adorned with a ruby. Feeling it is not enough, Zhang Viet continues to use the skills to strike down below. The system keeps sending score notifications to Zhang Viet every time he did one. He earns an extra 350,000 points for energy. Zhang Viet chuckled to himself. As long as he takes down those stupid dragons one tia chow. The battlefield in front of him exploded again. Zhang Viet and his two allies fought together. While fighting, he was shocked at the number of dragons, and this level skill consumed much more. The mana recovery potions were running low. It is best to step out and replenish a bit. Then he entered the teleportation array to leave. The high-grade mana recovery potion from the fourth world costs 50 coins per bottle. Bought at the real world pharmacy. Price is double compared to the other world. Zhang Viet closed his eyes and took a deep breath. Price is temporarily not a concern. We need a large quantity. What if someone with bad intentions notices and sabotages our mission? Zhang Viet shook his head, not thinking about it anymore. Well, my father is a level 3 alchemist. Plus our family owns the largest pharmacy in the coastal city. Night. Zhang Viet texted to inquire about the price of the recovery potion. Person on the other end introduced each type of health and mana recovery. Zhang Viet checked moment and then messaged back wanting to buy 2,000 bottles of mana. A little later, he lay back and relaxed on the bed. This amount of medicine is enough. Complete the mission for now. Just rest up and regain your strength. This mission absolutely cannot fail. Outside, the moon was high in the sky, and the lights in the office of the high-rise building were still on. Inside, Liu Dai was talking to the person in front of the eldest young master of the Liu family, Luo, who had no power at all. Isn't that a bit weak? The man in glasses across from him laughed. If we want to invite Zhang Viet to join our supreme guild, we need to put a bit of pressure on him so he understands the benefits of the guild. That will motivate. Liu Dai suddenly became excited. You really are my good assistant. From now on, your salary will be reduced by 10,000 and you will work better. The man was touched. President, this moment, someone just came in to report. President, our guild members in the fourth world have been attacked by an unknown group, suffering heavy losses. Many people from Yanvu Pavilion have also died. The man in glasses was taken aback. What? Who dares to touch my supreme people? Liu Dai added from behind. Summon all the members of the guild up